The Night Owls are on the wrong side of the PLW tiebreakers. Only a sweep tonight will get this team a tiebreaker advantage over the Snappers and that coveted final playoff wildcard spot. Fortunately for the Night Owls, the nest appears to be full tonight. Can Randy Dalby and James Stein and co. bring out the brooms and sweep themselves into the postseason? The Snappers were dealt a massive favor Tuesday night by the Vaders sweeping the Cajuns. It puts the Snappers needing just one single victory to get them into the postseason wildcard against the Sand Vipers. Easy, right? Not so fast. This team has lost 5 of 6 and was just swept by the Legends last time out. Can TB7 right the ship straight into the playoffs? It's almost playoff time here at Hideaway Field in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. You are tuned into Premier League Wiffle. Tonight's 3-game series is just set to get underway shortly. The away team is the Snappers wearing green and yellow, and the home team is your Night Owls wearing orange and black. Well, mainly just orange. I am Jim Dodos here on a fine Wednesday afternoon alongside Cody Runnels. Cody, how are you doing? Glad to have you in the booth with me, sir.
Thanks for having me up here, Jimmy. I've been wanting to be up here with you. You're my favorite player in the league. I love how you are in the booth, on the field, and everything. So I'm very honored to be up here. Thank you.
I'm excited to mix it up with you as well. Love your intensity and everything you bring out here, and to help you provide this league. So it's about time we got this done.
Yeah.
Let's dig right into this thing, Cody.
Let's do it.
We got a big one here. Definitely, probably the biggest series of the week. This is probably the last series of the week that has really true playoff implications.
Absolutely. Snappers need one win. Night Owls need a sweep. So it's almost like we're in a 7-game series, and Night Owls are down 3-1, and they got to win out. And it's going to be every single run's going to matter. Both these teams have good pitching, good defense. I expect some low-scoring games. Runs are going to be a premium. The wind is blowing out. It's going to be intense tonight. I'm excited.
I love it. Yeah, let's start with our Snappers. No Jesse Capps tonight. Jonathan Wilson kind of just arriving. And if we can get that lineup posted there on, then we can go through that lineup. And what is Taylor Briner going to send out first here?
Well, we got TB7, the 3-time MVP, leading off for the Snappers. Then in the 2-hole, rookie sensation Ryan Murphy's been crushing it lately. Our starting pitcher will be batting in the 3-hole, Jonathan Wilson. Shane Weber in the 4-hole. We got David Harley Jr. in the 5-hole and Brandon Gregg rounding out the bottom of the lineup. And only guy under the line that's here tonight is Greg Kelly, and he'll be playing third base. Talking
to Taylor before the game, he was kind of mentioning, I was kind of giving him some flack about not taking the ball game one, and he wants his best defense out there. No Jesse Capps. That was a problem last time out against the Legends, was defense at shortstop. Jesse was missed. I believe we're going to see Taylor taking some of that action here tonight.
Absolutely. And you know what? Wilson is top 5 in ERA.
Yeah.
He's been a great pitcher for the Snappers.
He deserves the ball.
He deserves the ball. And doesn't play in the field. So we get him on the mound. It gets Briner out in the field. Definitely makes their defense stronger. And Wilson lives for these kind of moments. He's ready for it. He'll be fine.
I like it. And our starting pitcher, Randy Dalby, making the trip from Phoenix, Arizona, coming into town. And the Night Owls have a full nest tonight, Cody.
I seen him trotting in on a white horse in the parking lot and his armor on, and he's ready to go. He's got the 1983 Oakleys on, and he's a problem when he's here at the field.
I want to take some time to say hello to our Twitch community. Mr. Adam Tannick himself already bombing out the subs. I have a feeling it's going to be a really good night tonight. I want to encourage everyone to get some Wiffle points down, some action down in this series here. I lost 80,000 Wiffle points on your team last night, Cody. Thank you very much. But I'm sure our viewers have a little bit left in the tank to get down on this big series here.
Yeah, I lost about 80 grand on myself last night. I was not thrilled. That was tough last night. We just needed to win a couple.
You just need to win one.
I'm still a little lost and confused by it all. Me, Lede, the Roosh brothers, we were out at dinner till about 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, man, one of those ones, huh?
Just chit-chatting and where'd it go wrong? And,
wow.
And it was tough. Our team really cares about these games. I know we're not playing for money or nothing like that, but we love each other, and you want to win and do well with your guys, and that was tough. But
well, yeah, I'm sure you guys will come back stronger from that.
Yeah,
but what
we'll
you guys
learn from
did
it.
do is throw the standings into a bit of a mess. We
Yes.
saved our viewers, time. We might have 5 teams at 27 and 27.
Yeah.
It's possible. Four is more possible, but definitely if the Night Owls take 2 or 3, you got 3 teams at 27 and 27. Saved our fans some of the tiebreaker confusion.
Yes.
The Night Owls do need a sweep tonight. Nothing else will do. They lose the tiebreaker over pretty much most of the other teams compete.
right, so they have to sweep, because their run differential is really bad because they're kind of when they win
Yes.
games, it's low scoring, and when they don't
They
have
got
their
blown
guys
out
there,
a
they
lot.
get blown out.
Right, you're right. The run differential is bad, and Chat Police is asking if you guys are out of the playoffs. I'll let you answer that one.
It's
Zero chance.
It's zero chance.
Yeah, you guys are out, yes.
Yes. Yeah, we're done.
I had to make you say it. I'm sorry to do that to you.
I told our guys that was our playoff series, and we were facing the 1 seed.
Yep.
And if we couldn't beat them in a regular season game when they're throwing 7, 8, 9 guys at the plate, not going all the way at us, we don't deserve to be in the playoffs. And
Sure.
hopefully we learn from it.
That basically was a playoff series against the Vaders.
Yeah.
And the Vaders beat you guys, and if you guys faced them in the playoffs, probably would have happened. Maybe you could say, so
Yeah.
pretty much your playoff series there, and it didn't work out for you guys.
Right.
But back to the Night Owls and the
Yeah,
Snappers.
this is a big
here.
one.
This one, we really have 1 seed left. I mean, the Sand Vipers have really locked up the 4 seed. Legends have locked up the 3. One's the 2. The Vaders the 1 seed. This 5th last spot's up for grabs right now. I mean, this is as big as it gets here at the Hideaway.
Yeah, and for me, the 4 seeds that are in, they've been the most consistent, best teams all year, obviously. Their record shows it.
Yep.
I don't feel like anybody who's going to be out of the playoffs, we're going to be like, God, could you imagine if they got in? It's the best teams are in the playoffs.
I agree.
And you have your moment, you have your shot to get in, and like for us, we didn't take it. These teams, somebody's going to take it and make it happen tonight, and it's going to be exciting, whoever does.
Absolutely. 2 legacy franchises, I might add. These 2 teams were our first ever spring PLW championship series was Night Owls and Snappers back in spring of 2021. So 1 legacy franchise is going to get left out of the mix here.
Yeah.
And the Snappers have been to 3 title games as we are set to get underway here at the Hideaway.
this.
Taylor Briner in the box. Randy Dalby on the mound. A superstar showdown right underway. Let's do this.
Gotta love this.
Oh, and a tough call for our umpires right away. It's going to be off the arm. Dalby plays it out.
It was a ball? Oh, that's a Jim Dodos is ringing him up.
Yeah, I do think we're light on the check swings out here. That was pretty far along. Taylor gets the call. 1-1. And the subs are just coming in hot. Oh my gosh, these guys are trying to start a hype train right now. Adam Tannick going crazy. I saw Purple Viking going crazy. I saw Sidekick Needed going crazy. J-Lo, I saw that too. What's good, everybody? Let's get it pumped up here. I'm getting pumped up in the booth. High fly, left field. Wind is a factor tonight.
Oh, great play by Alonzo there.
Cody, break that one down for me. Why isn't Logan Christie catching that ball?
That's left field's ball all the way, but Zoe was calling it pretty early, and he stuck with it. Did everything wrong as far as backpedaling and doing all that, but he made the play, right?
Yeah, the ball got caught. Rule number 1 is to make the play. However, it needs to get done. Rule number 2 is make it look good. Who cares about that? There's Ryan Murphy. What's Dalby going to throw out there, Cody? He's one of those guys where it looks firm. And much harder than the speed says.
It's so hard to tell if it's 55 or 59.
Yes.
It looks the same with him.
I agree.
And he throws different arm angles, and he can mix the speeds. He's really tough. He's a guy you watch on film, and you're like, it can't be that hard. And then you get in the box, and it's a whole different game.
Yeah, he's one of the few, and that's line drive into the gap there. Ryan Murphy's been on an absolute tear in the second half of the season. That's a double for the Snappers.
Yeah, Ryan Murphy's batting over 350. He started off really slow.
He did.
It looked like, is he going to figure this out? So for his numbers to be where they're at, he has been on an absolute terror this second part of the season.
Agreed. And he gets the Snappers going here. I do want to mention the weather tonight. The wind is blowing out. This favors a team like the Snappers. They enjoy these conditions. A fly ball hitting team.
Absolutely. When the wind's blowing out, they have some big nights.
Yep. Agreed. So I would expect some runs on the board tonight, and obviously with who the Night Owls have in town with Stein and Dalby, they're going to be putting up runs too. I think we can see some runs tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. And Sean Merciel has been like the spark
Lights
plug
out.
for the Night Owls. He is a whole different player since becoming a Night Owl. He's been crushing the ball, playing great defense, and he's gonna. I imagine we might see him on the mound tonight as well.
Yeah, he's taken on a good role. He's found a good home with the Night Owls, and you see that a lot in sports with guys moving around. They get into another environment, and and they flourish. That's really happy for Sean that he's found his little niche here with the Night Owls. Ground ball to Sean Mercial, handles off his chest, fires into the zone.
Yeah, you hit a ground ball to Mercial, just start trotting into the dugout. You're not getting on.
Yeah, these guys got an absolute cannon for a right arm there and showcases it there.
Great range. He does it all at shortstop.
Two-way here. Here's Weber. Weber lines that in the left. That's trouble. It's gone. Out of the reach of Logan Christie. Shane Weber has got it started here for the Snappers. 2-0 in the top of the first. That's what I'm talking about with the conditions favoring the Snappers tonight.
One pitch, one swing, and we got a 2-0 ball game. Weber didn't waste any time facing Dalby. Definitely don't want to get deep into the count with Dalby because he's going to start pulling out an arsenal. You see something you like, go get it.
Yeah, I got a slider there into the zone, and man, didn't look like he hit it that hard, honestly, off the bat. I thought Logan Christie had a good chance at it, and that thing kept rising and sailed out of here.
Yeah, for me, I like my outfielders, especially with conditions like this, just be on that wall and scale, kind of stay on the wall. Running back on it like that is it's tough to find the wall, reach back, and bring something back.
Absolutely. With the wind blowing out, your position is pretty simple in the outfield, in my opinion, yeah. I mean, at least your depth is. It should be.
Even high pop flies are going to drift out to you. So just
plenty
be
of time to run in on something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And with wind blowing out, I like saying keep the ball in the yard. I don't care if they hit 4 singles in a row.
Yeah.
I can't have 2 singles and a bomb, 2 singles and a bomb.
Yep.
It's keep them in the yard, make them earn it, and trust your pitching to get you some strikeouts or outs.
Absolutely. And the Night Owls facing some adversity early as Dalby gets the strikeout on DHJ, but we have some action in the top of the first. It's the Night Owls really with their back against the wall, Cody. I mean, they need the sweep tonight. I mean, one game for the Snappers, and this series pretty much is irrelevant.
The thing I have seen with Dalby when he has been here, he kind of is a little shaky in the first, settles in, figures out the wind conditions, what he can throw, and if you don't get him early, he settles in. You're not going to score later. So we'll see if that happens tonight. He just gets stronger as the game goes. He's a real pitcher.
Yeah, and he's a guy that can pitch through this wind. You know, kind of his spin rate on his pitches, the kind of velocity he's able to obtain does get, quite a bit of, cut through the wind. J-Dub is a guy that throws a big bending slider. You know, he might have a little trouble with these kind of conditions.
I'm pretty good buddies with J-Dub, and we talk. And after his performance against the Vaders, where they were kind of teeing off on him, he's told himself, I have to add to my arsenal because if somebody is sitting on that hitting it, he's in trouble. So I know he's added a couple things. I want to see what he does tonight. I know he's been working on a screwball and something with a little more zip because a lot of his stuff is slow and loopy. I know he's going to try to implement some
wind
zip.
will hang that up.
Yes, he's going to implement some zip to some of his pitches tonight and kind of try to change speeds on guys.
If we can get that Night Owls lined up, let's see what they're working with here as they head to the bottom of the first. What do we got?
We mentioned earlier the red-hot Sean Mercial leading off playing shortstop for the Night Owls. Then we got Randy Dalby in the 2-hole, James Stein in the 3-hole, Logan Christie in the 4-hole, Nick DeVella as the DH will be batting 5th, and in the 6-hole, second leadoff, my man Kyle Lohman also playing second, and below the line we got Zoe Valencia and Dave Seifert.
Getting underway here in the bottom half, and I'm looking at the chat, Cody, and I'm seeing a lot of choo-choos in the chat. It looks like a hype train is being touted.
I seen a hype train before the game started. It's going to be a wild night.
Do we have a hype train going now?
I think so.
I need to know this chat. Oh, beautiful. There's some big energy for you.
I was running late to work. I made the back call to my boy Wilson, and he had his lady friend get me some drinks, so I had something up here.
I like it. Some Dutch Bros to keep you going. It's going to be a long night here into the booth for us. I love it. I need your intensity.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited, man. You're going to get everything.
Man, I can't even keep up with the call-outs on the subs. They're just flying in. Hito, my guy. I saw 4 or 5 donated earlier. Guys, keep it up. What an amazing start to the stream here.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the support, everyone. I can feel the energy.
Super aggressive right off the bat.
Man,
I
can't even keep up with it. It's great.
Beautiful. We're going to have a good night, Dodos. They might be excited for me and you.
Yeah, that's a big-time matchup. But Sean, get excited for Sean Mercial getting a leadoff walk. Last start J-Dub had against the Legends, he walked out after 3 batters.
Yes, and that's going to make them defensively. I mean, what are they going to do? Murphy's going to have to go out there. Weber can't with his knee. So
Weber can, though. He can pitch. He pitches.
But he can't play defense.
For defense. So, excuse me.
Because if Wilson walks out, they need 9 out of Wilson tonight.
I agree. Yeah, and it's going to be Brandon Gregg at shortstop, and no Jesse Capps is a big storyline.
Whoa. Jesse Capps is at second base, Dodos.
He is out there.
We were told he wasn't going to be here.
Yeah, that's horrible information I got. I just am noticing this as well.
I just looked up and seen him there, and I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Wow. Yeah, I was told by Taylor Briner before the game that no chance Jesse was coming tonight.
Why? He went Willis Reed on us. Came out of the dungeon, and
I'm gonna have to rip up my notes.
Yeah.
Start completely over here.
Let's reset. Great pitch, J-Dub. That's when he's getting that going. He's tough.
Yeah, it kind of slows down a lot as it's going, gets you out in front, and if he misses, if you can keep it low and keep the height good, gets a lot of swings and misses like that.
That's what I've been telling. I've been kind of breaking down. Like one of my favorite pitchers in this league is Brandon Mile. Brandon Mile lives below the PLW logo.
Yeah, he does.
You can have one pitch, and if you live below that logo, you can survive out here.
And that's a
Triple.
line drive off the wall. A triple from James Stein. The Night Owls punch right back immediately. As Sean Mercial rounds third, comes in to score. James Stein and that full Night Owls nest making an early impact here.
That was not that bad of a pitch. It was down and in, but Stein looked like he was sitting on it and he sat on the slower stuff, and he just exploded and ripped that off the wall.
Yeah, I got some professional whifflers out here. Doesn't have to be a good pitch for some of these guys to handle it. That's what makes a lot of good hitters. Stein is an underrated hitter. He gets a lot of credit for his pitching. He's pretty good bat up there as well.
Yeah, he's been here the last few weeks more, and I'm kind of getting to appreciate him more because I'm seeing he's getting comfortable. And
that's lined. It's down off the wall for a double.
Wow.
Logan Christie getting going here. And it's a rocky start for J-Dub.
So my low scoring prediction is horrible.
Yes, I don't know if I agree with that.
We thought Jesse Capps wasn't going to be here.
Yeah,
I'm going to reset. We're going to have a wild one. It's going to be back and forth.
I love a good reset.
Good for Logan. He's been on the buzzsaw. He's been like 0 for his last 26. It's good to see him get a hit in his first at bat.
Yeah,
so that's big.
It's nice when it comes in your first at bat after a slump like that, because you go 0 for 2, 0 for 3. It's like, okay, here we go again.
Yep.
You start kind of getting into that bad mindset. So that's a ground ball third base. Greg Kelly fields that cleanly, fires into the zone, into the high part of the panel there for the out.
Yeah, one hit like that from Logan, you're like, hey, I'm on fire right now. Let's go.
I'm 1 for 1. I'm not 0 for 26 anymore, right? That's where the mindset shifts.
We seen that with Tim Riley a couple weeks ago. He was struggling, and he went nuts.
He was 3 for 72 or something crazy.
Nuts against the Sand Vipers.
I was broadcasting that.
Yeah.
That's right. Good call. And there's Kyle Lohman into the dish here. Is giving him some pointers before the game. That one comes in hot for a ball.
Wow, that did not seem like that was hot, but yeah, red 56.
That's fouled away from Lohman there. Trench, what's up, buddy? Love seeing a very active chat here. Looking forward to mixing it up with you all evening long. Let's get after it. Slider 54. That is under 55 that time. Cruel dealing there for Lohman.
He did a little Muhammad Ali shuffle before the pitch, like a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, and snuck that in on Lohman. That was nasty.
Maybe that's how he slowed it down.
Yeah,
below 55 there.
Just the different, you see some guys do the slide step. Some guys call it a quick pitch. It's not a quick pitch. Slide step or change their delivery is the way to go out here too.
And with that being said, the top of the second inning is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you are buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. You can connect with Leilani on Instagram at Leilani Acuna. As you see on the graphic right here. Beautifully done. Great production work. Tom Gannon getting that timing impeccable.
I got to imagine Leilani's got to have her eyes to this game. Her man's on the Night Owls playing tonight.
Absolutely. The Night Owls owner, Nick DeVella. I used to say manager. Logan Christie's now the manager of the Night Owls, but the Night Owls owner, Nick DeVella, giving himself the start, I noticed. Grounded out there his last at bat, but has some confidence in upper management. Both of them playing tonight.
He's probably got some pull being the owner.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Probably should just put him in there. He says to play.
I imagine if Jerry Jones thought he could still run the ball, he'd be in the backfield for the Dallas Cowboys too.
If I have to assume, that's maybe what some problems on your former team were with your owner over there.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
So it's a risk or reward situation.
Yeah. I love him. He gave me my opportunity, man. A lot of rookies don't get to come in, and I got a ton of at bats. He threw me in the lineup. let me have a chance at Rookie of the Year, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. But yeah, there were some frustrating things, obviously, but I'm grateful for the opportunity that I did get from him.
I love it. Booger's already trying to ask you about the series last night. I think it's too soon, man. I think too soon. We know what happened last night. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it's just you're gonna lose me for a couple.
I'll be giving you enough needles, Booger, I got you on that. Yeah. We'll give Reynolds a hard time, but let's get back on the action here. 2-2 count to Brandon Gregg leading off the top of the second. He's got a full count now, and with Wilson already having an early walk on the other side, I think the Snappers are eager to deal Dalby one as well.
Oh yeah, it helps if you can.
High fly.
That's gone.
Left field. Oh no, it holds up. I think 20 minutes ago that's gone, Reynolds.
I absolutely thought
those were flying out in BP.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe he got jammed a little on that because I thought that was for sure a dinger.
Logan Christie up against the container to make the play there for the first out. Turning the lineup over. TB7 Taylor Briner, ladies and gentlemen, must see TV every time he grabs a bat. Slider away.
Night Owl's going 3 outfielders. We call it the no doubles defense out here with Briner at the plate. You got Logan in center, Stein in left, Lohman in right.
That's high fly to center. Sinking fly. That's off the wall. Triple. Wow.
TB7 might have a big night, Jimmy. He guaranteed a sweep, and he was not thrilled with his performance pitching last week against the Legends. And an angry Taylor Briner is a scary problem for the Night Owls.
Yeah, I still don't think some of our newer audience really gets the power and presence of Taylor Briner out here. I mean, he is a legitimate threat at every single wiffle ball activity.
Yeah. and I had J-Dub at my house for a barbecue one day, and he pulled up old YouTube videos to show me some Briner, and I was like, whoa.
It's unbelievable some of the stuff he's done out here. Ryan Murphy, ground ball, shortstop, Mercial on a hop, fires for the second out. Nice play there to stop the run from scoring.
Yeah, that was huge. J-Dub here could help himself out, man. He looks locked in, man. I don't see him laughing and joking around. He looks serious tonight. I know he wants to have a big night. It's a big moment for the Snappers.
J-Dub, we talked about it last night. J-Dub loves coming out here. He loves being with his boys. He doesn't mess around out here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big-time whiffler, man. He's been with the Snappers since the start of their organization, and there's a lot of legacy on the line tonight. The Snappers are a legacy brand out here. They are a 3-time championship contender. To not make the playoffs this year that's a big deal out here for us.
Yes.
With the reputation the Snappers have and the legacy they have.
Doesn't seem right having the 3-time MVP not in the playoffs.
Right. It's been a rocky season for the Snappers, and line drive down the line, just foul up the right field line. It's been a rocky season for the Snappers. They've dealt with a ton this year, ton of injuries to probably their 2 best players, and they've navigated to put themselves in this position.
Yeah, I mean, Briner for like the first 8 weeks of the season was hitting with one hand.
And that's opposite field. It's true. Nobody in left field here. It's going to hit the container for a double. J-Dub does help himself out.
Playoff time. J-Dub going oppo. You know it's playoff time. J-Dub slapping one oppo to get a base hit and a run in. Are you kidding me?
Hey, man, you need team at bats. Hey. That's what it takes right now. That's a team at bats.
J-Dub's out here to win, baby, if he's going oppo like that.
Man,
that's got to be the first one this year.
He can go oppo when he wants to. I mean, it's just I think he's more regular season trying to hit bombs and that kind of thing. But yeah, no, the Snappers, when it's time to have a team at bat, these guys buy in.
Yeah, and they're sticking with the 3 outfielders here on Weber, who went yard last time.
Slider into the zone, and what a start we have this evening, Cody. 3-2, fireworks early.
Yeah.
Night Owl's punching right back. Snappers answer the bell. They throw another punch. Could be in for a 12-round fight here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild one, especially if the Night Owls were to pull the first game off. Now the Snappers go okay.
Sure, every game the Night Owls win increases the anxiety, of course. Gosh, yeah. Yes. I'm gonna make a quick call to the chat. Any score updates of that Warriors Celtics game is appreciated by your broadcaster. Just want to throw that out there.
Broadcasters.
Yeah,
I want to hear it.
Yeah, and just throw it up there every now and again. Let me know. And as we get back to the action, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runner second, high fly, left field. He looks like he got barrel on that one. It's gone over the container. Oh, my goodness. Shane Weber has come to play.
Weber, 2 bats, 2 2-run bombs. They're up 4-3 now, thanks to Shane Weber. What a start for him tonight. And he's not, the Snappers look mad. They're like angry at the field right now.
The Snappers don't want to leave any doubt. They want to... if I'm the Snappers game 1, you're selling out for it, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't want this drama to go on any further. The drama switches to playing for 6th place and not the playoff spot if I'm the Snappers. We'll talk about 6th place all night if from the snapper's perspective.
Oh, man, if a dream scenario for us in the chat would be if Night Owls took the first two, and then that third game would be...
For broadcasters, if the Night Owls take the
God.
first two, you're looking at one of the bigger PLW games in history.
Yeah.
If we can get to a Night Owls 2-0 lead in the series.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
But look at our channel points. I was just kind of swinging a miss from DHJ. I was just kind of looking at our channel points. 424,000 points on the snappers here. 177,000, getting about plus 250-ish on the Night Owls. Good. Great odds. This game with the weather and the conditions not out of it yet as DHJ goes down looking.
It was just a pick 'em, Jim, on that?
Yes.
Wow.
As that will do it for the top half of the second. Snappers scratch across 3 more. Going to keep applying pressure on these Night Owls.
Oh, yeah, I apologize. I said 4-3, 5-2 snappers. So 4 RBIs for Weber and the 1 RBI by Wilson.
Shane
and
Weber.
It's not even the third inning.
E. Franks, my man. Subscribe to Tier 1. Continuing a great trend of subscriptions we've had to start this series. You can really feel the energy in the chat from our viewers. Next week, playoff time. Going to be intense. A lot of us won't be playing. I'll be able to focus fully on broadcasting. We know Cody likely maybe doing the same thing after that tough result.
Yeah, and I'm already locked in for umpiring. I'm going to be umpiring some playoff series. Chad says I made the rooster for the umpiring.
Wow. I'm glad you guys are still cordial and still working together.
Yeah, we even after a week after the trade, we had a good talk, and everything's good, man. We're still buddies, and there's no hard feelings on either my side, his side, everything. I love being out here. I don't want any kind of awkwardness.
I love it. Now you've been a great addition to the league, to the stream team, the volunteers. We're a volunteer league. We need volunteers to keep it going. That's really what it's all about. What goes down on the field is great, but it is really this volunteer staff that keeps things alive, and you've been a big part of that. So
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been great, man. Even today was a tough day at work. It was hard to get here, and then got a message from a fan, man, telling me. Felt sorry for me for what happened last night, was looking forward to seeing me, and he said he was a fan, and it gave me that spark, like, all right, man, I got to get to the field, It was cool.
That's a spinning ball into the hands of GK to start the bottom half of the second. Murcial, I thought off the bat he kind of hit a hard line drive, and it floated up there. Yeah, spinning ball.
That thing was cutting hard. What, is that a problem, Dodos, for you with our umpire wearing a snapper jersey?
Yeah, and I noticed Mateo had a Night Owls jersey on. It was very strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Bombers are rooting for tonight, but our umpire does have a Snappers jersey on.
There's too many Bombers here, and they're not playing. There might be something in the works, huh?
Well, Bombers are hoping for that 6th spot still. I mean, they could sweep the Lightning Friday and end up 27-27. So there is some hope. We might have 4 teams at 27-27. It's very possible. The Night Owls take 2 or 3 tonight, and the Bombers sweep the Lightning. We have 4 teams with 27 wins. And to save our chat a lot of headaches, we've worked out the tiebreakers to work it out to what tonight means.
Okay.
But that 6th spot's going to be a little more tricky.
Probably something we have to break down after every game.
There's going to be tiebreakers. Right? There's going to be run differential. It's going to come. Night Owls are probably the worst run differential. They have some tiebreakers. The Snappers have a lot of tiebreakers over teams. So it's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out for that 6th seed. Yeah. I'm going to leave that for probably tomorrow's broadcast.
Okay.
Because that gets pretty tangled there.
I can't even imagine what would happen with 4 at 27.
And technically, the Warbirds can sweep the Sand Vipers, and there'd be 5 teams. I mean, so it's still possible that 5 teams can have 27 wins. Yeah. I mean, with the way, high fly. Randy Dalby has opened his account for the evening in the midst of our banter. Solo home run for the Night Owls, and they punch back. I'm telling you, we're in for a real seesaw affair tonight.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Gonna be wild.
Buckle up. I've sat in this booth enough to know I don't think the Night Owls are going to lay down tonight. No offense on J-Dub, but the conditions, his pitches are hanging up there. I think there's going to be some runs scored here.
This is starting to turn into like some of these college baseball games have been going. Some of these games have been scoring like 40 runs.
Missouri State, Oklahoma State or something. That's crazy.
They're playing like slow pitch softball out there.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah.
I thought they changed the bats and the balls to stop that from happening, but I guess not.
Jam job. Jesse Caps is there to make the play with 2 hands there at second base. I noticed Jesse playing second base. Yeah. No Manny Santillanes for the Snappers. And they're going to try to solidify that position at second base, which cost them a couple games against the Legends last week.
Yeah, and the second base spot is, you kind of are playing right field.
High fly. Logan Christie has woken up. Cody Runnels, he's 2 for 2. Forget 0 for 26. 2 for 2 now with a home run. And the Night Owls have responded with 2 solo home runs here in the bottom half of the second. Get pumped up.
He had to have had a conversation with Tim Riley, and they went to the same masseuse or something, because they're doing something right.
Touchy topic these days with Deshaun Watson,
Sorry,
Cody.
Sorry, you're right. You're right. My bad.
Cleveland Browns are having some talks with Baker Mayfield right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, they didn't.
It's going to be awkward.
They didn't let him come to OTAs today, so.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
interesting developments there.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is. It is. Nick DeVella now coming to the plate. 2 outs, 1-1 count. Nicky D takes strike. No, a ball. 58. Too hot. Didn't look hot.
J-Dub looks frustrated. I don't think he expected that being 58, but I mean, use it to your advantage. Try to throw something similar and get it at that 55 and mess with the speed. You can use that 58 to your advantage.
Slider, ground ball, third base. Second time we've seen Novella kind of hook that slider away.
Yeah.
He's going to sit back a little longer and drive that up the middle.
He's predominantly a pull hitter from what I've seen.
Indeed.
So, yeah. Definitely want to try to get something soft away if I'm J-Dub and let him roll it over.
Agreed. Here's the 2-2. And that's high. Left field, traveling. And it's gone. This game's tied up, Cody. 3 solo home runs for the Night Owls. And they punch right back. What a start to this beautiful Wednesday evening here.
I hate to see it for my guy J-Dub, but it's just too much of the plate for that. We just said you need to go away, and it just was a cookie down the middle. And I know he ain't trying to do that, but you got to just execute, man. The Night Owls are here to play. It's 5-5.
And a little bit too early from the snapper's perspective. Kirby Bucket making a bit of an early appearance. Taylor Briner going to take over on the mound.
Yeah, and so J-Dub went 2. Briner's going to get going here. He might be going the distance. Wilson needs to let this go, refocus. They're going to need him in game 2 or 3 again. He's going to need
that same approach at the plate he showed in his last at bat. Yeah, and he's going to come up in big spots all night.
It's going to be a hitting game, and the adjustment's going to be we got to keep guys in the yard. Home runs are killer. Hits are okay, but we got to keep guys in the yard. Get the ball down. Focus on locating spots. I don't even care about speed and stuff as much. Low and hit your spots and keep guys in the yard is going to be the key to success. If you just get into a home run derby, it's a crapshoot, in my opinion.
I agree. That's where the variance really takes place. If we just start popping the ball up and the conditions and the weather, the variance increases out here in this game. And who knows what's going to happen. Yeah, you're right.
All of a sudden, in conditions like this, 1 through 6, I don't care who the names are, they can go yard.
Yep, you're right.
So it's going to be about locating and hitting your spots. And my big thing, and that's what I'm going to work on in the offseason, pounding the zone below the PLW logo in that strike zone.
Yeah.
You live down there. Ethan Ibarra lived down there last night with 1 pitch.
Yeah, he was
hitting it down there, so it was tough.
Yeah, right. Got a lot of ground balls.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It's not much of a different game than baseball
no.
to that regard. Agreed. And here's Taylor Briner's first pitch. He's going to go 57 into the zone to Kyle Lohman. That's too hot for this league.
This has got to be a tough moment for J-Lo. Her schmoopies is at the plate, and her favorite player's on the mound. Who's she rooting for?
I mean, I've seen her cheering the Night Owls on already, but, she might have a slight change of heart just for this one batter, maybe. That's up in the zone, 55. Ooh.
Wow.
It's a good take by Kyle. It's not something you want to try to make a living on there.
No, too, with this win, if somebody's going to go up there, I'm going for it.
Good point. Fouled away. That misses the strike zone, it sounds like, so he does have a foul off into the pan still.
You can make a good pitch in the top of the zone, and it's getting out of here. You get it up.
Inside, 3-2. Kyle has an excellent eye at the plate, always taking walks, always taking team at bats.
Classic Kyle Lohman at bat. Go down 0-2 and work the count back to 2-2 or full count.
And he's worked a walk. Wow.
Lead leaguer in walks for a reason.
Yeah, and that's his, he provides a lot of value to any ball club in this league as long as he keeps doing that.
He was big. That was one of my first keys he told me is he goes, when you get a strike, it's very easy in this league to get back to 2-2 because guys don't want to throw cookies. They're going to do their nasty stuff, and he lives by that.
Agreed. And that's up the middle. Just missed it. Going to take it the easy way, Mr. Caps will. And the Night Owls able to answer. Goodness, they have mirrored each other so far for the first 2 innings of this game. And
this is why,
we're back to 0-0 basically.
And it looks like Night Owls are making a switch. This is going to be interesting, man. We're always seeing Stein. We've seen Dalby, Stein, Wilson, Briner. It's going to be good, man.
Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. As I'm gonna turn attention to the Twitch chat here. As you see, got the I voted sticker on.
Yeah.
Most of you think that, I do encourage participating in your local primaries and city elections, but I want to encourage our Twitch chat to vote for our end of season awards. If we can get exclamation point awards in the chat. Again, if you can use the command exclamation point awards in the Twitch chat, you'll see a link come up where we can vote for Most Valuable Player, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, Manager of the Year, and all of our gold gloves. Want to open that up to our fans here to have that opportunity to see what you think. And there it is. Boom. There it is right there. Just popped up. Click that link. You get some, looks like a little Google Forms comes up, and you can participate in the outcome of these awards. I think that's a really cool thing to offer our community here.
Absolutely. We're the only league I know of in the country that lets you vote for the MVP and the Cy Young. Like, how cool is that? And your votes totaled will add up to a vote along with the managers in PLW.
Right, it's a community effort. It's a collaborative effort, right? And yeah, we want to definitely open that up. So I voted for my player awards here in PLW. Why not you?
I'm gonna get after mine probably tomorrow when I'm umpiring. I've been playing or umpiring or in the broadcast booth, so I haven't had a chance to pop in there and vote yet, but I will be voting tomorrow.
As James Stein takes the mound, and hang on. We got Storm Glider. I think that's the second time he's asked us how we are tonight.
Let's get that out of the way.
Storm Glider, we got to give Storm Glider, he'll keep asking us until we acknowledge him.
Storm Glider, we are great tonight.
We're feeling really good.
We got Night Owls, Snappers, 5-5 in the third, wind blowing out, playoffs on the line. We're feeling outstanding.
Good to see you in there, man. We got a lot of, that's, I think, the best part about giving the Twitch chat a chance to vote for awards is that we've got a lot of just consistent viewership, right? I mean, so many guys show up night in, night out. And I think that's just a good way to reward them about, they're a part of this community.
Yeah, it's great. There's a few of them that have found me on social media, and I chit-chat with them now, too. It's neat, man. And they like, I had somebody today tell me, dude, I didn't even think you'd respond back to me. Like, I'm like, yeah, we love, you guys make it special. The chat and all you guys that show up, we see your names. We know, we appreciate all of you guys.
Spinning ball, Stein gets that before it goes foul. Yeah, Trevor Bauer over there, our first base umpire, makes the call. As James Stein has 2 quick outs here in the third, and man, if the Night Owls can put up a 0 here, they'll be that first team to put up that 0. A big opportunity for the Night Owls coming up in the bottom half if they can get through this.
Yeah, it might even be, the strategy might be just kind of letting only pitchers go through the order one time. Don't let anybody get comfortable. Just try to change it up. All hands on deck every game, and we'll figure it out to the end,
Yeah, I like the proactive managing by Logan here, going to James Stein and kind of, you throw your guy, we throw our guy.
It's kind of going to be like 3 Game 7s until the Snappers win.
Oh, Murphy, almost a repeat of his first at bat there, but they played the gap that time.
That guy hits the ball hard, man.
Yeah, he does.
Jeez.
I've seen some of his softball clips, too. The guy doesn't mess around.
Yeah, you could just tell by his swing he can hit a softball. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you don't mess around.
That time, I think they had the 3 outfielders going for Murphy, and it worked.
Yeah.
That same hit was a double in the first inning. And that time we have a guy there and holds him to first base. That's big.
Yep, absolutely.
Here's Jada. Ooh, Stein just missing 54.
Yeah, Stein got to face him this year, man. All of his pitches just look the same, but they move and change speeds. He's really tough. I like to kind of pick a pitch and know that it's going to come at some point. I didn't know what was coming. Yeah,
Stein has a pretty good arsenal. That's high. Center field, J-Dub. He's going to answer back with that tough appearance on the mound, and the Snappers are going to respond.
J-Dub with the dinger to center. He went oppo as one at bat. Dead center. J-Dub locked in tonight.
Yeah, that kind of oppo single could have helped kind of close him off a little bit and get his timing down.
Keep that front shoulder closed. Absolutely. Get your hands in the right position. Let the bat head travel through the zone as long as possible. And J-Dub with some shimmy moves. All right.
Yeah, and that's going to make that outing on the mound feel a little bit better as he's going to go ahead and put his team in the league 7-5. We're kind of getting into the conversation of 1st to 15 territory here.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. And Night Owls, I like staying with the no doubles defense, but that don't do nothing when they hit it over the fence.
That's true. That's true.
5 guys out there.
Yeah, I do like that as well. As the Snappers, vaunted a fly ball hitting team for sure. But in these conditions, those balls are getting out tonight.
Yep.
Here's Weber. He's been almost an impossible out so far. 2 for 2, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs to start for Weber tonight.
Jeez, between him and Wilson, man, they're just doing it all for him.
And that's a little change-up looking pitch there from Stein. Screwballish, but not breaking flat on a plane.
Definitely went in like a 2-seamer. Yeah, but it was definitely a slower speed. It's just weird. It's like you have to have conversations about his pitch every time. It's not just like, oh yeah, that was a screwball, or oh yeah, that was a fastball.
And Stein 2 quick outs, and this is another one for Weber. 3 home runs to start this series. Shane Weber just eating up sliders so far.
Shane Weber's getting into Mark Hitton-Witten territory
This
here
is
with
crazy.
3 home runs in the game. One more. He's up there with Mark Witten.
Mark
Mike Cameron.
Hitton-Witten. What a great name drop.
I can remember watching that 4 home run game on ESPN the day it happened.
Beautiful.
Wow. Weber
Oh
is
my
on.
gosh. And Stein, it's so brutal on Stein. 2 quick outs. Looked like he was cruising, and then the Snappers just shut that down right away.
Bang, bang.
Bam, 3 runs up again. Incredible stuff.
It's hard to keep up, man. This is 13 runs in the top of the third. This is wild.
8-5.
I mean, and Snappers being the away team is going to be an advantage. You get to 15 before the home team, they don't even get to answer.
Yeah, Snappers halfway home already. This is getting up there in score. Absolutely. Top 3. Almost just getting started out here. Swinging a miss by DHJ.
With the importance of this game, do you think we're going to see maybe like intentional walks and stuff like that tonight? I mean, Weber's hit 3 homers. What else are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Let's see where it shakes out. I mean, the Night Owls have some work to do on the offensive end again. They got to keep answering back. That can get tough. That can wear a team down.
Yeah.
You know, the Snapper. I mean, the Night Owls probably, they've answered twice, and we got to do it again. I mean, it starts to wear on you.
Yeah, and it's just begun for them. They need all 3.
Strike 3 looking there as Stein kicks the ball away out of frustration. But, that's why away teams have a better record historically than home teams here in wiffle ball. It's not like baseball where the home team has the hammer. Here, if you can apply pressure consistently as that top of the order team, it wears teams down. And we've seen that over 4 seasons where the away team has the better record historically.
It does hurt because you'll get these nights where we played the Sand Vipers one time and the wind was blowing out, and then they scored like 7 or 8 runs in the first inning. But you're like, all right, we're all right. We get the win too.
Yeah.
And if you come up and don't do it, you're like, oh no, what just happened?
Yeah.
It's brutal.
It does, and they go put about 2 or 3 more the next inning,
Yeah,
and before you know it, it's...
So much of it is the weather does come in and can change the game, but if you don't capitalize on it, it is like a double. It's like you made 9 outs, It's,
right.
It's killer.
Yeah, in the spring season, man, first one, it's going to be GK, our man. Dang. What a betrayal from our colleague.
I'd have took my nipple off. That thing was ripping up here. Golly. Another one.
Oh, man, I'm getting bombarded up here.
I'm going to throw it at him.
Oh, nice. Yeah, got to throw it back at him. That's the way I like it. Yeah.
Jeez.
Got to throw it back at him. And I gave him another rep. He appreciates it.
Yeah. You need to be on alert when I'm up here. I got hit 3 times up here in the booth with Trench on Friday night. It just seems to find me up here.
Ooh, Stein's half-tucked jersey. Not getting a lot of love here in our chat.
It's
a highly talked about style trend out here at the Hideaway. And
make a decision.
Come on.
Tuck it in or untuck it.
Got to commit to something, huh?
Yeah.
Nobody likes an in-the-middle guy.
No.
Can't be... talking politically with
that one.
Stein. Is he just one of those guys that's always in the middle, and can't make a call?
Guy wearing his uniform like that wouldn't fly on a Dodo's or Runnels team.
I don't think so.
No, not happening.
I don't think so.
It's been talked we have the meanest looks in this league.
I know. I don't do it on purpose.
I don't either. It's just how I was born.
Yeah, you do have a scowl like me.
If I'm not smiling, I look like I'm ready to kill somebody.
Just get angry at that ball.
Yeah.
I hate that. Sound like a dog,
I was telling somebody, when I was pitching against you one time, it scared the lights out of me because you were like, looked mean, mad, and then you were like talking to yourself under your breath. I'm like, oh my God, what is he doing? Yes. Is he going to snap? And then you like kind of chuckled like a little crazy laugh.
Oh no, they do respond, Code. It's way out of here. Oh my gosh,
go to the pool, Joe Dodos?
Yeah, that thing is at least in the bar. That thing was bombed out to right center.
That's 2 for Dalby, right?
Oh, goodness gracious. Dalby, his second of the afternoon. Oh, it's almost oxygen tank time for me. It's getting to that. If this keeps up, your broadcaster's going to need some help tonight.
I'm sweating already. This is getting intense.
I got a base layer of sweat myself. This is going to be intense. 8-6.
This is wild.
Interrupted a good scowl conversation there, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Sandbagger, we're not sandbagging on that home run there. We're going all in. It's a big game. Screwball, good pitch.
That is nasty, man.
Yeah, Reiner has a good screwball. If you can pick up the release, it stays on one plane. That's the one thing I'll say about it. You can identify the plane. Wow, 54 on the bar.
See, that, to me, I thought that was it coming again, but it just was like his straight pitch.
Yeah,
so
it stayed straight.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
good point. Yeah, you get a different perspective up here on some of the pitching. And that's a top ball. GK, he's basically automatic. Picks it up. flips into the zone.
Because of me being traded, Dodos, the only team and I'm a rookie this year, I never got to face the Snappers. I missed them with the Lightning, and I missed them with the Cajuns.
That's interesting.
So I'm always like checking it out because I've never got to face them.
Ah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, screwball into the pan there. And that's a pitch that you can, if you can recognize it, you can drive that thing to right field.
Logan all smiles after his start to the game. He's got to be feeling great.
And he swings and misses there, 60 miles an hour, sped him up a bit.
Briner was trying to hit all parts of the zone, man. I like his game. He, made the mistake to Dalby, but that's gonna. Randy Dalby's a big time player. He's gonna even hit good pitches out.
Oh,
jeez,
I started way out there, Cody. Nasty screwball.
That did not look like a strike until I heard the noise. I thought it was a foot off the plate.
Nah, I agree. That's inside to develop. And if I'm Briner, I'm sticking with that screwball until they hit it, man.
Yeah.
That thing looks pretty sharp tonight. That's down. Good eye.
So he went with the screwball, then he went hard in, and then something down.
Has to be coming back to it.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Davila, I'm sitting that pitch. I'm looking for a release. And no, it's a slider. Completely off balance, and that's great work.
He would have had us fooled.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of hitting in the PLW right there.
Yeah.
You kind of got to pick a pitch sometimes, and didn't get it. And swing and a miss. And right now with Briner, maybe not matter what pitch he's throwing. He looks pretty nasty.
He's working it all. You got to keep him off balance. It looks like he's not going to throw anything twice in a row, and just something different every time. Keep them on their heels.
And it's the first team in this contest to win an inning. Each team mirroring each other, and the Snappers have won the third inning 3-1 there, and it gives them a 2-run advantage.
And the Night Owls are going to go to Loman now, so we're already on to our third pitcher.
Wow, just trying to find someone to be effective out there.
Yeah, it looks like just they're going to try to find a hot hand and see who can go a few innings, and they need a zero right here and get back in there in the fourth and get it going. If they give up 3 or 4 right here, it's going to be.
Yep.
It might be too big to come back from with only 2 innings left after that,
Loman, the lefty, he's going to feature a pretty big slurve. He does a pitch that goes away from righties. And see if you can control the speed of that pitch. Sometimes it comes a little hot.
Yeah.
But, he's got a dynamic slider that he's going to try to start way outside the strike zone and hit the outside bar.
I love when he throws his big swooping slider, hits the outside part of the plate, and you see the guys freeze and like, how did that come back? And then when he buries it on the back foot of a righty, a little sharper, harder, buries it down in on their hands, and guys just swing over the top of it. When he's doing that, Loman's pretty nasty on the mound. Yeah,
he's been a pretty big revelation for the Lightning early in the season. They needed an arm like him, and he really stepped up, and he's established himself as a pretty quality go-to reliever or a spot starter when you need him.
Absolutely, yeah. He takes pride in it. He's always working on his game. He's always out here at 4 working on stuff.
And it's going to be a hard slider to Brandon Gregg, and that's what he's got to do. That slider, it's the righty can see it well. It's in their vision a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be outside bar or in on the hands.
Yeah, I like him when he's going hard in, soft away, hard in, soft away.
Yeah,
and just play with it and change up the speeds and. Really, and when he goes up in the zone, because when he goes up, it's got to be way up, because his stuff up, if it stays in the zone, it's going to get hit out of here. But when he goes way up out of the zone, way down, and then work the in and outs, he just needs to constantly be moving the ball around.
Big slider there, and you get Briner leaning into it, and then it comes back into you, and then it jams you up a little bit. That's a good location from Kyle there. If he leaves that out over the plate, you see the righties leaning into that thing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're trying to go out and get it. So
he needs to hit the back foot of Briner right now.
He needs to start enticing and get inside on these righties' hands.
I like that hard in, because you see him diving and just keep trying to bust him in, and then if you get him not diving in, that's when that slow serve on the outside's coming.
And then that one, lets Briner dive out and reach it, and he's a good enough hitter to hook that thing into center field.
Yeah.
Ball's in the yard, nobody hurt, but that's,
singles are fine.
Yeah, that slider, that's exactly what we're talking about there. And that pitch needs to be almost exclusively in on righties, in my opinion.
Yeah, if they're like you said, from our angle, and I don't know if on the stream you can see it. Briner was literally leaning 45-degree angle over the plate, looking for that.
And he's fishing for it. Here's another dangerous hitter in Ryan Murphy. That's a slider that's up in the zone. It gets pounded for a double. That's an RBI. Snappers get that run back. They restore their 3-run advantage.
Kyle has to live down in the zone with that pitch. That thing up is just going to get hammered by these guys.
The top of the Snappers order just looks like they're all business right now. These first 4 hitters Really the kind of the guys that have been carrying the load all season.
Yep.
Really stepping up so far in game one, and they want to put this thing to bed.
Ryan Murphy has been a godsend for the Snappers. He has just been there's been a couple series where he's just said, "Get on my back, boys. I'll take us home." You know, I know that's been Briner a lot for the Snappers from the history and stuff I've seen, but I've even heard Briner just speak glowingly about what Murphy's done for them this season, saving them in some games.
Absolutely, and then now J-Dub swings and misses it there. This is that slider kind of away, gets him to swing and a miss. This is going to be a better matchup for Kyle here.
Yeah, we loved, when me and Loman were on the Lightning, we loved him against lefties because that slurve, it starts behind you. You faced it.
Yeah, it's hard to stay inside it, too. It's really easy to get out in front of it and lose the speed. You know, there's a lot of things you got to do to tighten that thing up. It's a good pitch.
To me, I think this pitcher I'm going to say he compared to, he's comparable, but Mockabee has more of an arsenal, more of different things, but that's why I had to go lefty on Mock because I was like, it's starting behind me. I don't know. What's the approach there? I don't even know, you know?
Almost. Oh, and Kyle thinks that this pitch might be a strike. He's got a little bit of controversy here. I mean, it is the pitcher's kind of discretion on that. If he thinks it's going to be a strike, remember, Kyle's pitch is breaking a good 2 feet here.
Yeah, but it hit Wilson in the back.
Right. He's just thinking that Wilson maybe didn't give the effort to get out of the way of that pitch. And Kyle, you know, he's one of those guys that's out here enough to where I give him a little bit of credibility when he complains about things like that. But
and Wilson's got that respect for the game too. He's not trying to pull nothing.
That's true.
I thought that ball hit him in the back though.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see the replay, but interesting there. And then
Nice
gets the swing and a miss. Nice job. 2 away now. Night Owls need to keep this 9-6. Have a chance to win an inning in the 4th. That's what it's all about from here on out, is just winning innings now.
Yep.
Cut into that deficit.
Keep the ball in the yard as best you can, and there's a guy here who hit 3 of them at the plate right now.
I was listening to Ryan Rouge talk to you guys a lot. He's really telling you guys, stay competitive. Stay competitive. Don't give in. Use walks. And some of the Night Owls haven't done so far tonight, you know, and really haven't used any walks. Especially this is a spot where maybe you think about it with the base open.
Yeah, base open. He's got 3 homers.
The bottom of the Snappers order hasn't done much so far.
Right. Harley's on deck, and Harley can hit it out at any time too. But yeah, I mean, Weber's hit 3 homers. Why? We know what.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
He hits a 4th one, you're going to feel silly.
Exactly. So it's very, very interesting. You still have Stein and Dalby to go back to, but that's a foul tip there. I did hear that.
Yeah, I did too.
Buck Burner all over it to our right. Buck Burner, it's like some pitchers have their catchers. When I broadcast, Burner's my right-hand man. He's my umpire right next to me.
Yeah.
Always taking care of business over there to my right.
Burner don't mess around.
I love it. 1-2. That's a scuffed ball right into Murciel's hands. And I'd say that's a pretty solid inning there for the Night Owls. Only giving up 1.
Yep, that's a win.
Got a big chance to win an inning here in the bottom half. Have to do it.
Yeah, you're still you get a couple base runners on, and you're one blast away from tying this up. That's not crazy in this, you know, within these conditions, this wind. Briner throws a lot of strikes. He makes a mistake up in the zone. Night Owls need to hammer him.
Absolutely. Briner will be the guy taking the mound. What is up, everybody? Wiffle Nation, how y'all doing? Beautiful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. As usual, Jim Dodos in the booth with you on a Wednesday. Been rotating partners, you know. It's been kind of fun. You know, been having ever since Kyle Lohman, who was my partner for most of the season, got traded to the Night Owls. They play on Wednesday, so I've been kind of rotating guys. I had Buck Burner in here with me last week and having a great time. Having a great time with you here here tonight.
I'm having a great time. Yeah, it's been cool. I've gotten to work with Lohman. He got me in when we were Lightning, and I was like, man, I'd be really interested. And he's like, I'll get you in there. And we did it, and then I got to do it with Trench a couple times, and now it's been a blast. I really enjoyed that part of the game.
Yeah, you're a natural color guy. I mean, you got all the good sports names drops. You can talk sports with you forever. You know, you're like a damn almanac over there. So
I think one time you talked for like 23 minutes just listing random baseball players.
Yeah, man. We got the chat going on 90s, 90s ball players. I saw.
90s Reds, remember?
Yeah, 90s Reds. I can go for a while.
Yeah,
it's always fun game to play. There's Kyle Lohman to lead off at the bottom of the 4th. And it's a fly ball, not going to have the distance here. And it's a collision. And it's down. Oh, no, a communication error. DHJ running all the way from the container. What is he thinking?
I know Murphy's a quiet guy. I didn't hear anybody call it. Murphy stopped and they went. That was weird.
Yeah, I saw a little hesitation from Murphy, too. I think he heard the footsteps coming, but those guys need to go talk that out. That's a big mistake.
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone's okay.
I thought when it first happened, I put my hands on my head. I thought Harley got hit in the face, man. That was.
Yeah, I always get a little scary ever since what's that one that happened? It was Johnny Damon and second baseman collided really bad on the A's.
I forget the second baseman.
Jackson, Mark, I can't remember the name. But yeah, that was a bad one.
The second baseman that ended up going to the Dodgers?
Mark
Ellis?
No, I don't think it was Ellis.
Mark Ellis.
I don't think it was Ellis.
AK will know. He's an A's fan. He's in the chat. Let us know.
But I'm just glad everyone is okay after that. One out here. High fly, center field. Not even close to right field. Just too excited there, but Randy Dalby's third home run of the afternoon.
Oh, man, that was hammered, too. Got over those first row of palm trees easy and then just hit the second tier of palm trees back there. That is a bomb, man.
Dalby is absolutely on point here. Winning the inning check, so that's big for the Night Owls there. They win the inning, and now it's a one-run game, 9-8. We're right back after.
Dalby's pumped. I heard him raise his voice a little bit and say, "Let's go." That's the most fire I've ever seen out of him.
Yeah,
He's
Dalby,
fired up.
A very composed individual, isn't he? Isn't he?
He's a great guy. He talked pick his brain on pitching and the way to hold a pitch and stuff.
Yeah,
It's really cool hearing him to talk about it and what he does. He's a good guy.
Yeah, nailed it. Reborn, the errors just come back to bite you in this league. It just seems like it's 9 out of 10. High fly, carrying ball, center field. Murphy back, taps it, and it's in play. What a play by Ryan Murphy to keep that to a single.
Jim, Murphy was jogging and looked at Harley. Are they not talking? Like he wasn't sure on that play either. Maybe.
Well, they didn't talk much after the collision.
No,
they kind of just went to their own positions.
Looked at each other, and Murphy's paused and looked at Harley like, "Are you coming?" They need to get that communication figured out.
These outfielders in this league have gotten really good at knocking those home runs back.
Yeah.
Man. We saw an amazing one from Will Morris last night. That was incredible.
I was on the mound, and I loved it.
And that's a swing and a miss. Briner going to get the second out there. Big play. James Stein inches away from tying this ball game up, but Murphy brings it back. It's going to fall to Nick DeVella here.
Yeah, if you're the Snappers, man, with what Stein and Dalby are doing, you might have to maybe try to avoid them and force Logan to just have a career night.
Up the middle, the easy way for Briner for the third out. The Owls do, in fact, win the fourth inning 2-1. Snappers winning that third inning 3-1. That's your difference in the game, 9-8.
This ain't over. This ain't over.
We're in for a roller coaster.
I don't know who's got momentum or anything, man. It's just both teams are locked in, putting up good at bats. I'm ready to see who kind of maybe is like, I'm gonna walk. I'm not pitching to him. I want to see where does the real baseball management come? Who's gonna make the moves and do the strategical thing that maybe won't be popular for the fans or the chat, but I want to see some moves, man. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I think, I hate to be, I'm supposed to be neutral in the booth, but there's got to be a small part of the neutral fan base that wants to see the Night Owls kind of edge this first game out, right?
Yeah, at least give us two of these.
Yeah, the neutrals, from a neutral perspective, I think the scenario is the Night Owls to win the first two games, and it sets us up for that. I just dream of calling that game 3 tonight, where it's just going to be a historic playoff playing game, basically, and if it doesn't get to that, then no worries. But
it would be so tense and quiet and just everybody locked in. That would be a blast.
Regardless of the results tonight, we're in next week for our playoff week. It's going to be electric. It's going to be. We've been talking about it all year. The war that's leading up to it, and I think the playoff week is just a shot in the arm. A lot of the volunteers need. I think it's going to be electric next week. I think we're going to get a great turnout. I'm going to be, whether I'm if I'm broadcasting, umpiring, volunteering, I'm going to be here for every game because I just want to be here, be a part of it, get the real feel of it, hear the guys talking to each other and the intensity. It's going to be good, man. Yeah, I agree. Kyle Lohman taking them out again here. Top of the fifth, gets strike 2 to DHJ. Slider, that's into the pan, 50-3. That's the third strikeout of the evening for DHJ. He's not having one of his nights tonight. No, and he was on fire for about a month ago. For about 4 weeks, he was just crushing the ball and doing everything. And I know he takes pride in his D. I just hope something's off with them communicating out there, and I hope he's not taking it with him to the plate. Right, or the vice versa, taking the play with him on defense. That happens as well. Here's Brandon Gregg, 0-2 count. Kyle doing a good job getting ahead. Gasses it up. The thing with Kyle gassing it up is you can see it from a mile away. Yep. His mechanics change, and he really hurries up his delivery, and I think hitters recognize that. Yeah, it'll be something I'm sure he'll see and try to work on in the offseason and try to – guys are always
tinkering and
gosh, man, the league
messing with
this
stuff,
year,
dude.
you can see the league, just how improved players are. They get week over week, just get so much better in what they put into it.
One of the guys that I've said it before, Max Fernandez, our third base umpire, can look like a whole different pitcher from week to week. He works on a different arsenal of pitches
Sure.
and doesn't want anybody getting comfortable with him.
And it's smack through the 5-6 hole, base hit for Brandon Gregg. Turns the lineup over.
The one thing I do like, too, with the snappers, and I talked with Wilson earlier in the year when they were talking about bringing out the superstar players for this little playoff run, they were so on fire with these group of guys. And to break up that flow, to have these guys that are, the Christian Santianas, the Johnny I call, or I say Johnny I call, that's one of my softball, but Johnny Castaneda, and that it got guys out of their role, I feel like, a little bit.
Oh, big double play opportunity here. Murciel has a cannon, hops that one into the backstop there. No double play.
I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
you're winning, you're getting on a hot streak with certain guys, and then these guys, some guys come in, and I know they're great ball players, but somebody has to sit when those guys come. And if you've been on a winning streak and doing things and having your role with the team, and it just gets taken away.
Snappers have lost 5 of 6 coming in. And they lost 3 one-run ball games last night. Made a lot of mistakes in those games last week.
I like it when it's the group of guys that they've been battling with all year. I think that means something,
Yeah, I agree. There is a little bit of merit to that. And, last week's results, the Snappers, 6-5, 4-3, 2-1, on the wrong end
that can't possibly ever happen again.
What a
6,
crazy
5, 4, 3,
yeah,
2,
that was
1.
the final scores
That's
of games
wild.
1, 2, and 3. Really wild.
In order.
In order, yeah. Games in order. Yeah, 6-5, 4-3, 2-1. Snappers losing all 3 of those one-run games, counting down to 1 as they go.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, just some of the weird quirks you get, and why we love baseball, wiffle ball, sports that we keep things like that, numbers, stuff like that. And it's just, the money ball line, you can't help it to be romantic about baseball. That's one of those things about wiffle ball, too. That's just, those things happen. It's really wild.
And for me, it's been fun, oh, man, 56 2 times in a row. It's been fun, talking numbers, and, I like hearing the career numbers with guys because, the steroid era kind of ruined. You don't talk numbers really in baseball because a lot of it's messed up, And so for me, as I know you're like this too. We could talk baseball all day. It's fun, talking the numbers out here. It's a pure thing.
It is. Yeah, we track everything. Yeah,
it's cool.
I'll touch in between innings a little story about. I was at the Roger Maris Museum.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah,
I was so jealous. That was cool.
Really kind of did throw me back to that before steroid era and what that record really meant. And so. Keeping numbers and things like that is fun, and those records are part of the game.
Yeah, the picture you posted of the comparison of Babe Ruth and Maris, I didn't realize Maris was a big boy.
Yeah, he was.
He had bigger arms and bigger legs than Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Big guy, man.
Big boy.
He's a North Dakota boy.
Yeah.
2 outs. First and second. Here's J-Dub. And that's ripped. That's a fair ball inside the pylon.
Huge.
He's going to score 2.
J-Dub having a night at the plate, man. That's got to be 4 or 5 RBIs already. Clears the bases with that double.
Yeah, he's had some good team at bats tonight. My
boy is locked in. He's hit one to left field, center field, right field. He's spraying the ball all over. If he would stick to that approach, he'd be definitely one of the top hitters in this league consistently.
Yeah, you're right.
I just think
right.
he gets pull happy and his shoulders fly open. He gets out of his mechanics. When he's doing what he's doing right now, he's a problem.
Yeah, what gets you out of it is when you pull one, 500 feet and you keep trying to do that.
Oh, let me do it again.
Yeah, that's kind of when you get pull happy, right? It's the success that sets you up for failure, and if you can stay, disciplined and
absolutely,
and
I'm the worst.
Not get that big, and we're all victims of that.
I hit home runs to center and right field, but then it's I hit one and I'm like, oh, I want to hit it further in the left field. What's wrong with just hitting it out to right center?
No doubt. Ryan drive base hit. That's going to score another one. Shane Weber, 12-4. The Snappers are relentless tonight.
4 for 5 for Weber.
Yeah, Weber has just been on fire. Kyle Lohman was so close to getting out of here. Just those 56-mile-an-hour pitches to Murphy. Couldn't get the calls on him.
I'm surprised they're staying here.
Man, and the Night Owls got to put up some runs. There's only one way to go about it. Ground ball. Shortstop. Beautifully done by Sean Murciel, but it's 12-8. Cody, it's the bottom of the fifth, 6 outs left, and they can't stop the Snappers. This is, you got to start on the pitching and defensive end and put up some zeros. That's not happening, and it's going to be very difficult for the Night Owl offense to provide enough to get this thing done here.
They need to score a couple runs, and it's their season on the line. If it's me, if I'm the Night Owls manager, I'm going to go down with Stein or Dalby on the mound.
Sure.
I love Kyle. He's a great pitcher, but those are your guys.
Right, I'm with you.
And if they're getting hit around the yard, probably a lot of people are, and I'm gonna go down with my guys.
Agree.
I kind of don't. I agree. Kyle got out of that one inning, but as soon as it started hit, like quick, let's go, quick leash. Like,
sure.
I don't care if you run out of innings
not
right now.
managing this really like what you see Game 7s get managed
Game
normally.
7.
I mean, you see very quick hooks in baseball in Game 7 situations in playoff baseball, and this is technically a playoff game here. And yeah, you're seeing some interesting pitching decisions, quick hooks, really quick hooks for the guys that kind of got you here in Dalby and Stein. And not going back to him is interesting.
Yeah, it can't be worrying about innings later. They don't matter.
Yeah, you're right. The innings are absolute nonsense if they lose this game. And now really your mindset really has got to be 15 runs here for the Night Owls. I mean, that's probably your best route here is just have a huge inning.
No, yeah, you're right.
And maybe you can get Taylor out walking here and get into that bullpen a bit. Swing and a miss.
And it's the same with how you kind of you said it with Briner not starting game 1. Like Wilson, like Briner's their guy. Like you got to go down with your guy. I mean, they had a little more to play with because they only got to win 1 of 3, but Briner gets in the second inning and he ain't coming out and he's pitched well. You know, there's certain moments where you just got to go. Like even for us last night, like we're gonna live and die with Roosh. Like you got it. If we're gonna go down, I want to go down with our guy on the mound.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. Yeah, good point. That's fouled off. Kyle staying alive, battling, doing what he does.
Yeah, he always puts together real tough at bats. He's got to be one of the guys that see the most pitches in the league.
No doubt. That's 57. Kyle walking off, but no. Interesting stuff here.
It's a big at bat. Get on. Lohman's a 6-hitter. I'll roll it over to Merciel, Dalby, Stein, and we can get back in this game. Good eye,
he's
Kyle.
running to 3-2. A walk here changes this game. Cody
Yeah.
It's going to make Shane Weber, Brandon Gregg pitch. Got to give one of those guys get the ball in their hands. And that's fouled off. Lohman just being as pesky as can be here.
I imagine they would go to Gregg. He's got more strikeout stuff. I wanted them to start him last week because with the windy conditions, he's got real wipeout strikeout stuff.
He's done it.
Great at bat by Kyle.
Kyle Lohman has personally walked out Taylor Briner. That's huge.
God, that's really big because Briner's pitching good.
And he does it in the 6 hole where he turns over the top of the lineup. I mean, there's just so many benefits to having a player like that in this league.
Yeah, and Merciel can get going, doing what he's been doing the last 2 months of the season, month and a half of the season. I mean, this is the start of a big inning, and Dalby's got 3 home runs. He's in the hole. I mean, you could have Stein coming up with the chance to tie the game if guys can get going.
Absolutely. There's our guy, Kirby Bucket. I was on Kirby Bucket last night, a third base umpire. Oh, man.
How'd you like it?
I was all over the place, Cody.
I heard you enjoying it. You crashed him into my ankles one time when I was not in the mood to have fun with Kirby.
GK may want to have checks for some dents, some chips, possible bucket chips. Yeah, we were doing a little off-road Kirby Bucket last night.
Yeah, I heard you.
I might be in trouble with GK.
I seen you off-roading him through the dugout.
Yeah.
Just laughing like a little kid.
Yeah, there's a little power strip there in the dugout. That's kind of like a little jump there. And, I might have switched it to fast mode and tried it.
Yeah,
a bit. And
I heard.
There was a big collision. I will admit. I will admit.
That was great. You and Buck were having a good time over there with it.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were. We'll take this bullpen appearance here. Brandon Gregg coming in. We're going to appreciate our stream team. Have not done that yet tonight.
Yeah.
Go around the horn here. Buck Burner to my right. Umpire, clock keeper. Umpire number 1, Trevor Bauer up there on the first baseline. We have Max Fernandez in a Snappers jersey over there on the third base line. Gio Battistoni, Sky Cam aficionado up there getting those solid angles down in the booth. Who's down there in graphics tonight? Give me a little graphics cam. Oh, nice. Yeah, Tom Gannon. Is that Trench? Not Trench. Not looking happy about it at all. Wow, Trench down in graphics.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
That might be the end of my night. Look how mad he is.
Man, Trench.
The chat's going to want Trench to take my spot.
Man, well, that is a volunteer. Trench though he is a absolute miserable PLW gamer, man. Just he's filling in a spot that we really needed tonight, and that's a great team player.
Yeah.
And it could be me and Trench in the booth tonight, no doubt. And that's he gives us both a chance to do our thing up here.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm excited about it.
So we got to appreciate that.
I feel a little guilty. My man looked miserable down there.
And that's going to be outside Sean Mercial.
I know it's like 68 degrees in that thing, though.
Yeah, he's got the AC. Yeah. Can't be too upset.
Yeah.
Got a very nice air conditioning unit down there. 1 and 2. 2 and 2. These at-bats crucial here. Get a walk on Brandon Gregg, and then the cookies could start rolling in here.
Yep. Definitely got to shrink your zone up with Brandon because he does have nasty stuff, but he tends to walk out a lot.
And that's high. Right field. No! Ryan Murphy, how many of these plays have we seen in the last week? Just not enough. Murciel cannot get enough behind that.
Jim, that ball was hammered, but it knuckleballed all the way out there and killed the trajectory of the ball, kept it in the yard. It was rising and it knuckled down to Murphy.
I thought that was gone off the bat. I thought you're 100% right.
It looked like a Santa Juan knuckleball flying out there.
He just hit it so much on the screws there.
Squared it up.
And it's going to be up to Dalby here. That would have been huge, cutting the deficit in half there.
That's frustrating when he hit that as good as you could hit that and just knuckled on him.
Yeah, and I see some Night Owls shaking their heads over there on the sidelines. Yeah,
nice play by Murphy, though, huh?
That was a great play. And that's down. Brandon Gregg, he's a lefty, but he's not. He's almost like a righty up there. You got to treat him. He's one of those lefties you treat as a righty.
Yeah.
His ball almost exclusively breaking into lefties away from righties.
Yeah. Screwball, 12-6.
Oh, and that's a pitch that Dalby's going to want back.
Has anyone ever hit 4 dingers in a game? I think Gannon has, right?
Yes, it has happened.
Wow.
As I saw, that was you brought up Mark Hitton Witten.
Mark Hitton Witten.
And then I saw Couts drop another one. And then it made me think of Sean Green also, that milestone.
Oh, yeah,
the Dodgers
6 for 6.
against the Brewers, 6 for
that
6.
Was crazy.
Yeah, 6 for 6.
That
Sean
was a
Green
great one.
against the Brewers.
Yep.
In Miller Park.
Yeah, that home run launch pad.
Yeah, Miller Park doesn't get the. Nobody talks about Miller Park being an absolute launch pad for homers.
Yeah, my buddy, I'm buddies with
I'm
buddies with Jackie Bradley Jr. on the Red Sox, and he played for the Brewers a couple years, and he's like, dude, it's so fun to hit there. It just flies out of there.
3-2, Rit 5-6 hole. That finds some grass. That's going to be a single. Left side, Kyle Lohman will stay at second base.
That was ripped by Dalby. He's had a great night, man. They're staying in it, man. And you got Stein, who had a home run brought back from him by Murphy, right? Murphy hit it back. So he's dialed in, too. He can make this one-run game in a hurry.
Ryan Murphy's had a great game here for the Snappers, getting it done on defense. I mean, he's brought back 2 home runs, and he's been a stud on the offensive end as well.
I'm trying to think who usually plays in the outfield. Why? Because he hasn't played a lot of outfield this year, but he's looked good out there. Other than the one miscommunication. I mean, normally you see Taylor Briner out there, honestly. Oh, yeah, Briner.
Yeah, Briner's going to play second base with Manny Santiano's missing. And Murphy's going to get out into the outfield. He's really stepped up on defense. Here's Stein. He has power to make this a one-run game, no doubt.
Good eye.
OG, appreciate that. Yes, sir. Gen X.
Yeah, thank you.
Love it. Thank you. Trying hard out here. 2-1. 1 out. 2 on.
Oh, it's quiet.
Bottom 5. Wind up. And it's going to be a swing and a miss. That ball dropping right below his bat there, almost acted as a back footer there.
That was a nasty one. I think you said treat him like a righty. That went in on him more. I haven't seen that pitch much. That was like a kind of like the back foot slider a little bit, huh? That looked nasty.
Yeah, it's a pitch that's starting in and kind of just dropped off the table. That's up the middle. Does that get to the wall? Murphy does make another great play.
Murphy's
just having a day out there in the outfield. Saves a run.
That's huge, man, and it keeps the cheap double play intact. That's a big play out here in PLW when you can stop it from. That would have cleared the bases, and Stein would have been on second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Double play, everything's still intact.
Left side, Dalby at second base. Ryan Murphy, goodness. 12-9 though. Here's Logan. He's had some good at-bats tonight. Topped it.
Oh, that was a hanger, Dodos.
And it was a hanger, but you got to be careful in this scenario, pulling the ball to third base as the third to second double play looms. It's a big risk reward trying to pull balls to left field right here. You roll over it, and the Snappers are out of this thing.
Absolutely, especially with the way Greg pitches. He's a lefty, you're a righty hitting. The approach has got to be hit the ivy in right field.
Everything he throws is going down, so he can't be rolling balls over to third base here. Swing and a miss. And you'll take that pitcher's a ball, but over the double play, you'll take the strikeout and we'll live to fight another day.
Yes.
But so many times this season we've seen those third to second double plays in those spots.
Yeah, it's you want to drive the ball, and a lot of guys think pulling the ball is the way to drive it, but if you can pound the scoreboard to 102 and the Garden of Serenity, that's the honey hole out here.
Absolutely. Yeah, ball carries out that way too.
Yeah.
That's going to be 56 into the pan for ball 1. Greg cannot believe it. Thought he threw his best pitch there. Let's see if Davila can stay inside something here.
With as wild and as nasty as Brandon Gregg is at the same time, I'm taking until I get a strike and make him pitch and like
make him go the distance here.
Get Lohman up with a chance to give him a lead.
Sure, and you make Brandon Gregg go, and you might walk him out if Lohman gets up too. I mean, absolutely. That's up the middle. Left-handed snag by Brandon Gregg. Goes the easy way for the force out to Jesse Capps. Minimizing the damage. Ryan Murphy, a big play out there in center field, saving a run.
Yep.
And keeping this a 12-9 ball game. Night Owls got to find a 0 on the mound here. They haven't had one all day.
They got to be going Stein or Dalby, right? I mean, got to be. They look like they're talking about it.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. And Dalby has wiffle balls in hand. And I'm with you. You got to have the mindset of dying with your guys, right? I mean, you're flying these guys in. They're driving them in. They're paying for flights.
Yeah.
For I mean, these are the guys that you bring in. And if you lose while they're on the mound, then so be it. That's how it works out. But I can't stomach having these guys on the sidelines and going down.
No, they're big time pitchers. They've pitched in big tournaments, the big games.
Yep.
They're not scared of the moment. Not saying anybody is, but I'm just saying I want to go down with them.
Yeah.
If they can't get outs, then I'll just tip my cap.
Yeah, so be it. And we play hard the rest of the series and try to get a couple wins out of this thing, and we get into the 6th spot. But yeah, if my playoff hopes are crashing, it's with these guys, and it's in this case it's going to be Randy Dalby.
Yeah,
as he's going to take the mound, and the Night Owls just cannot seem to find that 0. They've been close. Stein 2 quick outs. Lohman had 2. That was 1 out away, just so close. Walked and then started getting hit around.
Yeah,
they've had 2 outs. They've had chances to get out of innings, and it just hasn't happened.
And they got the runners on base that last inning. They were just one big special moment away from tying it up. They're right there.
It's been a real close game. Swing and a miss, nasty. I haven't seen that pitch from Dalby tonight. That's a nasty screwball.
Oh, that hurt my stomach. I've never seen that from him. That was disgusting.
Sidekick. Love it. Announcer's dream right there. Get my updates. That misses 54. That thing looks like 64.
Celtics up 12 at the half. Ooh,
love it. That's away. Good eye by Brandon Gregg. Gets the count back.
Brandon Gregg with the deep breath. 2-2. Dalby's tough in these moments right here.
Tries to go back to that screwball. I think he had the grip, but it didn't quite go for them.
It looked like he rolled it over almost like a curveball. He was like, what am I doing?
3-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, Buck Burner. As usual, on top of it over there to my right.
We've got to pause a second with Buck. He's on it.
Buck makes the calls. Not afraid to make a call over there.
No, he's not.
That's my guy over there to my right. And that's third base. Zoe. He's almost automatic there. Comes up. It's close. He's got him. 4-8-1 on our monitor there. And the umpires agree.
Nice.
Zoe, he lost that thing in between his legs for a second there. A little panic setting in.
Yeah. Look at him testing off the head. Okay, we're all right.
Zoe's been solid over there at third all year.
He's a really good, solid third baseman. Takes some pride in his position. Gets down and dirty. He's not afraid to leave his feet. And a hell of a guy. Great guy.
Yeah, Zoe providing doing a lot of the distribution work for jerseys and hats.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been a real big asset out here.
And I love him. He's a fellow Dodger fan, like me and you.
Need that. I'm a Dodger fan.
Yeah, like me and you. We're Dodger guys.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. If I really told you, you would hate it.
Told you what?
Like what my team stances are. I'm like one of those guys that I like the Giants and the Dodgers.
What?
Yeah. It's kind of weird, huh? We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I think I threw such a bad aura over the field that had to happen.
I'm having a heart attack right now. What is going on?
Taylor Briner extends the lead to 13-9. Absolutely smashes that off the Titanic Field scoreboard.
Briner. I told one of the fans that was messaging me earlier. I said, "Briner is mad. He's going to have a night." And he gave him 4 good innings until he walked out. Big home run there. Briner's a stud.
Yeah, he is. And then Dalby's going to give the run up. They just can't find that 0, and no matter who's pitching, So it's really a team kind of thing, And you've tried every option, and the Snappers are just come to play, and they're just the better team so far.
Hold them under 15 and give yourselves a chance.
Yeah, that's where you're at now. Exactly, 1 out. 1 out here. As I saw Patrikas coming in with his patented 51 bits. Appreciate that. Appreciate a lot of the subs and bits being thrown out tonight. We've had a really good response from our chat. Beaver Inspector for the Stanley Cup. Avalanche would be the chalk, I would say.
I'm not a I'm a LA Kings guy, and I root for the Knights since living out here. But
Sure.
I saw the Avalanche live against the Kings.
Pretty good.
And I don't know like plays or I just knew how fast they were. I was like, whoa, they look different than the other teams,
Yeah, they got some defensemen that really put up a ton of points. They score goals, really kind of really good there. But, I'm going to go with the New York team and the Rangers as
Rangers,
kind of the
Avalanche?
price option. Yeah, I kind of like the way they're playing. They've had a couple tough games, but I think they'll bounce back. Swing and a miss from J-Dub out in front of that one. That finger change there from Dalby gets him out front.
Flew open. That shoulder's flying open again because he gets a few hits. I need my boy to think middle, look away, and then just turn on something if it's inside.
Dream catcher, I can get with that. I like that. I haven't heard that. That's an idea I haven't heard yet. You have a little pot where a scoreboard shot wins you, or something.
Oh yeah,
Kind of like
cool.
landing on the middle space in Monopoly kind of deal.
Like a hole-in-one pot or something.
Yeah. Maybe something. Every series we throw it in and scoreboard clears it. Be kind of fun. 54 away. That just missed. J-Dub spitting all over that thing.
Dalby can't believe he took it.
Yeah, he can't believe it. That thing just missing.
Give me another ball, Dalby says. That's ridiculous.
Raver, the Waltons picking up Broncos. Walmart flexing.
Cares. Another team I could care less about.
Free parking. Thanks, Stormglider. Appreciate that.
That's a made-up rule in Monopoly.
It is, but it's one that a lot of passionate Monopoly players still keep. You know, even the most diligent Monopoly rules guys like the free parking rule.
Yeah, that's cool. Keeps it interesting. But if the guy's just in the lead and he lands on a big pot, it's ball game. Big walk by J-Dub.
And here's Weber, and you're in a spot with 2 outs where J-Dub walks. I wouldn't be too afraid to walk again here. And if you walk out, if you're Dalby, you've got Stein to come in to face DHJ here.
Absolutely.
I just don't see a rational way you can let Shane Weber beat you in this spot. He's beat you enough tonight.
Yeah, it's ball game if he goes yard. You have to throw your nastiest pitch every time.
No doubt.
I
think he's aware of that.
Yeah.
I think the way he's pitching so far kind of confirms that, because you got a really good pitcher behind you, and you got a hitter that hasn't played so well tonight.
Yeah.
That was filthy. No. Wow.
My goodness.
Dalby comes up with his biggest pitch, and somehow that hits 55. It looked 65. My goodness.
Did you see that late break at the end to catch the corner? Oh, my word.
And I guess that's the way you get Shane Weber out tonight. That's what you have to produce. It's the kind of magic you have to, come up with.
I don't care if there's a hurricane out here. You make pitches like that, you're not giving up anything. That was the nastiest pitch we've seen tonight.
Yeah,
wow.
Digging into the bag of tricks there and going to give his team a fighting chance here. Bottom of the 6th, your season's on the line. I've seen stuff like this happen before out here, and the Night Owls have one of the great comebacks out here, and I think they can possibly get it done if starts a couple guys on base, move the lineup over. Not that far out of it in these conditions.
Yeah, you need 4 to tie, 5 to win it.
Speaking it into existence here.
Yes. 4 to tie, 5 to win. If Stein and Dalby and Stein get on, you could get it to Merciel, maybe back around to Dalby to win it. It would be Dalby in this spot to win it if there was a couple outs and some guys on base.
It's going to be Kyle Lohman to lead it off, Cody, and he's just been nothing but a spark plug here. He's been
I thought he made the last out.
Real bugaboo for these Snappers pitchers.
So Stein would be the tying run right now if everybody just gets on. So that'd be kind of cool to see.
And great job by Gray going right after him. Got to make Kyle get the bat off his shoulders here and see how far he can hit it, really. That's the mindset on the mound.
Yeah, you can give up a couple solos and then bear back down, but just throw strikes. Don't make them earn it.
Oh, and that's Kyle Lohman is bringing his eagle eye tonight.
Jim, I'm not taking that, man.
No. Oh, man. I think he's got a third eye going here. Cyclops here. He's got one right in the middle between the two.
He just had to say, I'm taken. He's not throwing a strike. There's no way. Wow. Great job by Lohman. He does it all the time.
Oh,
spoil.
He's just been spoiling and taking and just an absolute pest up there.
Yes, he's a tough out. That was a tough pitch.
That was well located. Brandon Gregg doing a good job up there. And no, Kyle, he's in a full count again. Multiple foul balls, seeing multiple pitches. He's seen 5-6 pitches minimum per bat.
Loman's my buddy. I'm like nervous for him right now. What a great at bat.
Oh, yeah, a little needle there from Loman.
Yeah, he's
like
savvy.
That's
a veteran move.
3-2. Foul back again, and then misses the strike zone.
Man.
Great battle here, as he's done all night.
That's great, Briner.
3-2 again. And no, he's finally got him, and it was ball 4, Cody.
Yeah, 55, but it was low. It bounced on the ground.
Really enticing there from Brandon Gregg. That pitch was a strike a long time.
That's a great pitch. That's a perfect little pitch.
That was a great 3-2 pitch. Yeah, yeah. Just saw the replay from the center field cam, and that pitch was a strike a long time.
Yeah.
Here's Murciel. One away.
Murciel got robbed on his last at bat with that ball he ripped that just knuckled on him and dove down into Murphy when he went up to catch it over the fence.
See if the Night Owls can get some kind of threat here. Foul back. Murciel, good pitch to hit.
Briner.
Snappers 2 outs away from clinching the final playoff seed.
Wow.
Playoff field will be set if this result holds.
And then it's just seeding for relegation after that.
Yes, it is. 1-2. Back footer, good pitch by Gregg. He's throwing some really enticing stuff to these guys.
He looks good tonight.
Yeah, he does.
He's throwing enough strikes where his ones that are just missing are making guys chase.
That one not enticing. Complete waste pitch there.
If I say it, the opposite happens.
The broadcaster's curse,
Yep.
Cody.
Yep.
Well documented.
Oh, man.
Full count. Again. Night Owls doing what they can here. And he takes it down. He does get the walk.
Went back to that pitch that he got Loman with.
Yeah, I think that one was a little lower than the Loman one. Yeah. But, yeah, you're right. Did go back to that. Tried to get the swing over the top. Murciel saw it on the on-deck circle and made the adjustment.
That was a great at-bat by Loman and Murciel.
Yeah, the Night Owls,
they're not going down.
They're fighting, man.
Yeah, this team that we're seeing here tonight, if they were together all year, would have a lot more wins.
Agreed.
Battle.
Yeah, this is with Dalby and Stein here, it's a championship contender, no doubt.
Yeah.
I think everyone agrees with that. Double play ball. GK bobbles. Slow toss to Briner. Fires, though. Does he get it in time? I don't think so. And that was, Briner did everything he could to get that, but just the transition and how slow the ball was hit. Just
I was like,
done.
no way that's going to happen. It was just a little slow, but you got to make sure of the one out. You don't have to have a double play there. There's still tying runs not at the plate.
Yep. Outs are gold.
2 down. James Stein up.
And it's just about getting the next guy up at this point. Your at-bat really isn't that important, man. It's all about getting the next guy up. That's the key aspect here.
Yep.
No need to hit a 2-run home run here. I mean, if it does happen, great, but should just be all team at-bats from making guys throw strikes.
Yeah, in these moments, if a home run can't tie or give you the lead, I like it when just runners are on. It just seems like it's more stressful as the hitting team.
Absolutely.
I don't want the bomb until it ties or takes the lead.
1-2, 2 outs. Snappers a pitch away. And a jam job. Is that going to find grass? It does. Finds some green there. Stein does his job, gets the next guy up.
Logan Christie coming to play. He looks focused, looks locked in. He wants to do something as the manager of this team. Put the team on his back, keep the inning alive.
Interesting stuff. A little gust of wind picking up here at the Hideaway.
Again, just needs to shorten up his swing, pass the bat down. Tying runs on deck.
Here's Gregg. Fires. Misses. 2 outs. Night Owls. Really showing themselves tonight. I really like what I've seen out of the Night Owls tonight. They've shown a lot of heart.
Yes, absolutely. They came ready to play.
Ground ball, third base. Off the side fencing over there. And it's dead. 1-2, 2 outs. Payoff pitch here. 2 strike pitch, excuse me. Slider, swing and a miss. And the Snappers have clinched the final wild card seeding here. And the playoff field is set, Cody.
Death, taxes, and the Snappers in the playoffs.
The Snappers are going to protect the legacy, aren't they? And they will give themselves a chance to fight for a 4th consecutive PLW championship appearance. They moved to 27-25 with the win. The Night Owls dropped to 25-27 with the loss. And this next 2 games, we're going to have some fun, Cody.
Yeah, and now it's...
Hang on, we'll cut you off. We'll have fun right after this.
Oh, yeah.
Back at it here at the Hideaway. The Night Owls playoff dreams down the drain there, rounder style. And,
you enjoy when teams go down.
Oh, I was third base up last night.
I know.
And, it was just, I try to lighten the mood for you guys.
I know,
I was
you
trying
did.
to
It was
lighten the
cool.
mood. I try to, 5 minutes after the game, if it's too soon, no, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
The Cajuns, you guys have a lot to look forward to. Night Owls as well have a lot to look forward to. A team that went through a ton of change this year. Nick Davella overturning the entire roster, right?
Right, yeah.
A team that fought to the end, and it just wasn't their time.
Yeah, and you can't really regret too much. You had your guys here for the series, and if Stein or Dalby wasn't here, you'd be like, God, if we would have had one of those guys, who knows what would have happened. So There's no regrets, there's no nothing. You put a good fight up, you battled back and forth, and just didn't get that big hit later in the game to tie or give you the lead, but you were right there all the way to the end.
Now the 6th seed comes into play. You guys are in at 27-27.
Okay.
Snappers are in with 27 wins ahead of you guys with tiebreakers, so you guys cannot get in even if the Snappers lose these next two games. Night Owls though 25 wins. Bombers with 24 wins with 3 to play against the Lightning. So the 6th seed gets a little bit convoluted here. The Snappers can send the Night Owls right to relegation here if they kind of continue and sweep on. And the Night Owls end at 25 wins. You guys have to check the tiebreakers between the Bombers and you guys. But
I know we have the tiebreaker over the Night Owls, and I think we have it over the Bombers.
Right. So I believe if the Snappers take another game, I'm kind of spitballing here, but I'm almost sure that would lock you into the 6 hole.
So then we just are done playing.
You would be like a mid-table Premier League team, like a Newcastle.
Kind of feel like I want 3 more.
Just kind of see you next year.
Yeah.
No more games. No relegation to play. No playoffs to play.
It's going to be a bitter taste until the next season starts.
Well, it's a nice spot to be in. It's a very easy-going spot. Nothing to worry about. More of a time for you to volunteer.
Yeah, which I love doing too and being here. And,
right.
It's special being down here. I enjoy it, but
I'm going to make a call to the chat. Yes, sir, Mr. Gannon.
I got breaking news, Dodos.
Oh yeah, boys, you have breaking news. What do you got?
Greg Kelly's on the mound.
Greg Kelly's pitching. Well, I'm going to give my team down there a little bit of a. Yeah, I love what I'm seeing down in graphics, boys.
Yeah.
Greg Kelly is on the mound, and I will pop a hot cocoa to that. Beautifully. That's it. I see Ryan Murphy out there right now.
Yeah, but they're the away team.
Okay.
He's just getting VP in.
And pitching for the Night Owls is Mr. Kyle Lohman's made his way up here.
You're pitching?
I don't know. We're waiting to hear from you. I thought Sean Merciel, the starter for the Night Owls, still
you guys
something to play for.
I believe we are locked into a 7-win season, so it'll be a little bit of an experiment.
I like Turtles. I see what you're saying, but they did have a bit of a relegation fight. I guess they finished right above the relegation zone, so you guys could be Leeds United. Yeah, I think I like Turtles is right.
What?
Just the Cajuns finishing in the 6th seed. I'm trying to compare you to a Premier League soccer team. That's just kind of like your nothing season. It means nothing anymore. Nothing to really play for. If the Night Owls lose another game, it will send them into relegation.
Lohman just let me know they're locked in to the 7 or 8 seed now.
No matter what. They don't have the tiebreaker with you guys then.
No, we beat the Cajuns.
So the Cajuns are in 6th place.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
A bittersweet feeling.
Seifert's pitching for the Night Owls.
Dave Seifert.
Mr. 357 batting average.
Mr. Chicago. I don't know. Team wants to hit him. He's hitting
Dude,
357. Saw that.
when he hit that walk-off bomb a couple weeks ago, he let the whole city of Vegas know he's batting 357 and he should be in the lineup.
Woo!
Wild.
Yeah, he's played for 5 or 6 PLW teams. Very, very interesting stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna pitch this like it's Game 7 of the World Series. I guarantee you that.
I like it. Well, I still got something to play for here, positioning and all that, and we're gonna have fun here. You know, that was the kind of the big game there. You know, the most of the drama settled, and we're gonna, you and me, Cody, you're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk a lot of wiffle ball. We're gonna engage with our chat here. I might even start a hype train. I'm not sure. I might start doing some subs. I'm gonna definitely be a little more focused on our chat, having some fun here.
Yeah,
let's get the 90s baseball game going. I'm all about getting some things and whipping up in the chat. Chat, if you guys got some fun stuff for me tonight, I'm a sports aficionado. Cody Reynolds is an almanac next to me. Let's have some fun.
Let's do it.
Dave Seifert's going to be pitching. GK is going to be pitching. Stuff we don't see very often, so the mood definitely getting a lot lighter out here at the Hideaway after that first game. And we didn't get the drama we were looking for. Obviously, we would have loved to have that Game 3.
Yeah.
But,
we'd be exhausted, though. We'd have to call in tomorrow if that would have happened. I guarantee
you're
it.
right. The Snappers, they're a legacy team. They've been there and done that. And then they know when to turn it on. And I really do think the conditions favored their style of ball as well.
Yeah, absolutely. My prediction of low-scoring, tough game was way off, and but we're gonna have fun now. Here we go.
Still a rookie out here.
Watch now. Seifert and Kelly will go complete game shutouts. And
Seifert, you're right. He's gonna pitch this like he's gonna pitch this like Game 7.
Yeah,
man.
He's gonna give you everything.
Yeah,
you're gonna see. I guarantee if he strikes somebody out to end an inning, you're gonna hear a scream and a tiger fist pump. I guarantee it. The guy pitches with a ton of passion.
And look at that. Anthony Michael already needling us with hot takes. The Seattle man has a Seattle player as the best player of the decade. No bias in that, I'm sure.
I agree.
But, yeah, he's probably not far off.
I watched the other day
probably
on YouTube.
Probably not far off. He was pretty good.
I pulled up Game 5, Yankees-Mariners wild card game. I watched from like the 7th inning on. Oh my God, it was great. David Cone goes like 7 2/3 for the Yankees, 148 pitches.
Love David Cone.
And he gave up like 4 runs, and there was nobody in the bin. It was like, dude, you don't see guys do that anymore.
Yeah, you don't. I was pretty critical of that Kershaw performance and then what Dave Roberts did. And really, Kershaw did it to himself, took himself out after 80 with a perfect game. And,
but look at what.
And then he's hurt anyway.
Yeah.
I guess you should have just thrown him 60.
Yeah.
Maybe you just should have shown him 50. I don't know. There's no medical evidence.
Yeah, we talked about that when that happened.
Really, and now he's hurt anyway. So, there's a whole discussion to be had about the 90s and now and how to do it right. And you're always going to have some nostalgia to your era that you watched, right? So,
Yep.
Dave Seifert, welcome to PL. There's GK leading off. Is that great, Kelly? Oh my God, GK Rabbit is gone way yard.
Did GK's dad make the lineup? He's batting leadoff and pitching in this game? What a start.
My goodness, little smile there. And we're having some fun here tonight, Cody. And Dave Seifert, you're going to pitch like Game 7 of the World Series for GK. Same thing on the other end, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't get much playing time.
Yeah, what a start. We got some fireworks here early. It's on.
Ooh, Tanner, that's a good question. That's a good question. I like it, everybody. Yeah, let's have some fun. We're going to have a good time up here in the booth.
I like
man.
Tanner's question.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Longer career from injury or just longer because I just wish he played longer? Elaborate a little more.
I mean, the first guy that pops in my head.
A player that got cut short or a player you just wish kept playing?
Cut short.
Cut short. Is that the question? Okay.
The first one that comes to my head, and is Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, cut short.
George Brett, one of the greatest hitters of all day, said he would do anything to live in that guy's body for one day.
Yeah,
and see what it's like to be.
Kirby Puckett's another good one.
Oh, yeah.
Kirby Puckett's he had a glaucoma, man. Wasn't it? He had the eye thing.
Yeah, he got hit from the hit by pitch, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's a good one. Prince Fielder. Prince was either way, injury or not, so it could be a player that you just love and keep playing.
Prince Fielder.
Man.
Roy Hobbs.
Roy Hobbs, Jesus. No. Yeah. It's one that got cut short for sure. Pedroia got cut short a little bit.
Remember when the Cubs had Pryor and Wood? I wanted
Pryor, that's a good
I
one.
wanted that.
Pryor
to go.
didn't go well, Pitching coach for the Dodgers, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be a manager here soon. I mean, what he's doing with Tony Gonsolin and
Mark Pryor's a good one.
Tyler Anderson right now on the Dodgers staff. That guy's gonna get a head coaching job here.
I'm talking about like perfect mechanics. Like
Yes.
Mark Pryor was just like a poster boy for that.
USC guy.
Oh, and that hit Davella. That hit
Ouch.
Stein. It's one of those two.
He just kissed TB over there.
Oh, it hit TV. Our umpire.
Oh, that hit Bauer. Man, bad angle for your broadcaster. 1-2, J-Dub getting the start here. Snappers, you can definitely feel the release of tension out on the field, right? You can definitely, and it smells a little bit better out here on the field too. It looks like, these teams really loosening up here. Topping ball, that's coming fair.
So Dodos, I must be wrong on the tiebreakers. I'm getting told Cajuns could still be the 7 seed depending on tiebreakers. I don't know how. I thought
It'd be the Bombers or the Bombers have to have unless he's talking about the Warbirds sweeping the Sand Vipers. If the Warbirds sweep the Vipers, that can maybe I don't know what your tiebreakers are.
Yeah,
there.
but maybe we don't have the tiebreaker over the Bombers like I think. I just know when I played with the Cajuns, we took 2 of 3, but I don't know what the Bombers did to the Cajuns before. So.
Oh, 53. Anthony Micah, I don't think 28 wins gets in. I mean, the Sand Vipers are in. The Sand Vipers are in. They only have 27 wins, and they're in already.
Yeah, I remember before the year, it was a lot of talk was 27 and 27 would get you in.
Yeah,
and that's what we are, and we are not in.
I think that was Chad saying that.
Chad, Brad Ogden was saying he thought 27 and 27 would get you in, but some teams got going there.
You just had that middle of the pack. Just it was a war. I called it a war from very early in the season, and it was. It was very. I mean, I'm not sure what Tom's saying.
I don't.
The playoff field's set.
Either.
What is there to tell you?
Not necessarily. He's like playing codes with me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Confusing.
Just tell me, do Bombers have the tie? What? Because our run differential is like plus 40.
What's that?
So unless they beat us,
right? Cajuns plus 40 run differential.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know why? They hammered the Night Owls one week when they had nobody here.
Yeah, I was broadcasting that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was brutal. You guys really blew it, didn't you, Cody?
Big time.
You guys really blew it there. Want to talk about that? The Cajuns collapse was a thing all year, and you guys just kind of put a cherry on it. Cajuns collapse. You just kind of really blew it up.
It hurt more because we kind of felt like we weren't getting love or talk about anyways, and then we beat the ones 2 out of 3 on that weekend, and everybody goes, "Oh, well, AK left early," and that's when they had 5. And then then we beat them that following Monday 2 out of 3. And then everybody said we're not going to do anything to the Bombers, and then we kind of got smoked in game 1, and then we battled back and beat them 2 of 3, and then we were feeling good, and then we knew like you guys were playing spoiler, and we took care of business. We felt good, and then we go up 3-0.
Are we playing spoiler, the Warbirds?
Well, I mean, you were trying to that night. You guys threw mile, and
I'd say we were in a little bit better shape than we were against the Legends. I'll say that.
Yeah.
The Legends, we were. Hot cocoa. Hot cocos were flying. Oh, what happened?
Murphy just drilled Merciel in the back of the head.
It has lined up
play.
out here.
And we was feeling good. We'd go up 3-0 on Billy Santawan, and I thought,
yeah, it started out great, and then that was kind of really it.
Yeah, we were kind of talking to the guys, man. Like all of our guys they're real good guys, and Sashi Boba is that guy that if you're struggling or maybe you're not doing you're not being a good attitude or anything, he's the guy that can like check anybody. He could check. Oh, that was rip. Nice play, Murph.
Oh, snappers.
Looks like a natural there.
What do we got for the snappers here? We got Greg Kelly in the mound. We got Brandon Gregg at second. Murphy at short. DHJ at third. Caps and J-Dub.
J-Dub in center field out there.
Patrolling center field. Here's Dalby.
Sashi's that guy that can just check anybody and like kind of get in you, pump you up, and not having him there last night was definitely we're missing that fire. He's our like spark plug,
Yeah.
Not an excuse. We were up 3-0, should have won, but it just couldn't pull out of it once it started going bad. And we didn't get any special performances out of anybody,
Yes. Yeah, dog. Why you bringing up old stuff? Sashi's a good guy. Light-hearted character. You know, he does keep it loose in the clubhouse. He's always having a good time.
But he's intense too. Like he
plays a heck of a third base.
Yeah, he really turned it on at third base the last few weeks. I mean, just nothing was getting by him.
Hito, you nailed it. Hito, I don't know. Warbirds, you know, I mean.
I gave him the green light on the swing.
The Lightning took 2 of 3 from the Bombers early in the year.
I remember that.
I was on that. That was my best pitching performance. I went 4 1/3 and 7 strikeouts, 2 hits, no runs.
Warbirds, you know, just finishing out the season. You know, we just, things turned south for us a long time ago.
Yeah.
Finished 9th, finished 10th. We'll.
I know. I thought your guys' season turned around when you guys, not turned around, but just you were going to start kind of going when you swept the ones. But you were gone.
It was really weird. Yeah. It was really weird. It's just been a long year.
Yeah.
18 weeks.
18 weeks is long, dude.
Long season, man.
And me and you aren't no spring chickens anymore.
We're not. Stein pops that up. GK setting him down here. Walks Dalby.
This has definitely got a Sandlot feel out here. Just kind of, you're hearing chatter everywhere.
Guys the relief. A little bit of relief. You feel the relief for sure. Young Lion, no, our playoffs are set. That last game set our field. Snappers are the last team. It'll be Sand Vipers, Snappers in the playoff. Wild card.
No matter what.
No matter what. It's the Sand Vipers and the Snappers. A former, two-time, they've met twice in the championship.
Each have beat each other once because nobody's won it twice.
Yes. Right? Snappers won the spring title over the Sand Vipers. No, over the Night Owls, excuse me. They beat the Sand Vipers in the semis that year.
Okay.
And then the fall, the Sand Vipers avenged that.
And the Sand Vipers right now are defending champs?
Sand Vipers are defending champions. They won our fall season. They have the 4 seed. They will be playing the Snappers in the play-in game.
That's
game wild card.
It's a 3-game, isn't it?
Is it a 3-game wild card or 1 game?
1 day, 3-game. I believe.
Or is that for the playoff series?
I believe it's a 3-game playoff, even for the 4-5 game.
Even for the 4-5 game, it's 3 games.
I believe.
Okay.
That's what when they show that graphic, it says 3-game series above.
That's why I need a rules guy always with me.
Yeah.
I always need a guy with me to I'm bad with it. So it is best of 3.
Best of 3.
So we don't do the play-in
So it's not a 3-game series. It could be 2. You
could
go 2-0.
But yeah, that's going to be Vipers, Snappers. That's happening. The winner of that.
Oh, and that's already set.
Goes on to play the ones.
Oh, so I'm the umpire in the championship game. Holy moly. Okay. So Wednesday will be ones versus the winner of that. Tuesday is going to be Vader's Legends. So Sand Vipers, Snappers first. So we're going to get Gannon, Briner, game 1. Wow. That's going to be great. That's Monday. Dang, that's going to take forever to get here.
That's going to be wild. Yeah, that's going to be Monday, Tuesday. We have a whole next week of wild games. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Dave Seifert heading back out for his second inning here. DHJ. It's my Celtics falling off here. Warriors another big third quarter.
They do that all the time.
Yeah, they have lighted up in the third quarter.
Oh, my God. Warriors up 1?
Yes, sir. Not surprising. That game, those games have pretty much been the same script. And ground ball.
It's been hard getting into NBA playoffs this year. Too many blowouts.
Yeah, it's like
not
my favorite.
Yeah,
not my favorite either. Not my favorite either.
To me, there's nothing better than playoff baseball, man. Base hits, a rally, it just gets going. I love baseball.
Hard not to be romantic about baseball, Cody.
It's my favorite. Still feel like a kid walking into a stadium, seeing the grass and everything. It's just like the best. I need to get to Dodger Stadium here soon.
The Ravine, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Notice
how are you a Giants-Dodger fan?
I've lived in both areas. I've bet sports for so long. It's really taken the emotion out of sports teams for me, man. I've been really kind of financially.
Oh,
man, he's tall.
Yeah, what a kid, one-handed, Odell Beckham style.
Been so financially motivated with sports over the past.
Your favorite team,
20
whoever
years.
covers.
And then you go to college at Northern California. I used to date a girl that worked for KMBR, the radio station over there.
Oh, okay.
So attended so many Giants games. Grew up, with that. I grew up kind of in San Luis Obispo, kind of right in the middle of both.
Yeah.
So, you kind of been to my whole life going to either stadium.
Yeah. Okay.
And then moved to Los Angeles for 6 years. I went to, I've been to hundreds of games at each ballpark.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a weird thing, and the rivalry is it's intense, and I just enjoy baseball, man. You can take me to a Royals Twins game, and I'll watch the heck out of it. That's just kind of the guy, man.
I always grew up Dodger fan, but I live closer to Angel Stadium, so
Right.
especially growing up, I used to always my uncle Roger. Oh, that's gone.
Oh, right off the Garden of Serenity
Nice, Briner.
as the Snappers letting Seafer have it a little bit. GK.
Yeah.
Man,
I think he's already over 100.
I didn't get that memo.
I thought he was already over 100.
I think Shane Weber would be all over it, but
Yeah.
one more for 100 career home runs for Taylor Briner. I think he's going to achieve that tonight.
Yes.
I think that's going to happen.
That'd be a cool milestone.
It is a cool
What's the
milestone.
cool? Have you been to a game and like a cool milestone happen? Like, have you seen like a 3,000 hit or?
No, I can't believe that. That's a good question. Man,
I was at a.
I don't think so.
I was at an Angel game and Mike Trout got his 1,000th hit. That's pretty cool.
It's cool. Oh, that kind of milestone, like
Yeah.
that deep. Oh, man. Who's the guy?
Make a play, Dave.
I think I was there for, who's the Angels lefty? Garrett Anderson's
Oh yeah.
2000th RBI or something.
Oh really? That's
Something like that.
A big number.
It's kind of cool.
God, he got that many RBIs. That's
I
a
might
big
be
number.
wrong with the number
Maybe
there.
1,000 RBIs.
Maybe it's 1,000 RBIs. I could be wrong with the number. Garrett Anderson played for a while.
Yeah, he did. He went. He even finished up
Probably
at the
1,000
Dodgers.
RBIs is
Yeah.
probably what I was there for. That makes more sense. Jesse Cap's getting some at-bats. It's kind of cool. We're seeing some guys get some action.
Yeah,
that
for
normally
sure.
Don't.
And I think I seen Sosa when he was on the Orioles at the end there hit 600 something. I don't even remember the number. I just forgot about it after.
Interesting.
But that was kind of crazy.
I mean, I'm sure I was there for some of Bonds'
Yeah.
727, those kind of numbers.
Still the greatest batting practice I've ever witnessed is Bonds in Dodger Stadium, just hitting it over the pavilion.
He would go nuts in Dodger Stadium.
Over the
I've seen
pavilion in
that a lot,
BP.
yeah. Yes, he would. Yes, he would go crazy. Barry Bonds was a good ball player.
Yeah, he said his favorite place to play was Dodger Stadium because he just loved they go at him and boo him.
Yeah.
It just fed him. He loved it.
Yeah, he did kind of have that attitude with everybody, man. He kind of got baseball's gatekeepers didn't like it,
Yeah.
The media and the guard didn't like it. He was rough with the media, and media made him pay for it, man. The gatekeeping nature of baseball a little bit back then. It's gotten better now. You're kind of letting those unwritten rules and stuff is kind of going away. But back then, when Bonds was around, baseball still, they held grudges, man.
Yeah.
And Bonds kind of took the brunt of that.
Yep. I was there the first time it came out that he was doing stuff, and it was at Dodger Stadium, and it was
Dodger
his
fans
first time.
hated Barry
Oh my
Bonds.
God, they were throwing garbage at him, needles from the top deck. I was like, they had to keep pausing the game. It was like this is gonna get wild. Like it felt like the stadium was about to explode. Ooh,
agree.
Mendo 7071. He was at Matt Cain's perfect game.
That's pretty cool.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. Matt Cain was a really good Giant. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he was on all three World Series teams?
That's
At least two of
at
them.
least two of them.
Trench.
Sign That's huge, actually.
Yeah, Mike Tyson signed my high school diploma.
That's huge. Need that.
Wow.
Tanik coming back from Costa Rica to play tomorrow.
Wow.
Look at that. I get a jet lagged Adam Tanik.
Ooh, what's going on?
Oh, we have a little delay here. Buck Burner having a little bit of trouble. Oh, he gets spotlighted. Gio Battistoni got him.
He looks like
Oh,
he's
look
panicking.
at cameras on him.
He's
A little panic.
panicking. Oh, no.
Oh, it's like his shoes are untied.
Come on,
and
Buck.
everyone's
Pull
watching
through,
him
buddy.
tie him,
Right there.
Oh,
Pull
yeah,
through,
that's
buddy.
good.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
All right. Buck Burner, ladies and gentlemen.
Buck Burner.
Swing and a miss. GK is rolling here. Gets his buddy, Nick Davella. Him and Nick Davella, close buddies. A little bit of a game within the game there.
Yeah, oh yeah. GK having a good night so far.
GK in line for the win. Yeah, that we all know that famous video from Chad Phillips and GK. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
Oh, they famous strike three looking, and GK made a video, put the Celine Dion song behind her. So I'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty classic.
Oh God, Burner going down again.
But Burner becoming a storyline here in game 2.
I seen somebody mention Tannic. I want Matt Stairs on the Vipers. I was at Phillies Dodgers NLCS.
Did you go to that game?
4, Matt Stairs.
You were at that game?
At the bomb.
Yeah, that was
off Broxton.
That was a bomb.
Bomb. Never heard Dodger Stadium that quiet.
He hit that.
Actually,
I couldn't believe that.
The second. That's the. And we're back, Dodos. I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, I was at a couple years ago before the Dodgers won the World Series, Game 5, Nationals.
Stopwatch.
Oh, Howie Kendrick hit the grand slam.
Is that the Kershaw game?
Kershaw.
8th inning?
Yeah,
throwing cement mixers up there?
Rendon ripped one off him, and then Juan Soto hit one to Simi Valley.
I was at Jocko's in Napomo. I was at a bar there for that. I remember that. Full of Dodger fans.
Yeah. That one was brutal.
That was a managing mistake by Dave Roberts.
Yeah, you had that lefty Kolarek in the
Kolarek
pen,
was
ready
dominating.
to go.
He was dominating.
Juan Soto
all
was
series.
0 for 4 Ks against Kolarek, and he's sitting there waiting to go.
Kolarek was dominating the Nationals all series, and goes with Mr. Cement Mixer himself, and Kershaw was,
ball was crushed.
Zoe getting in at bat. Love to see some of the guys I don't get to see play that much. Look at GK. He's got that for showing some range there.
Speaking of pitching like it's Game 7, Mr. GK is
GK is the guy. We have a Dave Seifert, Greg Kelly matchup as these teams having a little bit of fun. It's been 18 weeks, man, of heavy competition. It's kind of nice to see the teams out having a little bit of a laugh and some guys getting some playing time.
Yeah, I'm curious. When the relegation games go, like that's serious too, right? Like guys they're not out here having fun. It's like fighting for your life in the league and stuff.
Yeah, the relegation has been, I'm interested to see how it is this year with Taco League being a little bit on. We've had full Taco Leagues, and you got someone coming. Whereas Taco's been a little bit on a hiatus this year, so I want to see how it's affected that. But yes, I've been, the Warbirds, we've been a relegation team our whole entire existence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been really relegation my whole career,
They're pretty intense.
I think that's why the losses are adding up on me, It's like 4 seasons of relegation for a boy.
I can't have that, dude.
Just a career loser out here.
You're kind of like the Trout of PLW. We need you in a playoff series. We need a Jim Dodos.
Yeah, when the games get big,
780 in a playoff series.
Yeah, I disappear in the big games, man.
No.
Actually, I've had some big. We did make the playoffs last year.
You were hitting 500, over 500 most of the year.
We did have we did make the playoffs last year.
Okay.
We had a losing record. We did divisions in the fall season. So we had one division that was lopsided over the other, and Warbirds actually snuck into the playoffs last year against the Lightning.
Oh, really?
And yeah, we ended Chad Phillips' season, and that was our best moment of being a Warbird for sure.
Warfield goes streaking across the field.
When
after
it comes to
head
head-to-head matchups against the Lightning, I'd say the Warbirds have the edge there. Yes.
Yeah, I remember
historically.
When I was on the Lightning, I went golfing with Lohman, Phillips, and me and AK-47. We all 4 went golfing, and I was like, so it was early. I go, who's the Lightning's rival? Warbird. It just popped out of their mouth as quick as Warbirds.
Yeah, the story behind that is it's all Chad Phillips related. He's a former Warbird, and Warfield was the manager. Chad, and you've been probably part of this playing with Chad now, where Chad is very opinionated and thinks, about Warfield being the manager and the owner of the Warbirds, those two
Oh, that had to be fireworks.
It was, and Chad was not a warbird anymore.
That had to be like
After the
Steinbrenner
season.
and Billy Martin going at each other.
And except Chad was neither of those roles, unfortunately. So, oh my gosh.
105. Oh, 105 off the bat.
That is stung. Murphy, that guy has a swing.
105 off the bat. My goodness.
Goodness gracious.
That'll hurt somebody. I don't care if it's a plastic ball.
But that's where the rivalry came about.
Gotcha.
He ends up being on the Legends, founds the Lightning, and every time it's heads up there, it's always something. Patrika's probably involved with that. Myself, a long storyline of
Now it
2
makes-
years of Chad.
It makes sense. Like those, even not knowing the rival, but both times we played you guys when I was on the Lightning, it was like bloodbaths. Like it was.
Oh,
it was-
we kind of play,
Yeah.
The Warbird, like, I would say we've been more focused on the hot cocoa side of things the last few weeks, but those Lightning matchups, and if we like lose out and the Lightning still finish below us,
Wilson just went right-handed.
No.
Oh God! Now he's going to tell me he's a switch
Wow. J-Dub just went right-handed.
hitter. He's going to tell me he's a switch hitter.
Man, Cypher, that's not good. That's not good. Giving up. Oh,
Wilson, I can
The
hear
Gardner
it.
glove.
I can hear it at dinner tonight. Dude, you're
you
not
guys
the
going
only
to dinner
switch
tonight?
hitter. I'm sure. You want to? Well, we always do.
can't.
I know. I'm tired.
Can't tonight.
I'm probably going to go home.
Oh, man. Look at this.
That's
Snappers, they seem in a better mood here in game 2.
Yeah, they clinched their berth. I mean, if it was the last game, they probably would have been dumping Gatorade and water and caught cocoa on each other. And
Should we broadcast game 3 like it's game 7?
we could.
That's just like a complete parody here.
Yeah.
Let's just broadcast game 3 like it's absolute game 7.
Yeah, let's loosen up, have fun here,
Yeah.
talk about whatever we want, and then
And then we'll
lock in.
full wiffle points. It's going to be just an absolute gambling game. Dude.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna-
need a good line.
We're going to entertain the gamblers. I want a good line. And then we still got 460. Really even spread on this game. I like it. Oh, gosh.
Jeez, there are some balls getting hit hard right now.
Cypher's leaving over the plate pretty good here. Yeah, Trench, were you down there for that? Are you still in the graphics booth?
Yeah, he's in the
He
double.
is. Yeah, the Trench, that didn't look very comfortable for you there. Kind of getting crowded out in there a little bit.
in his face.
Yeah. As 4-0, top 3.
Trench, that was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Looked like it. Goodness gracious.
I mean, that room barely fits 2 guys. They have the whole team in there.
Celtics 93-89 after 3. A little punch back from the men in green. Ooh, swing and miss DHJ. Hasn't been his night tonight. That happens out here. There's always Rouge kind of had a tough night last night.
Yeah.
Every player has their tough evenings where the ball just doesn't seem to be
Looks like a P.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. And it's just then they throw nasty pitches on top of it, and the location's good.
I better get this.
Been
Hey,
there.
Storm Glider, you have a good night, buddy.
Storm Glider out of here?
Yeah, he's out of here.
Oh my
Said
man,
we did
you're gonna
great.
miss our game 7, game 3, where we're gonna call the hell out
We're
of
gonna be
it.
locked in for that one.
Again though,
Yeah, get some. Maybe I'll vote.
let's vote. Let's put that back in the chat. Someone could do me a favor.
Should I vote live on
Let's
the
talk
air?
about PLW awards. We're at the end of the road here. 18 weeks. This is week 18 of an 18-week season. I voted, everybody. What did I vote for? Exclamation point awards into the chat.
So I'm gonna
And
do it
let's-
live
let's-
on air. Exclamation point awards.
Yes. So let's. This is a great chance for our community to be involved, and especially our long-term viewers that have been with us all season. And if we can put exclamation point stats in the chat as well to kind of help out if some of our newer viewers want to see the stats and then see who's having a big season. That's a great chance for you to be involved in what we're doing. So I voted. Make sure you vote. Also participate in your primaries, local elections, city elections, county elections. Some really good stuff on the ballot here in Las Vegas. Judges, county, city sheriff, all that good stuff, and all your primaries going on right now. Make sure to do your diligence as a citizen. A great privilege we have in this country. Let's move on to Dave Cypher getting a bat now. 4-0. Owls. Nobody likes getting swept, Cody. You know how that feels.
I do know how that feels. God. It's going to eat at me.
Woo. I mean, you can kind of...
Oh, how cool is this?
It is cool.
It's
It's a little
just
like a Google Doc.
Yeah, I thought like you were going to have to type in the names. All right, my league MVP. So first place, second place, third place vote. Wow. Some good options there. Okay.
That's right, Warfield. That's right.
Dave Seifert.
Yes. Big local election guy. Oftentimes,
You get into it, huh?
Well, I mean, I just think they're highly underrated as far as impacting your daily life.
Been seeing the signs.
A lot of people get involved in the national elections. And
right.
Probably has a little effect on your life, but
the local stuff does matter.
Who the damn judges, might matter, dude.
Right. Yeah.
That's some real short-term stuff there.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Mercy out getting going here. Greg Kelly trying to get through 3 innings here. He has, negated the Night Owls a bit here. Working on a little shutout. 2 1/3. Love seeing it. Snappers choosing not to get playoff prep. They're going to kind of roll the balls out here.
No, I think
they're set. Right?
Yeah, they're ready to go. They, like you said, they're in the playoffs every year. They turned it on during the year when they absolutely needed to. When things were looking bad, everybody was kind of, are the Snappers not going to do it? And they stayed calm. They didn't turn on each other and got it going and got hot at the right time. And
Snappers had that crazy run where they won like 10 of 12. They were 8-16 to start, I believe. 8-18. They were really down there in the standings, man. And they did really go off. Man, Warfield, got a lot of guys out here. It's not possible for some people. Just kidding. Got a good group out here. Everyone goes to Core Warfield every once in a while. Traffic court.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has a day at the old. Fouled off Dalby. What are the odds here? He takes GK deep.
Pretty good.
I think it's
He's
gonna
at 3
happen
tonight.
I think it's gonna happen. Up the middle. It doesn't happen this time. Oh no. Little Roger Dornish there for Murphy, but don't expect that in a game like this.
Yeah, you can't be laying out and getting hurt before playoffs for them. I got my MVP top 3. I'm going Brian Chin.
Yeah, he's had a great year. Both sides, pitching, hitting, defense.
I'm going Billy Santawan, getting my second place vote
for MVP.
What he's done pitching.
It's a huge value add on the mound.
And hearing Tanner kind of talk about it after the game, they've won every game won this year.
Yeah, they have. Oh my God.
Crushed.
Stein. 3-run bomb. Oof. Got a ball game here for you. Wiffle point wagers. Night Owls, I believe, are plus 1.5. They have crept inside that number. I love that. James Stein giving us some action.
And my third place vote is a homer vote. But I think for a team that was picked to finish dead last in this league, this guy was one of the best hitters in the league. Pitchers, Ryan Roosh did a lot for the Cajuns this year.
MVP.
He's batting 350. He didn't have a good series last night, but he's up at 350. His OPS is top 10 in the league. He had 15 homers, close to 50 RBIs, and then his pitching, he's one of the better strikeout guys in the league. I mean,
I haven't heard that one yet. It's a new case you're opening here.
This is my third place vote.
Fair enough. I like it.
Cy Young.
I think it's probably the easiest one of the lot, right?
Santawan, Gannon, Max Fernandez for me. Ooh, Purdy. Oh, man.
Purdy's nasty. Hurts being on the Lightning.
I'm going Purdy for third place vote. That's my guy.
Okay. Moving
Rookie of the year.
This is the big one. I think this is the one that's really the first debate.
First place, Cody Reynolds. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, you got to give yourself the nod, though. Why not? No. You're the only guy that's going to. If you ran for office, you wouldn't vote for yourself?
Yeah, but I respect this league and what guys did. To me,
you got to give yourself the nod, dude.
To me, Will Morris is the rookie of the year.
Wow, you give it to your teammate, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Kyle Eder is not rookie of the year.
Eder is my second place vote for sure. What he did hitting wise, was unbelievable. He's one of the top hitters in this league. But what Will Morris did pitching and hitting.
Man, your votes are. I'm listening.
Oh, you like what I'm saying, or you're like?
I don't know.
Am I boring you?
I'm not sure if I like what you're saying. I'm split.
And then I got to give
Tom doesn't like what you're saying.
He doesn't?
No, he does not.
Great minds, let's ruin this. All right. I won't say it. I'll just finish it real quick.
No, he said Roosh is getting exactly one MVP vote, and that's going to be yours. That's what he
said.
said.
For a third place vote?
So he's just any vote, any vote period. Look, Bucket's Kirby Bucket. Let's get more Kirby Bucket. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's who are your top three for MVP, if you don't mind me asking?
I like Chen.
Yeah.
I gotta review the numbers. But Chen is pretty easily my MVP there. We're missing some guys we're not talking about here. I'm going to go through the teams. I mean, Ibarra had a pretty big year.
Yeah.
Ethan Ibarra had a pretty big year, man.
I haven't submitted this. I could be swayed. I was kind of told, like...
kind of tough to not have a Vader on your MVP.
I have Billy Santawan.
Yeah, Sandy won. I'm going to give him the Cy Young. I'll go elsewhere for the MVP. I'll probably go Ethan Ibarra, maybe a third vote.
Where do you think the Vaders are with Bill?
AK had a big year.
AK went nuts the last couple of weeks, too.
Yeah, he had a big year, man. It's tough for me not to look outside those top two teams.
You know what? I could be
the Legends, I know their numbers well because I broadcast for the Legends a lot. They just got a lot of guys that are doing well, but not one stand out. Taravella has done pretty well.
Yeah.
And they don't have a guy with like 25 jacks, on that roster. Warfield,
I am sorry.
not so sure. Who'd you miss?
We're
missing somebody.
I'm missing somebody big time. He's getting my second place vote for sure.
Who's this?
Mateo Fernandez.
Mateo's gone off. There's a good one.
Mateo Fernandez
Yeah.
has had a huge year.
And then, Chat Police brings up a good point. Like, got to make playoffs. Is there any kind of team success? It's like the A-Rod with the Rangers kind of. Remember that back in the day?
And I mean, Trout's won 3 MVPs and never made the playoffs. Maybe one of those seasons he might have made the playoffs.
Hicks was a GOAT too, dude. I mean, Hicks is a monster. There's so many good players. But for MVP, I think it's a run. I think Chen's going to win it.
Yeah. I'm going Chen, Mateo, and Santawan. I just think with Santawan's pitching...
His numbers are monstrous.
Mateo's, are monstrous. And Santawan...
Loman.
I mean, think about that. That's 18 wins.
Look at this.
Loman going deep to center.
Loman has put the Night Owls in front. The money line is hitting the underdogs, taking the lead. What else you got?
18 wins by Santawan pitching game 1.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
think about it. And they won they got
slouch
first place
the bat
by
either.
they got slumped by won it by like 2 games. If he had 3 bad weeks out of 18 in game 1s, like they're not the 1 seed. Like where are they without him doing that? And there were times where Roundy was struggling pitching and they were just trying to find pitching, but Billy would just get his 6 game 1 and then they would just use his 3. And then his hitting got good. Like, I just think he's as far as most valuable to a team, Billy Santawan is the most valuable player to the Vaders, to me. Eder puts up huge numbers. Ibarra puts up huge numbers.
Am I missing something on Rookie of the Year here with Eder? What am I missing here? What's the knock on Eder?
For me, Morris's hitting numbers aren't that far off, and
pretty far off.
Morris is Eder has 29 homers. Morris has 24.
Okay. RBIs, I mean, I think
Morris
is in like 230, isn't he?
330.
Okay, he's upped it.
Yes. And his RBIs, I think he has 54, 55 RBIs.
Okay.
They're not, Eders are better at every category, but Morris's pitching is top.
Yeah, he's good.
I mean, he tied the single game record.
This is good.
He tied the single game record for strikeouts in a game. He struck out 15 against you guys in 1 game. And his ERA is under 3. I mean, he's I think he was 6-2 on the year.
Okay.
I mean, he had great pitching numbers. Like, he's going to be a big time player in this league. And I just think what he did pitching and hitting, I was told that's three facets of the game.
I don't think. That's an interesting take. You're the first guy to really try to convince me on Morris. Great guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, and you know what? He's robbed.
He's a
He's
stud.
robbed some homers.
This is what doesn't get
Eder might
talked
win.
about.
Eder might win Gold Glove.
Well,
in
why
left
isn't
field.
that factor into the Rookie of the Year race?
I
And
think-
defense, we talk about all the time how important defense is, but when these awards get brought up, nobody brings up defense.
I think playing left field is easier than pitching.
Left field's no joke out there.
Pitching?
Yeah, pitching's hard, of course, but I mean, Eder does get buoyed. His defense does help his case, along with better offensive stats. I just think, it wasn't a runaway vote like I thought it was a few weeks back. Some guys have closed the gap, but defense definitely has to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah,
Some
and
point.
it is, and that helps his case for sure. I just think pitching the way. I mean, Morris'
It's a good
pitching
debate
was
here. I
huge.
like it.
Yeah, it's. I'm not like me saying Eder's second. I'm not saying he stinks. I'd want him on
So
my
you have him
team.
in second. Who else? I saw someone in the chat not even put Eder on their Rookie of the Year list.
That to me is shameful.
That's a little bit rough. Oh, some fast pitching.
And that's where I've heard things about some voters. Maybe if they don't like a guy, they're not voting for him. I don't think that's right. I think it's just I don't.
No, you got it. That's bias.
Yes.
Those are all biases that need to be.
And I've
need to be
heard
removed.
things like that said, and it's like I mean, I don't think you can factor that in. It's what the guy does on the field, and that is part of it to me.
I like it. It's all good stuff. I like the case for Gannon for an award for MVP as well. I mean, Gannon's like a Santi Juan as well, but probably does a lot of similar things for the Vipers that Santi Juan does for the Vaders, and I want to see compare the hitting stats. And, and left field what Gannon does, and on the mound. It's like an extra add-on.
To me, I mean, Gannon, historically, I'm
Gannon
sure
likes that. That's all nuts.
Gannon's a good year, but if you take the numbers from this year, Roosh has better numbers than Gannon this year.
Right. I think Gannon is a triple threat player that is very valuable.
I heard Tom not like that underneath,
didn't
but
like that.
let's bust it out. I know he's got a higher average than Tom.
Right. Home runs are probably close.
Close.
Tom hits around to probably they both benefit from pretty good lineups.
Yep.
So this is very interesting.
You're getting my Gold Glove, Jimmy. I think you're outstanding out
I
there.
missed too many games.
Trench is getting a Gold Glove.
My Gold Glove, I was okay this year. I felt out of shape at times. Made a lot of nice plays, I guess. Didn't knock myself out on a play. I got a good highlight reel this year. But, as far as
that diving catch you made down the line this year was one of the best catches I've ever
I
seen.
did make more errors than I normally do. I don't enjoy some of the plays I made, but I did have a good highlight reel. I'll say that.
I submitted mine.
I also missed games. I didn't play all season, so
Yeah.
didn't play all season. Had some health problems and traveling issues, and
The concussion.
concussion was rough. Yeah, that was.
I was the first base ump on the
I
line.
think that changed my wiffle ball career a little bit.
Put it into perspective.
Yeah,
a
at
little.
least in my wife's mind, it did.
I'm sure. I remember she
Yeah.
dropped you off and had to
Wiffle
come
ball
back
hasn't.
about 10
I haven't
minutes
had the
later.
same support at home since. Let's say that.
Ah.
Yes.
I get that.
Haven't had the same support at home about me coming out here and going all out. So she saw the rob against the fence the other night, and and she saw my
careful.
tumble afterwards. And wasn't loving it. Loving it.
I bet.
But it's that was definitely a turnkey moment in the season for me, at least. Of my effort level out here and not wanting to do that again, because I know myself. That ball, I'm like a dog for that ball. I will probably do anything to catch it.
Yeah,
which is a problem.
You can't. You got one speed.
Right,
You can turn.
right.
It's hard. You can't. It's either it's on or it's not. Right.
It's a problem. Look at that, Uncle B getting. We gotta have a category like that too, where like best personality or like favorite player to watch.
Oh, yeah.
like a People's Choice kind of award. Kind of a fan favorite. And Uncle B is a great guy for that, and that was a huge loss for the Warbirds, I might say. Was Uncle B going away?
Yeah, he was like a little. He was a spark plug.
Sneakily nasty on from the left side. Decent pitcher there. All right, I'm gonna tune back into this game a bit here. We do have action going on the field. It's Ryan Murphy on the mound, Dave Seifert, and it looks like J-Dub has taught Murphy a thing or two with that slider, huh?
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's whipping
sharp.
in there.
That is a super sharp slider.
Yeah, Uncle B, man, what a personality. Miss him out here a lot.
Yeah, first time I met that guy, I was thrown off. He's a character.
I got some
like,
pretty good stories that I can't share in air with that guy.
Yeah, I bet.
But
I was like, is this guy putting on an act? And Warfield goes, no, he's like 100% serious right now. I was like, wow.
oh no, it doesn't matter though. Whoa, Taylor Briner, that was crazy. What a play. Stone Eater says Trench numbers aren't MVP. The Legends were winless before he played them. Yeah, as far as, I do think Trench brought a lot to the Legends this year. The Legends are a great story. That's a great story this year, the Legends.
Great story.
It's a great story. Those guys weren't picked. They were picked to finish 9th this year.
In the power rankings?
Yeah,
That's a mistake.
Legends are legit, dude. And they've been legit. And they found some pitching. They found some defense. Trench came and added some nice defensive presence to that team.
Yeah, we played them early in the year before the Trench trade. And, oh my.
Sweet Lord.
We played them early in the year, and we got a lot of hits and things that happened because they didn't have a third baseman at the time. And once they got Trench, it turned all those close plays that they were just missing.
Yeah, they started winning those one-run games.
Losing the one-run games.
Yeah.
Then they get Trench, and they start winning them.
That's
that
exactly
was
what
huge.
happened. And that's, what a good third baseman could do for you in this league. That's why you see teams like the Snappers have Caps and GK out there exclusively. That's all they're really to do is to play defense. You got guys.
There he is. I got you, Trench. I'm hyping you up.
You got guys like Zoe. You see Zoe deployed a lot, just defensive only. I mean, it's big to have those guys there. They do get you wins, and that's 100%. You nailed it with the Legends losing those close games, and then that started to change a little bit this year. And you saw it last week, taking 3 close ball games off the Snappers, and a guy like Trench can, solidify that hot corner. And that was always the Legends' bugaboo for 3 seasons. It was defense, man. They were the worst defensive team out here for seasons,
They're solid on
and now,
defense
with Wickfield has plugged some gaps there short, and Trench there at third, that has turned the tables a little bit.
Taravella and Osgood, when they're in the outfield, is one of the best outfield combos in the league.
You know what's crazy is Taravella in the summer season, he went through some crazy slump in the outfild, man.
Really?
He'll tell you, man. He went through like a 2-week slump where he could not catch a thing out there. I mean, and it's turning around. Taravella's been playing out here a while.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these legends have been playing out here a while, man. So it's fun to see these guys evolve and grow. And Osgood as well. He's been out here a long time. J-Rock. Those are really good guys that have been out here a long time. And Taravella especially, his game has grown and evolved, and he's very highly improved player.
He's an absolute maniac in the outfield, going for balls,
Yeah, he
crashing
is.
into the wall, diving. Like he's
Scary.
He's fun to watch. He's good.
Scary.
Wow, I see, because I'm just a rookie first year, so like some of these things are a fresh perspective. Like I've never seen the struggle on a Taravella. Like I've just seen what I've seen this year. The guy's a ball player.
Yeah, I mean, we've been out playing. A lot of us have been playing with each other for a long time now. I mean, it's really interesting. I didn't think, I got off to a crazy start this year, and I was surprised because I've faced these guys so many times, and these guys know me so well. I mean, it's really a true cat and mouse game out here.
Yeah,
I've been facing Stein. I've been facing some of these other guys. Let's see, Loman not so much. Briner, Weber, J-Dub. I've been playing against these guys now for a better part of 2 years. And it's
get books.
Yeah, it's you get books on guys. You got to play that little chess game. And
well, we always
a lot of that's going on out here.
Me and J-Dub, we always do me, J-Dub, and Lede a lot. We'll go, like, if you could redraft the league, like, who would be your first, like, picks and stuff.
Yeah.
And, it's always, like, Chin's always up there, you're always up there, Gannon's always up there.
Gannon's huge. Sandy Wan's probably a big one,
like, and I know, like, from talking to guys, we always say who's, like, the person last person you want to see in the box. Jim Dodos' name pops up a lot.
Yeah, it's just the scowl, That's it.
You swing in, like, I think as hard as you hit the ball, it's like it's embarrassing, like getting something hit that hard off you. It's tough.
Yeah, I like to hit I'm angry at that ball, man.
Yep.
I've never liked it since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Never really liked the ball much, and
yeah, my mom sent me a picture of me at like 10 years old pitching, and it's like the same face.
Yeah.
I'm still growling.
Yeah, me too.
Looking angry.
Yeah, I kind of get that love for the game in you, and then it's kind of weird. I tell this story a lot with PLW. Finished my playing career, and I actually turned down some professional contracts later in my career. I wanted to start my career. I didn't want to be that guy that hung on to baseball too long and and hung on to competition, and I already thought I used a lot of my 20s probably hanging on too long with coaching and things like that. And got into the slow pitch softball stuff. It's not the same, right?
Right.
I got out here and you discover this, and the approach, it's something I hadn't felt in like 10 years. Like having a plan at the plate again.
Yes.
Like having like a 2-0 or 2-1 count pro, like getting count leverage, getting into good counts. Softball, I don't worry about that garbage.
No.
I'm out there just trying to hit jacks.
What do I want to do with the ball?
What do I do with this floater here? You know? So like getting out here, it really brought back for the first time in like a decade, and maybe a little more than that.
That's so cool to hear you say that.
Taking that approach back. Yeah. It took me a while to get going, man. Tannic will tell you, Trench will tell you, like I would have that softball mentality where I'm just swinging at everything. I had to learn how to walk again, man. Like I don't want to walk, I came out of that attitude, like I'm out here to hit bombs.
Right.
And I think a lot of guys share that attitude where you got to come out here and watching guys like Kyle Lohman play on the Night Owls and guys that, almost make a PLW career with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How important it is to this league. You really had to find out how to kind of get that approach back again, man. And,
dude.
And that's something that PLW has provided me personally,
Yeah, and without getting too much into it, like today I'm 19 months sober today, and
congratulations.
A lot of my stuff was when you get in these talking with people and stuff is where did it kind of go different for you? And for me is when baseball ended. I stopped playing baseball, and it was like I kind of just started doing other things and getting off that path.
I've seen that happen to a lot of guys.
And I didn't know what to do when I didn't have baseball anymore. And so for me, recently finding out, like, God, that's kind of where it went bad. And then I found this league, and it just kind of gave me that love, that how much I missed baseball. I didn't realize how much I missed it. I missed the camaraderie with the guys, battling at the plate, approaches, and just being around the game. This ain't slow pitch softball. Slow pitch softball is fighting and jokes, and it's who can still hit and be the drunkest guy on the field. It's a circus.
Yeah.
And this has just been the community, the guys. Nobody's made me feel bad about not being a guy that doesn't drink or anything.
Sure.
You guys have all been awesome, and it's just been such a neat experience, and it was a piece of my life that I was missing, man. Just being around something like this. This has been one of the most amazing things I got to experience, in my life. It's bigger than just playing wiffle ball. It's just being around ball players, good people, good human beings. It's just a beautiful, beautiful. I love it. That's why I'm out here every time. I love it. I love everybody out here.
That's kind of what this started as, this kind of started as a community. It's volunteer based, man. We're all here. It's a constellated effort, kind of a one goal kind of thing, and it's grown so much, and it's a lot of personalities, a lot of things go down out here. It's not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but it does provide a great community, and that's a great story, Cody. I think you gained yourself quite a few fans. Right there.
It just kind of came out. It's
I think it's very relatable.
It's meant more to me than just playing wiffle.
Sure.
It's not just playing wiffle ball for me. I want to do good. I want to perform, and it's given me something that I realized I missed. It took me 15 years to realize what I was missing. I didn't know what I was missing.
I mean, I've heard that story from so many ex-ball players where you spend 20 years of your life practicing. You got 8 to 10 to 15 hours of your day, going home practicing after practice. There's so much is blocked away. And it all ends for all of us at some point. Sometimes you're 35 and it ends. Sometimes you're 19 and it ends, but it ends.
Right.
And what do you do with that time gap? And a lot of guys for the first few years go down that. It doesn't go. I've had really good friends go down that path. And even myself to an extent. So. So that's a great story, Cody, and really relatable and really inspirational, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Thank you.
And absolutely congrats again on your sobriety. And
Thank you.
You got a good supporting cast out here at PLW.
Yeah, everybody's been great, man. I've had no issues, and that's what's made it. This is a safe, fun place. That's crushed.
Enough about us, though.
Yeah,
Cody.
let's move. Hey, let's get in. Let's
get back to. I've had my time.
Sorry. Let me wipe my tears away real quick. Hold on, let me get back.
Yeah. We haven't talked about the game in innings here.
Me and Jim were having a moment. Remember the old beer? I love you, man. A little moment.
Okay, back to ball here as Nick Novella jolted.
All right, shove it down the pipe. Let's go. Here we go. Let's get it going, boys.
And now I'm going to start setting up here. is the fact of teams finishing 27-27, which if the Night Owls win this game, and they win, if the Night Owls win, and I just want to see carnage now. I want to see our standings at 27-27.
Oh, yeah.
Cajuns, Bombers, Night Owls, Snappers, all at 27-27. And then we can start debating about how stupid our tiebreakers are. And we can have somebody complain. I'm sure somebody will.
Yeah, because it's going to be weird because it's going to be a scenario where, like, you're going to have a tiebreaker on somebody. That team that you have a tiebreaker on is going to have a tiebreaker that I'm going to sound like Phillips if I get going, but you know what I mean. Everybody's gonna have something on somebody. So I feel like it's gonna come down to run differential, but I don't know. It's gonna be crazy.
Right. There's the debate. It's going to be run differential. For next season, it's going to be head to head and run different. What's more important? What weighs more? Because we've done it differently in seasons past. It wasn't always head to head. I want to say run differential was the kicker in seasons past. So I think I want to shake this back to the summer season or something and see if they had the same scenario, what would have happened. I need to go back to that. The guys like Lohman and Chad would know that stuff. And I think we would have had a different outcome if it was a summer season with some of those rule sets.
Yeah.
We've been pretty progressive about changing the rules and evolving.
That's what's neat. Yeah.
We've tried divisions. We've tried certain things, and we've it's evolved to the product that it is today. So,
even divisions like in
that's how we made the playoffs.
Yeah, like in other sports now, with the way like baseball, it's an interleague. Like, really, the divisions. I mean, it just makes you play a certain team more. Which
Smitty,
out here, how can
Sorry.
you? It's weird in this kind of thing. Like, why it wouldn't be fair to play the Vaders more than you play the anybody. You know what I mean?
It happens in sports. But pretty much every sport that happens. I mean, you get the NBA, they play the Pacific Division 4 times. They play the Western Conference teams 3 times. Eastern Conference teams, you get a home and away. And
but it's like the divisions in pro sports, we're traveling across country, so a lot of that is for
regional and travel.
You're going to play these teams more because you guys are all in California.
A lot of that is financial motivated as well. It's too expensive to do that. Exactly, I agree.
There's a reason the Dodgers and Giants play 19 times and the Padres, and so it makes sense for that.
And we're all here, so it does make sense. To have it. But it's a lot of games, and we played a lot of games this year, man.
Yeah,
I think 18 weeks. I think we've seen, and I think this is this game too. I think a lot of us, especially, oh my goodness, DHJ throwing cookies, baby,
coming in like a position player in a pro game. Just
18 weeks is long, man. A lot of us are tired.
I'm tired.
I think I haven't competed this long in a long time.
Yeah.
18 weeks is longer than an NFL season, man.
Bro, Jim, if we were pros, we'd be deciding if we're retiring right now. I mean, I'm 37, you're 35, right?
I'm turning 36.
We'd be told we're old and need to start thinking about our broadcasting career or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'm still maybe considering that in PLW, man, broadcasting career.
You still got a lot of years. You're the Tom Brady of this thing. You're going to be going a long time.
Oh,
you're
boy.
in good shape.
I've been in better shape, but I'm going to come back next season and I will be coming back in fantastic shape.
That's my goal. I'm gonna get back under 200. I want to drop 20 or 30 and feeling good because my defense, I feel, goes to the wayside when I have the weight on.
Exactly.
I need to lose the weight.
Yeah, your butt gets too big. You can't bend over.
The gut.
Yeah, the gut gets in the way. You can't touch the turf anymore.
Yeah. And when I do get down and try to dive, it's so much weight going to the ground. It just tumbles. My elbows are all scarred up.
Yeah, you had a pretty good one last night, it looked like. Yeah. Oh, it's a left-handed Mercial. And it's switch hitting. All the switch hitters are hitting bombs.
Wow. 3-run ding-dong.
Goodness gracious.
Mercial.
S. Parent has a good question. I want to address the chat a little bit here. Keep everybody involved here. S. Parent has a good question. Which team had the most disappointing season based on roster? Warbirds, probably a lot of people did have the Warbirds finishing higher than where we're at.
I mean, I guess it could change Friday, but to me, the Bombers.
Bombers would be probably the one that comes to mind the highest.
Because for me, like, those brothers are all, like, they just had, like, if they could have had Grenier here all season, he's a stud. Like, they didn't get him a lot. Hollis missed a lot. I just think...
Right. No, I think the Bombers is a good answer. I mean, they still had a good season. Their record's not embarrassing.
No, but to me, they're like a top
Right.
Like
and
they
it just
have,
shook out weird, didn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
it just had such a middle. You guys came in and kind of that new X factor that kind of shook things up a little bit and kind of changed the guard a little bit and put some pressure on some of these teams, man. So I think the Cajuns, Warbirds are up there. The Vipers to an extent.
Because
Snappers as well.
Yeah. Snapper. I mean,
Vader?
but they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh.
Dolby.
Oh. This has got the team off. Goodness. Parent was thinking Bomber. That's a really good question.
It's
really
getting so crazy out here. We got Bird umpiring third base, so you know it's a lackadaisical day. But that was crushed. But yeah, for me, Bombers. I just feel like Bombers should be a playoff team.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. But not a lot of wrong answers I'm looking at here. But a very good question. I enjoyed that.
That's
Keep
good.
it up, chat. In Game 3, me and Cody are going back to. We're calling Game 3.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going Game 3 hardcore. We're going to get the Wiffle points going. We're going to hype it up in Game 3. So now's a good chance to get some. That was a great question. And did he catch that?
What a great catch!
I'm not sure if he caught that. I thought they hit the ground.
Bird has an out.
Bird's got an out on third base umpire.
Bird has an out, so I'm going to say it hit the ground.
Oh, it's tough. Replay there. Yeah.
We missed it. Who's throwing the ball at me?
Yeah, who did that?
Is that J-Dub?
Was it J-Dub? Was it Jesse?
You're going to get the scowls from Dodos and Reynolds.
I know.
That's going to be a problem
we
for
will be
anybody on the
scowling.
field.
I will be scowling. A swing and a miss there from a Logan Christie.
Chris Warfield says Warbirds Bombers.
Warfield had high, I speak for Chris here. I mean, he definitely had high expectations for the Warbirds this year. And with the roster we had, I think you can make a good case for it. Sean just didn't have a great first half of the season, And now with the Night Owls, he's, the player that we thought we picked up, and it didn't work out. I regressed on the mound quite a bit for the Warbirds. That was big. I had a really good fall season on the mound, and the lack of practice out here killed me on the mound.
The way
I pitch, I throw 85 miles an hour, and I have a hard time keeping under 55.
Right.
So I got to pitch. I pitch a little different. I throw a lot of split fingers. I just couldn't get my feel back. I needed more bullpen time, and just none of my pitches were really doing what I wanted to. So, and Patricus has been pitching out here so long. A lot of these guys have faced Patricus so much, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only rely on one guy for so many seasons,
Yeah.
And we've relied on Matty for a long time.
Well, and you guys will have Mayo in Mayo's one of the best pitchers out here.
That was a great pickup,
and that's a huge pickup.
Chris.
Yeah, and I didn't know.
And Buck's having a great second half of the season.
Yeah,
we all just got off the horrible starts.
I didn't know Mayo was that good of a hitter.
No, Mayo's a great hitter. That's half the reason I wanted him.
And see, for me, I just seen Night Owls, he wasn't always batting, and then when you guys got him, all of a sudden he started banging them out. I'm like, whoa! Right. I didn't realize. God, the way he hits and he pitches, he's a top player in this league.
No, Mayo's legit, dude. I mean, he's been out here since day one as well. He's another legacy guy.
Yeah.
I just think the Warbirds, we had 5 guys really struggling at the same time, man. Where I wasn't, and it was just created this dynamic where
it was bad timing.
It was just tough, man.
Because you were going nuts.
I was going crazy.
And then Buck was struggling.
And then we just had 5 guys struggling at the same time, and it just worked out like that, man.
Yeah.
And it was tough, and we couldn't just seem to all get going at the same time. And then I left for that series against the Ones. Everybody got going. One of those weird things. It's it felt like it was my fault almost,
Yeah. Which
that's ridiculous,
not,
obviously,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But for teams that get along, nobody gets along better. Warbirds are a really tight team.
Yeah,
man. We hang out a lot. We have a lot of the same interests. We golf together. We go out to dinner a lot after games. We like doing stuff together.
That's what
it just didn't work out, man. We just couldn't quite get things going at the same time, and we lost some heartbreakers. We lost a couple heartbreakers. We lost one to the Cajuns early in the season. We lost a few games that really turned the tide, and I think the morale just started slipping a bit, man.
Yeah.
And then it snowballed on us. And then once we figured out we're kind of out of it, we've really focused on the fun aspect of it the last few weeks.
Absolutely.
So, been a bit, but disappointing season for sure. But now fast pitch agreements. We have a couple.
Oh wow.
Fast pitch agreements here. Sidekick. That's a big update. It's big for the Dodos bankroll there. Oh.
Oh,
and the
God.
fast pitch agreements. I'm gonna get our viewers kind of on this here. We have a bunch of fast pitch guys out here as well, like Sean Merciel. James Stein's a noted fast pitch pitcher here in the wiffle ball community. Taylor Briner as well, and they might have an agreement on here as well. You see some faster pitching where these guys are going to agree to some rules. I saw that was a called strike on Weber at 77. These guys are agreeing to play fast pitch rules here. But game 3, Mark, I'm trying to address that right now, just so we don't get confused. But these guys are agreeing to play some fast pitch for this game here. For people just tuning in, we had a 3-game series where the Night Owls needed to sweep the Snappers to have any chance at the playoffs. They lost game 1. This game 2 has been a bit exhibition, I will say.
Yeah.
A bit of the exhibition field, a little spring training field to this game. Me and Cody are not messing around in game 3. We're going to call the heck out of game 3.
Coming at it like it's game 7 World Series.
That's right.
I hope they do, too.
We're going to be Vince Scully and Steve Lyons in for love of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only time I saw Vin with a partner.
Yeah, well, Vin, because I'm a big Dodger fan. Vin used to do games with Don Drysdale.
Oh, that's right.
When Drysdale passed away.
That's right. That's true.
He couldn't get another guy. He didn't want to go another guy.
Wow. And the Dodgers kept him on, man.
Yeah.
A lot of networks today would probably fire a guy for that.
Yeah, Vinny is just too perfect.
It's not happening. Not happening. I mean, imagine the prima donna you'd be labeled today if you did that. It's hard to get a solo gig today in broadcasting.
Yeah, is there anybody that does it still? I don't think there's anybody that does it, right? On the solo thing? Vinny was the last guy.
I'm sure some local regional guys can do it.
Yeah.
I can name some YouTube stuff where there's solo guys, but it's tough to find these days.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
lost
gotta
art.
be hard. Can you imagine sitting there doing this by yourself for
I've done it up here a few times.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I have. I think with wiffle ball, I like it because I just never shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basic, and I'm good at that.
Yeah.
So
That would be tough, though.
Oh, GK getting into one. Oh, it's Kyle Lohman on defense. And that is going to end game 2. It is going to end game 2.
All right.
Okay.
When I hear that PLW logo go on,
That's right.
The scowl's coming on, and we're getting in.
That's right. We're going to be right back after this. Let's take a quick break. Game 3, we're coming at you.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's what we mean.
It's
we mean
on.
business right now. It's on. Jim Dodos, Cody Reynolds. Game 3 of a 3-game set. Not going to mess around here. Exhibition feel there in game 2. But there is a little something to play for here. The Night Owls did win game 2. That's an official victory for the Night Owls.
Yep.
And we will have some drama of teams finishing 27-27. I want to see that happen.
Yeah, that's definitely something to play for. I'm sure the Night Owls want to win now. I mean, it gets them up in the standings for the relegation tournament, gives you more chances to avoid relegation, right? And avoid that, and get to play more wiffle. So they should go for it.
There's something about finishing 500.
Yeah, finishing 500.
I mean, that's kind of a little bit of a pride point in the season is getting to that 500 mark, and being a competitor in this league.
Better than being 26 and 28.
Yeah, sure, and getting 4 teams. It kind of speaks to just the parity we have. I was kind of talking to Tom about this. 51 bits from Matty P. I love that.
I love Patricia, such a good guy.
But parity and a little variance to this sport. There's a little variance out here. I mean, when the wind gets blowing and the ball starts flying, I don't want to call it luck, but there's a little bit of randomness to our game, right?
Absolutely. There was some times on the Lightning we'd be here like volunteering all week, and I'd be like, oh my God, the wind is blowing.
Right.
And we get to our Friday game, and it was like, there's no wind. Where's the wind? And I'm sure everybody has stories like that, but it does change throughout the week.
It changes the game big time.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt there's randomness out here, and that the margins of victory are very, very slim.
Yep.
And either team can commit those mistakes on any given night to hand the other team a victory, and that's part of why you just see so many close teams in the standings here. And we might have, after tonight, if the Night Owls take this game, we will officially have 3 at 27-27. A miracle sweep from the Warbirds would put the Sandvipers there. And if the Bombers sweep the Lightning, which perfectly could happen for sure, we'll have the Bombers there as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So, game number 3 underway. Not messing around. GK, James Stein, coming at you here. Snappers don't lead. I thought the Night Owls took that game, correct?
Yeah, so we're 1-1.
So it's 1-1 if we can, get that corrected on our graphic there. Top of the first inning, 1-2 count.
Yeah, it's definitely a 1-1 series.
GK, swing and a miss.
Good
Not a
swing by
1-2
GK.
count, now a 1-2 count. Apologies.
Led last game off with a home run.
He did.
It was a tank over the palm trees on the container.
Yeah, let's get those bets going. Let's get some wiffle points flying. Come on. Let's see it.
Ooh, God, that was
there.
a great finger change. When when Stein and Gannon throw those, it looks like it just stops and halfway there.
Yeah, the finger change, besides the knuckleball, I think the finger change is something you've seen really take over this year. A lot of pitchers, Leday has one.
Yep.
Gannon has one. Stein has one. Dalby has thrown one. And I've seen a lot of guys trying to work on it as well. A lot of guys, Taravella works on it. So that's probably the next pitch that you're going to see next year, really guys dig into and figure out. And everyone's going to be throwing it. That was swinging. It looks like I thought J-Dub offered at that, and the
sure
broken
did.
bat will confirm.
I feel like that bat breaks every week, but somehow it gets fixed.
Yeah, the Snappers lead the league in recycling broken bats for sure. And I'm going to get involved here in the chat a little bit. I'm going to, definitely, if you're a first-time viewer, first-time chatter, please let us know in the chat. I'm gonna bust out the wallet a little bit here, and it's probably my last broadcast of the regular season, last game broadcast of the regular season. Want to thank our viewers who have stuck around 18 weeks, Cody. I mean, no TikTok tonight, 350 strong. I mean, we have such a loyal following. And in this game 3, we're going to call the heck out of it, and I'm going to definitely be active in the chat, trying to gift out some subs. So if you're a new viewer, just coming on to us for the first time, definitely say what's up in the chat, and we're going to get you going here. And that's ground ball off his foot there.
Oh, did that get there? Oh, it hit off Wilson's foot. First time chatter, the tripper.
Now, what happened? They're saying we have a little bit of issue with the bets. And that's high, right field.
They fixed it. Get back in there.
Yeah, the guys will fix it, guys. But yeah, that's gonna.
We know.
We got it. We're on it. We've not the first rodeo for us here. Wiffle points are open. I do see bets flying in. And we'll take care of everybody on that side. Sometimes they get committed to the wrong side. I have big fans. That's Scott Burley. I know who that is. Primer. He does it the right way. 6 months of Prime. We will get the bets paid out. I'm sure these guys down there will.
Yeah, they get it always.
Look at that. But hey, if you don't take care of our chat, though, these guys riot, man.
They will turn
Hey,
on
don't
you.
mess with our Twitch chat, dude. I feel you guys. They will fix it. I do promise. But Nikki D, get it in there. Lay the wood, Nikki. Come on. I'm not scared to bet. I know Davella, and he's never scared to bet.
He always throws on
that man's never scared to
bet. Stein's hard enough to hit. Anyways, why is Caps going one-handed here?
Caps is known for going one-handed. It goes back to his
really?
it goes back to his co-ed days where he thinks he had success for that for a while. He actually went through a long period where he thought that was a better way to hit. And we like to give Caps a hard time for that. So yes, you should continue to do that.
That's the second craziest thing I heard tonight. The first, you being a Giants and a Dodgers fan.
We've and he is a tennis player. That's kind of where the foundation of that comes. He did it, co-ed. He had some success with it, with him one-handed home runs. He's done it, but PLW pitching, I can assure you, two hands is the way to go.
I mean, Stein's one of the best in the country. You're not going to hit him with one hand.
Oh man, Twitch chat is writing over the points. I'm going to start. Yeah, I give to the community. I feel everyone's love. I'm just going to get things started here. Keep it up. Keep interacting with us.
Yeah.
I'm going to open up the wall a little bit. Jesse Caps is going to be on the mound here. We'll keep the points open for you here. Get it in.
Throws a little 12-6.
Don't be afraid to wager. They're just wiffle points here. We'll get you all taken care of. I want to see exclamation point awards back in the chat a couple times if we can. I will be helping with that.
If I can ask one question, of kind of, it's on topic, but I've asked some of the guys because it just trips me out. How did you find PLW? Like J-Dub found it on a the softball
Yeah,
chat
we were doing the Facebook group, softball groups to get some players, right? Some to tell.
And that's how you
locally.
found it?
No, I found this. You really want me to know?
Yeah.
I work in the adult industry, so I kind of work in the personal lubricant space, you can call it. We have influencers, that come by the office. One of my buddy's friends is dating, an influencer that I know. It was during the COVID times; everything was shut down. I was actually introduced in the co-ed leagues, through a buddy of a buddy that dates somebody that I know in the industry, and it got me out here playing co-ed. And then me and Tanik, I like to call myself Tanik's first competition.
Okay.
Like Tanik was tearing it up out here.
Yeah.
And I kind of was the other lefty to come along and like, all right,
new sheriff
I can hit like Adam kind of, and not new shit. I mean, Adam's legit, right? I know. So, me and Adam kind of started going heads up in co-ed. The Wednesday co-ed started, having some guys too. And then we started playing a little more seriously. And then, PLW started coming about.
Cool.
And, it was all COVID driven, man. We had nowhere to go in Vegas.
God, I moved out here, and 3 weeks later, COVID shut it down. What I wish I would have found you guys then. It would have been neat for me to meet people just moving out here on my own,
Bob Golf, you nailed it. Yeah, that's in a better way of putting it. That's kind of what I do for a living there. Yeah, good stuff.
I mean, I know we're taking this serious, but there is a hot cocoa on second base.
Yeah, and it's got a PLW logo on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about that.
It's cool.
And it's nice. Gio Battistoni always providing great shots. Man.
Gio's a great
he's a great Skycam guy. He's a good listener up there, man. He's always on point with the broadcasters, man. He's quick to provide the shot, man.
And he did really good in the booth on his first time, I thought.
He did. He was with me.
Yeah, he did. You guys
they were beating him up a little bit in the beginning, man.
And I defended him in the chat. It's nervous when you first get up here. And then by game 2, he loosened up and was great. And he wasn't bad in game 1. It's nerve-wracking. You got to figure out when you come in and when you come out. And he did great.
Right. It does take, this is something we practice, I mean, we write scripts, hours before we come up here, we're preparing. We don't, I promise you, we don't just roll the balls out and wing this thing, So a lot of work goes into this production, and it's a great, I honest to God put this on my resume, man. I put volunteer.
I heard you say that the other night. That's something I'm going to do too.
I put volunteer on my resume. And I've had interviews where I've been asked about it. I interview just to stay sharp in my kind of professional career. I do take sometimes some interviews with companies just to see what's out there, and I've had people hiring asking about it.
That's cool.
I think that's cool. That's something you're involved with in your community. So, it's. I've said to many people, I love the production side more than the playing side. At this point in my life, I'm mid-30s. This is the part that really interests me is the production. Oh, Stein, not gonna like that swing. Oh, double play ball, Murphy. Is he gonna hit Stein? That's a double play. He can't do that.
Yeah, that's a double play.
That's a double play. He reaches out with his hand, and Stein kind of gives up an out there. It's like he deserved to hit a double play.
Do you think he was trying to just foul the pitch off to not walk, and he got too much of it?
I think so. That was strange, and I do think that was going to hit the panel anyway, looking at the replay, but it was close.
When I grew up, my dad was always my baseball coach, and we always had really good teams and stuff, and even in a game where maybe it didn't matter, it wasn't going to affect I would always be like, Dad, can I bat left-handed? He's like, no, you're going to hit right-handed.
That's right.
That's what you bat. And I'm like, okay. So, the lackadaisical, I don't know any other way to play. I can't do the lackadaisical thing. It's I have to just play.
Well, you got to get you out here in our co-ed leagues.
That would be great.
That was fun. I mean, we did do the co-ed leagues.
That would be great.
That will be coming back. Hopefully we can stream one of those.
Yeah, I need to find the future Mrs. Runnels out there somewhere.
Yeah, I met my wife.
That's right.
I met my wife at PLW.
You're like my hero out here, man. You're like, I want to hit as good as you, and I want to.
Look at this, no bucket with PLW. Look at what they did to Kirby bucket. What happened?
Well, GK's behind it, so I guess it's approved. But I was worried for who was controlling that. I thought they were going to be tossed.
Mayo, my boy in the chat, asking what playoffs are looking like. Mayo heading to Paso Robles, California next week. This week, excuse me. Playoffs looking like they're set. Sand Vipers, Snappers, Legends, Ones, Vaders.
Mayo's my favorite guy to face. I talked to him after we played you guys.
Good
I was
dude.
like, dude.
All around good guy.
You're so good, and I love that I can tell you pitch like a like a ball player.
Yeah.
Like I hit one really good off him that he thought was a homer, but it stayed in the yard. And it was like, I knew he wasn't going to do that, so what's he going to do? And just like the chess match with him, I love that. Like you could just tell he's a ball. You could just tell he's a ball player, and he thinks the game out. He's not my favorite guy to face because he's fun to hit, but he's my favorite guy to face because the way he competes.
Right. Mayo has been legit since the moment he stepped out here, dude.
Yeah, he's a
he's
stud.
been he's like evolved with when the competition wasn't so good. He dominated, and he still dominates when the competition is where it's at now. And he's just a guy that's just kind of stayed through time, man, and he's evolved with the league, and he's still a gamer. Cash Money knows my hometown. That's very, very specific there, Cash Money. I don't know. Cash Money tends to do this from time to time, and he never tells me who he is. I need to know.
He knows where you're from?
Yeah, he knows, like, that's a very specific part of where I'm from. Like, that's not just like the vicinity, right? That's like the neighborhood I'm from. That's like the town I'm from. Like, yeah, that's like the, I grew up there.
Like if somebody says, okay.
Yeah, like people that know me know that.
Yeah.
Like
I say I'm from Southern California.
Like nobody in PLW knows I'm from Orchid.
I've never even heard of that.
Right. So Cash Money, you got to show yourself.
Yeah.
I need to know who you are. You send me a whisper or something like that, or you can just say it. But
Celtics took game
not
3.
the first time Cash Money's done something like that, and he never tells me who he is. There's a little bit of fast pitch from Murcio. Murcio, a vaunted fast pitch guy.
Yeah, he throws hard, man.
Jake B, it says Santa Maria, California, you're right, which would be, so Jake B, that's why I'm saying that it's very specific. Like the mailing address of where I grew up is Santa Maria, California. College Baseball Info says that. Orchid, California is like the hood I'm from, It's not even a registered city, that's like a town.
Yeah, like
so
I'm from
Cash Money, you're scaring me a little bit.
I'm from Elsinore.
It's Jeff Hammond. I know exactly who that is. All right,
nice.
good, man. I show you. I like it. Guy, thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, good stuff.
Guy you grew up with?
Shout out to Orchid, California. Yeah, O-Town, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. Definitely a guy from the Little League circles, man.
Okay.
So, yes.
That's cool.
And definitely went to the same high school and all that stuff. So, very cool to see people in the chat that I know. And
yeah, I love that. I have buddies that hit me that I grew up with that tell me they listen when I'm in the booth and stuff.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, I went home. I hadn't visited home for a while. I went home, and first time in probably 6-8 months, I went home, and that's all anybody asked me about was POW, man.
Yeah.
I mean, all you heard making fun of me. Oh, man.
Gannon cracking one.
Yeah. If you can go back up to me again, and I'll turn the favor.
I'll cheers you.
Got that Gatorade, baby. Get in there. Love it. But yeah,
Cheers, Tommy.
Everyone asking about my concussion. Everyone was out. I'm talking 10, 15 people I ran into, man.
Yeah.
Because I played in a charity golf tournament, so I did run into a few people, and they're PLW this. You're 35-year-old playing wiffle ball. What are you doing? What's going on? Like you're weirdo. I'm from like a farm town, agricultural town. What the hell are you doing out there? So it was pretty funny, man. And it just speaks to our reach, right? And
dude, I played a softball tournament a few months back, and literally people in the stands were like, ground ball to Murphy. Murphy's got a cannon. Boom. People were like, hey, you can't let, like the softball guys, can't let the wiffle ball guy beat us. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know who these people
Get
are.
out here and try.
Yeah, and they were like, let the wiffle ball guy. So I had like this crowd. Wilson, that's how I kind of met Wilson. Wilson was there, and I had a mask on because I was pitching. He's like, who is it? They're saying the wiffle ball guy. And the crowd was like yelling at me and going, and then I ended up pitching a shutout in a softball game, and I just bowed to the crowd, and it was like, yeah, the wiffle ball guy took it to you today. It was
That's
cool.
right.
But it was cool, dude. I had so many people. Whoa, Bob's golf's bad. That's my town.
Marietta.
Marietta, right down the street.
You're an IE guy.
Lake Elsinore.
Yeah.
He said Marietta. He's down from Lake Elsinore. I wonder who that is. I wonder if he knows me.
That's some good ball on that side of the.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the good, really good ball in there. That part of the state for sure.
All those little towns have 3 high schools now.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Marietta has 3 high schools. Temecula has 3 or 4. Elsinore has 3 high schools. It's crazy.
Hot Rod Odyssey. I missed that. I saw that little paragraph you sent. I did miss it. I'm sorry. You can re-say that. PLW baseball game in the offseason. I think you're going to see some fun stuff in the All-Star season. Odyssey there. The problem with lube is I don't have enough chances to use one. Is there one that doubles as a topping for Sundays? Hot Rod, I got you. We do sell lubricant that actually you can put on ice cream. So I got a whipped cream flavor for you. I got like creme brulee, I got some crazy stuff.
Creme
dude.
brulee.
I got strawberry flavored if you want your vanilla ice cream to taste a little better. So yeah, man. I've actually done that at a show before. I've actually poured lubricant on ice
Shows?
cream. Yeah, like conventions and stuff.
okay.
Yeah, we'll be out there doing stuff like that. So Hot Rod,
Nice.
I did see that at the corner of my eye, and I knew it was something like that. And so I wanted to make sure I got that.
That's great.
Make sure I got that. That was, but yeah, man, we do all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Dodos is blushing up
We
here.
got a really Las Vegas.
Oh, nice play, Jesse.
Jesse Cavs, a defensive wizard out here. As we're scoreless. Everybody asking what I do now. I let the cat out of the bag, man. Let the cat
That
out
was
of the bag.
breaking news to me as well.
Yeah. I'm very Las Vegas
Funny.
job. Yeah, Rod. Don't worry. That was a great question, man. That was a great question. Not much really. Yeah, man. It's basically just glycerin and sugar. Not much to it.
Yeah.
Glycerin and water. Excuse me.
Amazing.
Not that much to it. Definitely edible.
Yeah.
So as you can,
Bless
I'll
your
let you
heart.
guys do the rest of the imagination work there. But yeah, having a lot of fun. Yeah. We the priest. We have had a few of those. Probably everyone here at the establishment has had hot cocos after that
I
game.
mean, they're sitting on the field on the bases.
I knew it was going to be like this. You know, if game one didn't go the Night Owl's way, I had a feeling even the teams were going to kind of get exhibition-y on us here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it did kind of render these games.
And they showed up. The first game was as intense as any game this year. They were going at each other, and it was a great game. But once the playoff thing was set, I mean,
It's foul. He's going for 100 here. Yeah, I think he's going for 100 career home runs.
this is a big moment.
Yeah, I think I do see some people. Yeah, the Snappers are watching this at bat here. And Murcial is aware. I don't think he's going to want to give it up.
No.
Do you want to give up the number one home run, number 100? And then he might have just done it. No, with an absolute hot cocoa in hand.
Oh no!
What a co-ed move that was.
He needs the Tanner Roundy Savage necklace on after that play.
Stone Eater, sorry, Stone Eater. We'll get back onto the game a little bit, man. I understand our viewers are probably like, what the heck's going on here? Talking about lubricant and
Cash Money's your boys.
yeah,
even
my
confused.
boys from back home. You know, like nobody knows what's going on.
The heck is going?
Yeah, a little bit of an exhibition feel at the moment. You know, I thought that was a great catch. Very talented there.
Yeah, that was a cool play.
Yeah, not a drop spilled. Nailed it. Not a drop spilled. Yeah, big time play.
You see plays like that made in the stands at major league games
Yeah.
when the dad's holding his kid
Yeah.
and make a play on a ball. So that was pretty cool.
Those get me out of my seat. You know,
Yeah.
Like, I get the home runs, the stuff on the field, but a nice solid dad holding the baby and then holding the beer and then still making the play. You know,
Yeah.
somehow it just shows you true dad strength.
Yeah.
No, not.
Beautiful moment.
Don't have one of those duck hearts. No, duck. We're going too far.
Todos, can you hear me?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
who is that?
I'm over here on the first baseline.
Oh, we have a correspondent.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're
What's
just
going on down there? I mean, it's an exhibition feel in the booth. It feels like a little exhibition-y down there.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for us, after we lost game one, we were stuck. We couldn't be the 6th seed, which is the seed in PLW that is safe from both the playoffs and relegation. So we're going to be in either the 7th or the 8th seed, so we're going to play in that relegation tournament. So a little bit of an experimental feel for us for the Night Owls right now.
We've felt the same energy,
Yeah.
and we've matched it up here in the booth. Our viewership is confused, but I think we're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still some plenty important games to be played the rest of this week. Sand Vipers need to get a win tomorrow night, I believe, to officially clinch their spot in the playoffs. But yeah, you know, sometimes at the end of the season, end of the NBA season or the NFL season, you know, same here in PLW, that there's just some games that mean less than others. And, you know, tonight we're just trying to do a little experimenting, get some other guys' chances.
After 18 weeks, Kyle, yeah, I think this is a little bit of a release, too. You know, I've been competing hard for 18. Oh, my gosh. That ball was lasered.
Ball was
Goodness.
absolutely smoked by my head.
Goodness. Yeah, I mean, 18 weeks of competition. I think it's good to just let some steam out a little bit and get ready for a pretty big week ahead.
Yeah, there's been a lot of emotions on the field from everybody.
Yep.
Especially the last month or so of this season. Got teams fighting for playoff spots,
Yep.
trying to avoid relegation. You know, the Vaders tried to clinch the number 1 seed, and they did so last night. You know, a lot of emotions out here on the field, so it is good to kind of go back to the backyard feeling every once in a while and just play some fun whiffs, and that's kind of what's going on tonight. A couple of guys hitting from the other side of the plate.
Yep.
You're seeing some guys getting opportunities on the mound that haven't had some earlier this year. So fun atmosphere down here.
Well, we do kind of want some carnage, Kyle. I'm going to keep you for a little longer. I mean, if the Night Owls win this game, we do have 3 teams with 27 and 27 records. That's pretty cool. With the Bombers, with the chance to join that crowd with a sweep over the Lightning.
Yeah, there was an opportunity for a 5-way tie at 27 and 27.
And that still can happen.
And it still can happen,
Yeah.
which would be just interesting to see exactly how the tiebreakers work out. I kind of know all of them off the top of my head, but not for sure where everybody's going to be slated. But obviously, everybody rather be higher than lower in the standings.
I love the production value here. Got some on-field analysis. Kyle Wellman joining us on field. This is something you'll see our broadcast do during the playoffs. Kyle, we've given a little preview maybe to what we've done. We've done this in the playoffs in the past here.
Yeah, we're definitely planning on having an on-field correspondent during the playoffs. We have a little bit of a technical difficulty occasionally because the microphone that we currently use doesn't have as much range as we'd like.
Sure.
I'd love to be able to go into center field or up on the container and give you real, play-by-play or behind-the-scenes look from up there as well. But we're going to work and try to get those kinks out in these last few days before the playoffs and bring a great product for the playoffs next week.
Yeah, I think we're in for a really good week of action next week. I do plan on being involved from an umpire and a broadcaster point of view, and looking forward to really wrapping this thing up with a bang here, Cody. I mean, we've put so much time and effort into this, man. I mean, we can't. This playoffs is coming, and we're gonna go out with a bang, man.
Yeah, absolutely. These last few weeks have been a real grind, but it's going to be like a recharge when the playoffs start Monday. It's going to be good.
Right, and I think this is kind of nice. Like I was kind of talking with Kyle, that a little bit of a release, man. Like we've been competing hard, man. You could see the wears on some people, man. It's worn on me a little bit, man. I've been competing hard, 18 weeks. It's a long time to ask somebody to stay competitive, and I think these two teams are going to take a little bit of a breather here, and the Warbirds, we've been doing that for the last few weeks, but I guarantee you in the relegation games, we'll be bringing it.
Dude, it's hard. I mean, like me and Will Morris, Will Morris is like a lineman, dude. He's like up on the light poles and digging like he works his butt off during the day. It's not like we're pros and we sit at home and just show up for wiffle ball. Like we have regular lives, so there's days where my work doesn't care that I have a game on a Tuesday night. I got to go do 7-8 calls, and it's 100, and I have to get here. It's a lot when you got to do your regular life and come out here and play. It's a long season.
It is. It's something you got to juggle and balance, and then you got home life. Like a lot of us that work jobs, that 5:30 to 9 o'clock time, getting laundry done. Doing dishes, keeping the house clean, all that stuff. So. Look, we have more offside work stuff going on.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to Taylor Briner, who you were well aware that you were 1 home run away from 100 in that last at bat. What was going through your head? Were you really trying to hit one out tonight, maybe off a pitcher that hasn't had as many innings? Does it mean the same thing, getting to that 100 first, no matter who it's off of?
Honestly, 100 home runs is 100 home runs in my opinion.
Yeah.
And especially hitting out to dead center, I don't feel bad, but I don't mind getting taken away like that. I was ribbing him, but I want 100 to be an absolute nuke, so we're going to swing out of our shoes.
Nice.
You heard it there. Yeah. 3-time reigning MVP Taylor Briner. Yeah, it's been a back and forth race a little bit between Briner and Tanek as to who would be the first one to get to that 100 mark. I believe Briner's about 8 or 9 ahead of Tanek at the moment. Taylor's had a few extra games played, so it may be a bit of an advantage there. But yeah, it looks like at the moment Taylor will be the first one to get to that 100. But if he doesn't get to it tonight, we're going to have to wait till next season because that's a regular season statistic.
Oh, well, good point. Good point.
Maybe Adam has a chance to hit 10 tomorrow night and be first to 100. That seems a little far-fetched.
It does seem pretty far-fetched.
I'm sure Brandon Miles is going to have something to say about that.
Mile may not be in attendance tomorrow night. Oh. Yeah, in Paso Robles, California. About
you said
45, 50 minutes north of where I grew up. Beautiful area. Him and the wife going to take a nice little wine trip there. Highly recommend it for our audience if you ever get out that way. That's a very beautiful area. Give me a shout. I can give you some good tips on where to go up that area. That's really good place to take the wife and get away from the. Hopefully, Mayo's getting away from the kid. I'm not sure if he is or not, but hopefully, him and Mackenzie are having a nice vacation out there.
Yeah.
We got Dave Seifert up. We got Jesse Capps pitching. We got a jam job to Murphy. He's going to do tip drill. 2, 3. It's volleyball time, and that was executed.
Don't do that to my guy Seifert.
This is interesting. I'm going to bring up something.
We're going to score that 6-5-1 on the put out there.
The Snappers got a big game coming up against the Sam Vipers. Would you be using this game 3 to stay sharp,
I would.
You think the Stan Viper's going to come out tomorrow and mess around?
I've said I got.
You
I
can't.
got
You
one
can't do this.
speed.
Yeah, you can't do this.
This don't work for me. I would probably just sit out and let other guys play. Honestly, this don't work. This don't flow for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, J Buff, I would agree with you. We've done a lot of on the field stuff in the past. I think you can expect more from that next season. But
I mean, one of my favorite compliments I got this year when I got traded to the Cajuns, Sashi and like Lede pulled me aside and they were just like,
Lede's hating this right now.
yes. They told me they don't care if I go 0 for 70. They just want my mentality and the
Right.
way I go about it to rub off and like be you. And it's like, that was like the coolest compliment I could get. Like, just lead and be like a guy like that. And it's hard. I was the new guy on the team, you know? But I only have one. I'm not like miserable. I have fun when I play, but it's like maybe a joke here and there, but I can't like play sloppy on the field.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm for both ways.
Yeah, I have, and it's for me. It's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it.
Like,
I can't. Do
I
it.
can, make some points the other direction. I can play devil's advocate as to why, I'm okay with it.
No, I have. Yeah, I
like
have no
Tavano,
problem.
I could probably make fun of Tavano here if I wanted to for this highlighted chat, and a 40-year-old man that just comes and, way too try of a hard guy, but I'm not going to.
Tavano's a gamer
Because
man.
I'm the same way,
Yeah.
So, but there is the other side to it. Not everyone, sometimes you need a release, man. And 18 weeks is a long season, so,
Evan Shields
now
coming in hot. That's why the Snappers are losing the playing game.
right. And now that's kind of what I was touching on.
Yeah.
I agree. But everyone's got their own style, man. I don't really. Either way for me, these guys want to come out and have a little
Yeah,
fun
it's
and
definitely-
blow some steam off, then they're more entitled to.
It's definitely something where I'm not gonna like, hey, knock it off or nothing. It's just for me.
Right.
It's like, hey, if they want to play like that, that's like, I'll just pass.
I mean, the Warbirds, we've been doing that the last 3 weeks. I mean, I'm not going to lie, the Legends series, we were quite tanked out there. I mean,
Yeah,
we
you guys were.
we were
But
hot
that
cocoed
first
out
game,
pretty good.
you were winning the whole game, and then you got walked off. I
know.
mean, and then the second game was 1-0.
So, it's everyone has a way going about it. We all know next week is all business. For those of us that have been watching the PLW all year know what we're all about.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just come from the school.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I come from like the Michael Jordan thing. He always used to say, it might be somebody's first time ever watching me.
yeah,
So
that's true, and that's why he has a lot of fans because
Yeah.
he played every night and played with that mentality.
Dodos, can you hear me now?
Let's do it. What do you got for me?
I'm down here in the dungeon with
Yeah,
Tom
I'm
Gannon.
trying to find you here. We're gonna need some camera down there then.
Here I am, down here in the dungeon, hanging out with Tom Gannon tonight. Gotta go field? I do have to field, but Tom, I want to talk to you about your potential matchup here, your matchup with the Snappers in this wild card game on Monday. What are you looking for in that series from the Sandvipers?
Well, I'm hoping we can knock them out of the playoffs for the second time. They've knocked us out of the playoffs twice, so we need to even that series, so to speak.
There you have it. The defending champs looking for a little bit of revenge against the Snappers coming up next week in the wild card matchup.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much a pretty good rivalry. The Sand Vipers and Snappers. I'd say that is the Snappers and rival. Same with the Sand Vipers. That's probably their rivals if you had to ask them. They've had some big matchups in the past. Yeah, they've met up in the playoffs every single year. And Kirby's on the field during play. What's going on out there? As I'm gonna see Sal's. Yeah, I mean Jordan was hated for that too. And Tavano, like the only way to play is to play hard and play intense. It's not the only way to play. Like there are people that hate that. Like guys, it's obnoxious at times. So. Easy. I'm like, I thought
mix of both.
I was making fun of you guys before the series last night. I thought you guys were a little too up for it. I thought you guys were a little too up for it, man. You guys were quiet. You guys looked nervous. You looked like you knew it was a big game. You looked tight.
I definitely wasn't nervous.
You looked
but
tight.
it
That's
was
probably a
tight.
better way to say it.
Probably
You guys
tight.
look tight. That's
Yeah.
something that being over competitive can bring. What if the Sand Vipers the Snappers are so relaxed today they win 15-2. You don't know how these things are going to work out next week.
Right.
I don't think this really gives any kind of insight to how next week's going to go.
No, it doesn't.
It's an easy thing to blame them on if they do lose. I will say that, but
Yeah, it's
to each their own in how they compete, man. There's so many styles.
I'm sure the snapper's going to be ready to go. It's going to be Taylor Briner on the mound versus Tom
Look at Manny
Gannon.
Ramirez, man. I mean, he was a very lackadaisical guy.
Yeah,
very
he sure-
interesting dude. Kept it loose, kept it fun.
Yeah.
And he's a Hall of Famer, right? So,
Right.
so many different ways to compete and have fun out there while you're doing it. So, we'll see how it works out. But it's a good talking point.
Yeah.
I think next week's going to be Snappers, Vipers. I don't think the Vipers are going to come tomorrow and do any of this.
No.
They're going to go like hard till the end and going to be, rah-rah guys probably and all that
They
good
can't.
stuff. So
They can't get to the 3 seed, right? It's
no,
only 4.
Yeah, they're stuck where they are. They get one win and they're stuck. And they'll have a home field advantage throughout. So
Can you pick that on 4 and 5? Like if you're the 4, can you be like, we want to be the visitors?
it's a good question. I would say Kyle Lohman can answer that. I would like that to be the case because we have documented proof that the road team has a slight advantage. So it's a great question.
The team that is the higher seed in both the wild card and the relegation round, as Shane Weber goes deep. But Logan Christie with a one-handed catch.
Goodness.
Anyway, yes, the higher seed can choose if they want to be the home.
Or the away.
Or the away. That's
We
good.
lost them.
Tavano, I don't know, Tavano. I don't know if I believe you. I see you play out there. Tavano don't mess around out there, man.
Tavano's a great guy. He's had me over at his house. He's a solid dude. I
Yeah,
love him. He's one of my favorites.
He doesn't mess around out there.
He just plays a certain way.
He plays hard, man.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's shored up that second base for the Sand Vipers quite a
In
bit.
the middle of their order.
Yeah, middle of the order, but
Oh my goodness, Briner.
Reiner trying to get number 100 there. He couldn't do it.
That
Went
was
for it.
ripped, man.
He's feeling pretty healthy.
He's swinging out of his shoes for sure. Holy moly.
They lost Casey Herzog, the really good second baseman for the Vipers. He did a lot on the defensive side for them. And Tavano, comes in and
He's swinging
goodness,
great.
Jake Kelly
Whoa.
smashing out there.
That's going to score Briner.
Does that
from
score
birth.
Briner? And we have a 2-0 ball game. As the Snappers are not trying to finish 500, they want to finish over 500.
Yeah.
Snappers are not going to give me my scenario.
No.
Heft a lot, my man.
Oh,
Have yourself a nice evening. J-Dub coming with what's this thing? Mr. Gardner. He's got the Gardner glove and a hat that I wear. I have one just like that. That's what I wear gardening.
I got one I wear like that for golf.
I like it for golf as well.
And
Especially out here, man.
I like how you can. It's like I got it at the Raiders team store. It's like you can soak it and it holds the water good. Oh my gosh, it's like just
Like
having
that.
AC on your head the whole time. Yeah, out here, dude.
Out here, golf out here, you got to protect yourself from the sun. When you're 18 holes, if you don't wear some sun protection and hats that cover it up, bucket hats are popular out here in Vegas in golf because it gives you a little bit of shade.
Yeah, I got asked to play Paiute Saturday, 12:50. I said,
things.
I said no, I can't. I play it so much, but 12:50 on Saturday. It's supposed to be like 118 Saturday.
No, maybe like 110 I saw. 118? You see 118 for Saturday, huh?
Maybe I had water in my eyes or something. The 0 looked like an 8.
Well, also different parts of Vegas, it
Yeah,
could be,
up there. There's
Yeah,
no.
up there,
there's.
yeah.
It's just you're a little closer to the sun.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But yeah, it's a. Oh, you haven't played it?
I haven't played that
Oh,
course
we got to
yet.
get out there. I got.
It's good.
I got hookups.
All right, dishes are done. I'm going to hold you to that.
Yep.
I'll be playing a lot of golf here after this season.
For the price that we play that course, the condition, there's nothing better. That's the best deal in Vegas.
Evan Shields got a tech in intramurals. Where do you draw the line of competition? This is a good topic. Where do you draw the line?
As far as what? What do you mean?
Like, getting like intramural hoops. Evan got a tech. Like softball guys arguing with umpires. Things like that. Where do you draw the line?
Well, are we talking sober C run or sober C run? I don't get tossed out of games, but unsober C run has been ran from a few softball games.
Fair enough.
I'm a classic. Would run a lot of trash talking. Teams try to go middle on me. I catch the ball. I roll it to the first baseman. Umpire, you're gone. I used to be that guy.
Oh no! Around the Adam's apple.
Right in the throat.
Oh my gosh! Who did that? It's Taylor Briner. What's the matter with you? Cody Reynolds is trying to tell us. Oh, what a camera shot! Oh my gosh, they got such a good camera angle there. Jesus. Oh,
What do I do to people to deserve this?
what was that? I got you right in the Adam's apple.
Right in the Adams apple. Play ball.
Goodness.
Let's go, Stein.
Bottom 4 here. Yeah, Stein.
Go Yard.
Yeah, actually, I don't want the Snappers to win anymore.
No, go Yard, Stein. Let's go.
Goodness. Stein does have a couple bombs tonight. Skips that one.
What do you
in the
think?
zone.
You think Stein and Dalby appreciate this kind of game?
Yeah, that's a good question. They travel out here for a bunch of for exhibition. That's a good. Yeah.
Dalby lives 6 hours, 7 hours away.
And he plays serious
lives-
wiffle ball, man.
Stein lives 2.5 hours away.
I would think that Dalby's other trips are paid for, if I am correct.
Still make your time and
Yeah, my time is more valuable. You're right. I mean, it's not a waste of time. I mean,
it's not a waste of time. I just wonder.
the Night Owls are in relegation. I mean, I'm looking forward to maybe knocking out the Night Owls. That'd be nice.
Do they make? Oh yeah, Stein's leaving.
High fly. Logan Christie, does he get it? J-Dub's there.
I think there's my answer. Stein's leaving the building.
Stein's out of here.
Cooler, bag in hand, gone.
Understandable. He's a professor. He usually doesn't play on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Stein is a Thursday, Friday guy most of the season. So
Oh, okay. So
I
he's probably
wouldn't
got
look
work.
into this too much. Yes, I think he's just packing it up to go to work.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
it's only Wednesday.
Right. If
Wednesday?
I-
Is it Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday. God, the days are just running together.
It is Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday is my broadcast night. I broadcast
Oh, yeah,
every
yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
I'll be doing next Wednesday. I have the Ones and Legends, is it?
No, you'll be ones
And the wild card. I'll have the one. I think it's Ones versus the wild card winner.
I think the Vaders already picked
The Legends.
the Legends
Yeah, so I have the Ones versus the wild card winner.
winner.
I will be broadcasting that game. And I will be, it will be a much different atmosphere and vibe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
I'm going
here.
to come in absolutely hot on Wednesday for that series.
I'm gonna be here watching if I'm not volunteering for sure.
Yeah, we're going to need you in the volunteer for sure. It's going to be a big week.
I usually just say I'm coming down here, let the other guys try to fill the spots, and then if I'm here and something is, then I'll hop on.
We'll find something for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. No, it's a big help. Volunteers have been tough to come by, man. So, big commitment. 18 weeks of volunteering your time plus playing is big time.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's going to be Jesse Cap's top 5. Night Owls can't put any runs together here. Stein is going to be out of the building. Wouldn't look that. Like I said, I wouldn't look too much into that.
Yeah, I didn't know his work schedule.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I would just think he's trying to get back to I think
Yeah, 'cause
St. George.
He's probably got a 2.5, 3 hour drive ahead of him.
Yeah, St. George, 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, I'm definitely going to want to get some sleep tonight.
I used to
so.
work up there a lot. Yeah, it's not too bad.
St. George is a beautiful city.
Love that city.
The closest Culver's to Las Vegas, which I'm a big fan of Culver's little Butterburgers they got. So I will take the drive out to St. George just to snag me some Culver's if I have to.
Nice. Have you ever been to Reno?
I love Reno. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time
Have
there.
you ate Archie's Burgers?
I have not. I've heard of them, though. They're good.
Might be the greatest hamburger. They have this burger called the Wolf Pack.
Ooh, I like that name.
Unbelievable. It was so good. Me and my boss, after our meal, said, "Can we meet the chef, like the cook?" It was
Really?
that good. We
Wow.
had to meet him.
It's big time.
Yeah, his name was Jose. Wonderful, wonderful man.
Oh, you're getting, Gio's on it, dude. Gio knows what's up. Battistoni's on it.
Oh, Archie's is fire. He knows it. Good. Yeah, that place is awesome.
I will put that on the list. And no, Logan cannot do it with one hand that time. See, Logan needs to switch the Coco hand there and have the right hand go for that. Yeah. He kind
That
of was
would-
crossed up on that. Yeah,
that
see
would be his glove hand.
Yeah.
But you need to.
he didn't have the range though, reaching
Right.
over. I
Could've
think
went
he's got to
like
go with
this.
the Coco switch and then make the play with the right hand. There.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
think that would be the play, but it doesn't happen. DHJ gets his home run total going for the evening.
Yeah, good to see Harley get one going. And for someone like Harley who kind of struggled in the beginning, I'd be taking these at bats, getting it going. He's getting in,
Sure,
because they're going to need him next week. So that's good. Good to see him pop one out. That was a good swing.
I'd be interested to see if Manny Santianos is going to be here next week. There are some attendance things with the Snappers that I'm concerned about, and Manny is a big part of that.
What's the Snappers' home night? Thursdays? Yeah.
Yes,
So,
Thursdays.
and they're going to be playing Monday, so yeah, that could be. And the Sand Vipers, their home night's Tuesday, so they're playing on Monday. So at least it's neither of the team's home night, so guys might have to make some switches to their
enough.
schedule, right?
Oh,
'Cause
no,
they just probably-
Hayden, no, Hayden. If he's out there, he's healthy, just like Shane Weber. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're gonna cut the rehab short to get out here,
Can't have that as
yeah,
an
I
excuse.
can't use that as an excuse. Same with Weber. I'm not gonna sit there and say he's got a bum knee.
Right.
He's 100% healthy.
He had 3 bombs first game.
Yeah,
4 for
exactly.
5.
Yeah, Logan looks healthy out there.
Yeah, he's playing with a cocoa in his hand. That's
It's either you're out hurt or you're not.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Briner for 100.
Oh, man.
That was ripped at.
Come on, Taylor. I
Wanna
would like to
see
see
it.
100 home
Yeah,
runs.
me and Donos in the booth for the 100th would be cool.
He might get another crack at it. Possible. But. Oh,
Rosen. Oh, 58.
oh, and that's Merciel. That's kind of his. That's kind of his bugaboo, man. He just has the same problem I do with keeping it under 55.
Hey, after the Briner at bat, I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh,
Tip? Tip? Yeah, I got a
he's
tip.
called a tip.
I heard a tip. I
I
heard
got
it.
you, Hayden.
One more at bat.
Feel you.
Actually, the rule, I don't know if you guys know it.
No, it's not going to be spinning ball. He's going to take it himself. Interesting decision. It works out for him, though. Oh, I think that
507.
clock might have been a little late. I think 5 flat says Trevor Bauer. It's going to be a safe call. And that is actually a big development in getting Taylor another bat, actually. Is that not happening?
He'll be.
Kyle Lohman wanted that one.
Still safe.
It's going to be tough to get him one more at bat, but it could happen. They need at least another hit or two to get it to him next inning.
Brandon Gregg. Bouncing ball.
Ball.
Did get a Celtics victory tonight.
They won. Damn, I thought Warriors were going to take that in 5.
After the Game 2 beatdown, and then the Celtics go off favored. Heavily favored, kind of. That was an interesting line there, for sure. Home court advantage is a big deal in this series.
What were you on the Celtics?
I'm always on something.
Over under? Would you play
All of
a
it.
team or you just do it all?
I mean, it's a good result.
Yeah,
It's a good result.
good. Happy for you.
Being out in California, a lot of Warriors support out here.
Yeah.
So, and that's going to be a spinning ball. Greg Kelly doesn't quite get it. Nice hands by Zoe. What a play. Now, the second half of that play wasn't as good, was it?
I mean, that was a good toss. Yeah, that was a nice play by Zoe, but yeah, didn't finish it.
All I'm seeing.
This is good, though. This is going to get Briner up again.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Took the words out of my mouth.
Sorry. That's not.
It's going to get Taylor another chance here to hit home run number 100, and that's probably one of the better milestones we have in this league
Yeah,
right
that'd be
now.
cool. I
Yeah.
want to see it. That'd be cool.
The base is juiced. Juiced.
And J-Dub's not going to wear the hat. He does have the gardening glove. He kind of had like the gardening outfit that last about it.
Yeah.
He looked like he's about to kind of, yeah, nice day in the backyard. Liked it.
Oh, pickoff. Safe.
Safe.
D-Rock, it's been an interesting series. If I had to wrap this series up into, it's been a very intense the first game and then got pretty casual, and that's in the gap. And it's going to
Double.
hit the little Batty Bakery sign.
Scores them all.
Oh, and Briner coming in hard. Brandon Craig rounding. He's going to casually cross. GK, I don't know if it's his style to do anything eccentric here. No, just kind of
Cruising in.
casually cruising in.
Smart.
J-Dub walking into second. And this, man, we might get Briner up this inning. Get 2 at-bats up out of Briner now. This
That'd be cool.
pace.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. 6-0 Snappers. And that's from Jesse Katz over the reached out hand of Zoe into left field. And Briner is going to get up soon. Snappers, they're for all this casual talk, maybe they are coming in form.
Yeah.
I mean,
They kinda
Snappers,
turned it
Sand
on.
Vipers, that's a big rivalry. Those teams they've played some pretty big games. The semifinal in the spring, Snappers ended their season twice in a row, spring and summer.
that's gonna be good.
Yeah, so I mean, imagine Tannic out here, his property. That was good stuff in the beginning of POW was Snappers, Sand Vipers.
Yeah.
If I can start to kind of get this match hyped up a little bit because and that's Druzo. Briner is going to get up this inning.
Yeah. That's like a Yankees Red Sox meeting again in the playoffs. Huh? It's
Right.
It happens a lot, and it's good when it happens. It's gonna
Yeah,
another chapter
it's
in
just
the
kind of
story.
like I don't know what's the story of a team that's just always gotten the best of you, you know, and then you finally break through. It's kind of like Pistons Bulls, and then you know oh my goodness, Murph rips one.
Yeah, Pistons Bulls,
And then the Bulls finally break through, which the Vipers did, you know, and
Yeah.
now they kind of meet again, you know. Like, it's kind of weird, you know.
Yeah.
That was kind of the Snappers were the Vipers' bugaboo. Vipers being like the best regular season team, getting to the playoffs and losing to the Snappers, and then finally broke through in the fall. And then it's kind of funny they meet up in a wild card match here, so it's
Yeah.
going to be interesting. They get a chance to end each other's season again.
Wow, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, so there's a lot of storyline heading into this wild card game.
So they've met in the playoffs all 3 seasons,
Yes, all 3 seasons.
and the Snappers have gotten the best of them
The
twice.
first 2, and then for the title last season, the Snappers got the best. And the Sand Vipers got the best of the
Best of
Snappers.
them.
Yeah, for the title.
Oh yeah, that's a good little rival.
It is a good little storyline,
Yeah.
and now they meet in a wild card game. So it's going to be intense, that wild card game.
Yeah.
It's going to be intense. That's a big rivalry. The Snappers haven't forgot that they lost that title game, I'm sure. And the interesting thing is there's a lot of turnover on the teams. It's you got Brandon Gregg, Ryan Murphy involved for the Vipers. You got completely different guys, you know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's very different dynamic. But
Sand Vipers got a lot of guys like some of the guys that play pro ball and
Sure.
maybe the guys that aren't like here volunteering and stuff. So are they going to be? Is it just we're in a series, or are they going to be like, no, there's some history here?
Right,
Like
and
I know it's
that's
going to be
kinda-
that way for Tannic and
Gannon.
Gannon.
Yeah,
and,
Gannon, they know,
And you know
yeah.
Tabano's going to be ready to go, like in Hicks. So,
Hicks, yeah.
But some of those, the other guys were like, I feel like all the Snappers are going to be like, I'm sure they've all clued in Ryan Murphy
we'll
on
see
what it means.
Manny
and-
Santianas'
Yeah.
inclusion next week. He's not here tonight, so I can't speak for that. But Murphy's new to the squad. No, Castaneda was a big catalyst for this team. I mean, he's a good ball
Yeah.
player. So yeah, like both teams are a little different, right?
Yeah.
But I do think the Snappers are healthy. They weren't playing great ball coming in. They lost 5 of 6 before this series. So
I think seeing Weber hit the way he did tonight
Sure,
in that
that's-
first
yeah,
game,
that's big.
that's big for them.
it's big, absolutely. So we'll see what happens with a wild card. But there is some backstories there.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
And here's Mr. Zoe. Never gets a lot of the at-bats. Always thought he's a decent hitter. Briner spinning at shortstop, firing into the zone. 1 away.
I had a flashback there.
8-0 Snappers. They've blown this thing open. Interesting, a little dynamic tonight. The Night Owls just couldn't quite get there. They will be in the relegation places. They will be having to battle for the second season in a row. They'll be in that relegation tournament.
My big question for them is, do Stein and Dalby make the trips for those?
Always the question with
Yeah.
the Night Owls, right?
Because
We'll see.
that's big, right? I mean, their pitching would be Merciel, Lohman.
Yeah, they need those guys.
Well, at least one of them.
Yeah, they need those guys for sure. So
It'd be probably Merciel, Lohman, and Seifert.
Jake B, I agree with you, man. Zoe's just one of the good dudes out here, man.
Absolutely.
Zoe's is like one of those guys. Everyone no one's got beef with Zoe out here.
No.
Yeah, Zoe's just one of those all around good dudes. Everyone wants to be around, and he plays his butt off as well.
Yeah. Gives you everything.
Plays his butt off, man.
You know what'd be cool, too, in that wild card game is Snappers and Vipers are 2 teams when they play on game day. They're here at 4. Like, are they going to just be here? Hey, my turn to hit, your turn. You know what I mean? It's going to be, they're going to own who's going to own the field, getting warm. It's going to start at 4 o'clock. It's going to be on. It's going to be good.
I agree. Yeah, it's gonna be a different intensity than it is tonight, man. It's next week's gonna be no messing around, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to calling a couple of those games. I get to call the winner of that series on Wednesday.
Nice.
With the ones getting in there, and the ones are a legitimate contender out here, man. The ones, the summer champions. They got a little chip on their shoulder and something to prove, man.
For the last month, we've kind of been like like our strategy when the Cajuns played the ones, we took 4 of 6 from it. It was like keep Chen in the yard, go at the other guys, because at the time AK wasn't like showing his power wasn't there, and then what he's done the last 2 weeks, he is like top player in the league when he's hitting like that. And you got him and Chen doing that. That lineup gets so much larger and more deadly. Dobbins will hurt you. Good will hurt you.
Yeah.
I mean,
they got a bunch of guys.
Spurrier is a solid in the field, shores up their defense. Barrick's a maniac in the
Barrick will
outfield.
surprise you with the bat sometimes too.
Barrick carried the ones for about 3 weeks with his bat.
Those guys are all good ball players. And they're going to be here when it matters, man. The ones aren't going to be messing around at all. So
I think they kind of got, season's long, and it just kind of got a little lull. Now it's playoff time. They're ready to go.
Ones also have good track records against the Snappers and Vipers, if I'm not mistaken.
They get up for those games. That gets their attention.
The ones have beaten the Snappers pretty bad in the past, So, there's a lot of indoor storylines, between the lines kind of stuff with a lot of these teams.
Yeah, I was doing the tiebreakers a week or two ago, just seeing what teams own, and seeing what teams, and the ones have the tiebreakers on a lot of the like upper teams in the standings, because the
ones probably one of the few teams to give the Vaders a hard time this year.
Yep.
That's right, Tom. That's right. The ones and the Vipers have historically beaten the ones. But I want to say the recent history is better. I thought the ones got off to a really slow start against the Vipers in their existence, but it's corrected itself maybe.
Yeah, didn't Chen throw a perfect game against the Sand Vipers this year?
Right, well, unless that was without Tom and Adam there.
They were both not there? I think.
Yes.
I thought Tom was
Remember the Tom and Adam missed a pretty good chunk of the season.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So. Yeah, we had our Lightning. When I was on the Lightning, we had like a team party up on the container, and we were just having a good time up there. And then we found out once it was over, Chen threw a perfect game. No, they were there for the perfect game.
Were they?
Yeah.
Let's go, Jesse! I didn't hit the strikes there.
Jess, man.
Yeah, Jesse, get it done. And the Snappers are throwing a shutout here.
One more. Top 6. Let's finish this off.
He's looked good.
No pain. No pain, providing solutions here. Jesse Caps, he's pitched this entire game. I can't believe that.
He's going the distance.
Man. Night Owls, what are they going to be doing? What's they going to look like next week? They're back in the relegation fight here. They got what looks like the Bombers. Yeah, let's take a look there. I would think the 7th place, it's going to be Bombers, Night Owls. Winner stays. Loser plays the Birds. Unless we get swept. The Lightning have to take 2 of 3 against the Vipers. Against the Bombers. And we have to get swept for us not to finish last. We do have tiebreakers over the Lightning.
Right.
So, we have the season series head-to-head over the Lightning. So for the Lightning to finish last, they have to win some games and hope we don't win some games. So,
right.
And Brenner can't
you guys
get it done.
You guys will. I mean, especially with Mayo on the mound, you guys are gonna go for it. You don't want to finish last, right?
No, we're gonna be. These little relegation games, we're very used to them. We've played on a few of them now.
Yeah.
And we've historically provided some pretty good performances in those games. So we're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready.
So my season's over.
You're done, man. Lock it up. Pack your bags, man. Hit the golf course. I'll be a member at the Las Vegas Country Club. We'll have you out.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're gonna have you out, and we'll stop at the 16th hole.
Yeah.
Have a nice little nice time.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, I got so excited. I thought that was Briner.
But yeah, your golf season. Your volunteer season, then your golf season.
Volunteer and golf season.
Yeah. You guys really, I haven't really given you too much flack tonight. I gave you a little bit. But yeah, you guys really let that get away last night. One win would have did it.
One win.
Probably. Do you have tiebreakers with the Snappers?
No, we would have had to win. We would have needed to win 2 with what they. But the Snappers might have gone harder in game 2.
Right. It's tough.
If we would have won 2, Snappers had to sweep. If we would have won 3, this series would have meant nothing for that. We'd have just been in.
we'll, yeah. You guys really let it get away from you guys last night. It was a big opportunity, and you guys didn't take it.
No, I feel like that was my series to maybe just go nuts. You know, Will's carried us, Leday's carried us, Roosh has carried us. Everybody's had their times, and that was my time, and I didn't get it done.
Oh man, you're taking a lot of brunt for that loss.
I'll wear
I'd
it.
say collectively, you guys just didn't hit the ball to your ability. You guys,
but those guys have picked Will Morris has done special stuff. Leday always does. Ryan Roosh. It was my turn, and I didn't do it. You know.
Ben's prod, sharp, like sharp guys here in POW, and that's a sharp play. Subscribing with Prime.
Nice.
Bam. Been a lot of that time. We've had a really good sub action tonight.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, we've especially that game one, man.
We came out of the gates hot.
Came out of the gates hot.
We had a
you
hype
know.
train going. It was wild.
No, yeah, I know. I told everyone I was going to give Reynolds a hard time up here tonight, man.
I can take it.
Yeah, man.
Just
hey,
makes it sweeter when you.
These
finally
boys had
come
a
out.
golden opportunity,
Yep.
and it didn't happen. He's a grown man.
Yeah, I can handle
He can
it.
handle a
Ain't
little bit
the
of
first
needle.
time
He can handle a few
Ain't
needles.
the first time I've lost a game. Ain't gonna be the last one.
Evan distraught about the Warriors.
Yeah, those Warrior fans are some of the most. I'm gonna say it nice, but they're kind of obnoxious lately. They just think they're
Lately.
They just think,
I love the Warriors play ball. And
I
me and
love
Warfield.
watching.
Me and Warfield argue about this. Warfield's a Cavs guy, and he can't stand the Warriors.
right, obviously.
Which I love the Warriors' style of play. Man. They
It's
play
really the
like-
only NBA games I can kind of watch because the way they
They
move
play
the ball.
beautiful basketball.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
They do.
I can watch an old Celtics Lakers 86, 87, 88 finals. I could rewatch those games and enjoy them because of the style of play, the way the ball moves. It's just fun to watch. But some of the stuff I'll watch a college game over an NBA game.
I'm the same way.
I'll watch St. Petersburg versus Youngstown State college game any day of the week over Jazz, Heat, or whatever.
Well, if it's it's more of a track meet these days.
Yeah.
Fast break. The guys are athletic. They're skilled, man. I mean, it's a different game.
Yeah, it's a different game.
So, but yeah, that's why I like you, Cody. You're a good old boy. You love the good old years, the
Old
good old
school.
times. You're an old school guy, man. Yeah, you're a chip off the old block. They say.
Getting up there.
Chip off the old block, my man. Celtics taking it down. Snappers taking it down here. 2 of 3 over the Night Owls.
Good screwball.
Jesse Jesse is working on a 2-hit shutout. Did I hear that right?
Whoa.
Night Owls really mailing it in.
Oh, Evan Shields with the.
David Lee, I haven't
I
heard that
remember
name
him.
in a long time.
I liked him. I liked his game. Florida played
Yeah,
college.
I was just trying to think of the
Florida?
college he was from. Yeah, not coming to me.
I feel like
I wanna say he was like
Florida.
I feel like he's like a Providence guy or like a Rhode Island guy up there.
I felt like he was like Florida right before like Horford and all those guys and Joakim Noah and all those guys got going. I think I could be wrong. Evan should know.
See, the Warriors, I was all about those Chris Mullen years, man. It was Ronnie Cycli.
Charles Sprewell.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, Sprewell. Ronnie Cycli was a baller in the 90s.
Cycli was a stud. Heat,
Baller.
Warriors.
Yeah, those old Warriors, those unis were sweet in the 90s.
Remember the bloodbath it would be like Heat and Knicks in a playoff series when Pat Riley would just muck it up with the.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Lonzo Mourning.
Morning, yeah. Yeah, those old Heat guys. Tim Hardaway.
One of my favorite guys to watch back in the day. I loved me some Charles Oakley.
Charles Oakley. He's
Bad
he's
dude.
still a bad dude.
Yeah.
God, he's still a bad
Charles Oakley was a mean dude.
dude. Didn't he? He's banned from MSG for life.
Yeah, he attacked the owner.
Yeah, that's great.
Sitting courtside at the owner's team, and he went after him. Shields is young. He's saying these guys like they're old school, and that was like
Jason Richardson, yeah.
we were in our 20s.
Yeah, I feel like I was in college for the Richardson years.
I remember AK posted on Facebook when Baron Davis had some nasty dunk, and he like lifted his shirt up, and AK was like, I remember when I was in 6th grade when this happened, I lost my mind. I was like, I remember I was sitting at a bar and I spit my beer out when it happened. You know, these guys I forget how much younger they are than us.
Yeah. Oh, man, Baron Davis, California high school basketball legend.
UCLA.
Spinning ball. That's a nice play there, DHJ, ranging over. And these guys are playing for this shutout here. Jesse Caps.
Playing some D for him. Yeah, Baron Davis was a baller, dude.
This probably means a lot to Jesse, if I have to guess.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to fire the crowd up.
Yeah. Nobody really
Nobody
does
getting to
it,
their
feet. Oh, Jesse, there it is. There it is. He's going to celebrate this like it's game 7.
Him and Greg Kelly are pumped.
Him and Greg Kelly are pumped. You know. Yeah.
Buck Burner does
It's a
not
good
sound
moment
it.
for Jesse Caps. I'll give him his due.
Who do you think's coming to the booth, though?
Yeah, we have to do a booth poll now. Gotta do a booth poll now. You ready for an interview? You ready to do this?
You want me to do it or you
I do it every time, and I'm trying to pass the buck.
I'll do it.
I've literally interviewed every time I'm up here.
I'll do it.
Yeah, take the interview.
All right, thanks, Jim.
Interview a guy, man.
I'll do it.
And let's see who we're getting up in the booth here. It's going to be interesting. You know, it's got to be a snapper, I assume. You know, Murphy was crazy. Shane Weber, you know, when it counted.
J-Dub had a big first game.
Yeah, that's right. When it counted, Shane Weber and J-Dub were, and Murphy. I thought those 3 guys really stood out, you know, and so.
If Murphy comes up, we might get 3 or 4 words. Not a big talker.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get him up here and break his.
Yeah, and then I'm sure Caps will be on there as well.
Yeah.
And Jesse, I guarantee you'll get words. So let's see. Poll's not up here. I might have to make an executive decision here.
You did get that phone call. I was calling like
I might have to make a call.
I wonder who I'm seeing Wilson.
I'm seeing Wilson.
I would love to interview my boy Wilson. I will.
I'm seeing Caps. I mean, it's tough. This is
Lede says Murphy.
Hold. I'm getting told to hold. Here we go. There's the poll. It's up.
There it is.
Let it fly.
Give me Wilson.
Who are we going to get? It's going to be Mr. Cody Runnels interviewing.
Oh, it's only
it's 2 options.
Really?
Wow. GK had a couple bombs.
That's true.
Wow. What a call here from our producer.
Just doesn't listen to the fans. Okay.
Oh, man. This is a hot race here. Keep it going. Let's see.
better be Jesse.
What a race. GK is giving him a run for his money. It's tied up. Oh, my gosh. GK, get your broadcast. Get your headset on.
It'd be like I feel like if I interviewed GK, it'd be like interviewing my boss. Like,
Oh, no. This is tight. This is tight. This is a
GK
dead
saying he
heat.
doesn't want it. Caps is begging for
Caps, I think that's why GK's getting votes. Is because if Caps didn't want it so bad.
Caps pulling away.
Yeah, he would be getting the votes. Now it's happening. When do we shut this? It's still too close to call, man. Remember, our chat likes carnage. They like to go against the grain, man. So if you let them, give them an opportunity. Oh, man.
It is going
And I
wild.
guarantee you got guys like...
Caps just got like 10 votes.
Yeah. You got guys like Warfield in there mucking this up. I mean, we got guys mucking this thing up a little bit. And here it goes. Yeah, we're spending points.
Oh, my God, Caps.
I think Caps is in there giving...
50-50 right now.
Oh, my gosh. What a war this is. This is
a
almost more
bloodbath.
entertaining than games.
Oh, Caps.
All right. Let's shut it down. Let's give it to Jesse.
Get him
That's
up
enough
here.
for me. That's enough for me. Oh, my gosh. GK. Who's doing that? Oh, no, it is. Oh, my gosh. This is not a fan vote at all. Who is mucking this thing up so bad? People are spending points out here right now.
197.
I want to see the finals. Who spent the points? That's what I want to see.
Do they show that?
Yes, they do. All right.
He's pulled away.
He's pulled away. Shut it down. 40 votes. That's going to tally it.
Get him up here.
I'm going to let you have this one, Cody.
got
Good
it.
luck with Mr. Jesse Caps.
All right. Get him up here. Caps with a complete game shutout in Game 3. 2-hit shutout. What a performance. Legendary. Hear what he has to say about it. God, Dolby is bringing like 100-mile-an-hour pitches right now as I'm waiting for Cap. Okay, hey, come on up here. Great.
I'm interviewing our coach.
270 votes for Jesse, 216. Oh, J-Lo. What's up, Jesse? Watch your head. Come on in. Dude.
So, wait, is it this one?
Yeah, the other one.
So I heard I'm supposed to interview you or something.
I'm interviewing you.
I was told that if I won, I interviewed you.
Why?
I mean, you were the MVP commentator today, I heard.
No. I was up here with Dodo.
And I heard you helped us, was yesterday, right? You helped us get into the playoffs?
Yeah.
It's all because of you, buddy. Thank you.
This interview's about finished. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, dude, complete game shutout, 2-hit shutout in game 3. Haven't seen you pitch much this year, but you look good up there. How'd you feel?
Dude, this was a dream come true. So I was injured. Like, I wasn't necessarily going to play, and I was supposed to work today. So I called off work, which was going to make me a decent amount of money today, to come here, and I'm so glad it became worth it. Like,
dude, it's awesome.
Like, not even just the shutout I had, but that first game was so intense, and I was just so happy for our team to get it done because, like, I really wanted to bat, I wanted to pitch, and I could only do that if we won game 1.
Right. Well, dude, yeah, you guys came out in that first game. It was definitely more intense. You got a big night. Weber had 3 homers. J-Dub drove in a bunch of runs. You guys played good D. The ball was just kind of flying out with the wind, but you guys were intense and ready to go. I mean, what was going on over there?
I mean, we wanted it. I mean, obviously, like, I couldn't even be there for the Legends last week, and we got swept, and that was painful to watch. But, it was all worth it to make this epic game today. So
yeah, absolutely. 18 weeks is a long season. You guys started off slow. It was like 8-16, something like that to start the year. And then got crazy fire during the middle of the year. Then the last couple weeks, losing 5-6. Kind of, where was the team at going into today? You guys were probably pretty confident.
I mean, obviously today with the Cajuns getting swept, it made us feel a lot better. But I mean, if you guys swept, you guys would have been in. So it was. It was a lot hard, and like we were goofing around today. Obviously, once we got a win, and like you saw us. But like next week, we play our favorite team, the Sand Vipers.
Monday.
We played them in the semifinals. We played them, I believe, every season.
Yeah, we were talking about it up here. You guys have faced 3 times.
3 times.
You guys knocked them out 2 times the first 2 years, and then last year they won the championship against you or knocked you out to get to the championship.
So what happened was we beat them in the semifinals for season 1, season 2, both in epic fashion.
Yeah.
I think it was like coming down the last out. And then season 3, they won in the finals, and they had just by a couple of runs. But I mean, their team just kept getting better and better. And
it's going to be good. I mean, it's going to be Gannon, probably Briner game 1. That's going to be fun. I imagine you'll be back at shortstop with Briner.
Yeah, shortstop. Or I might even switch over to second base because I'm really on fire on those double plays. And I mean, if Taylor's healthy, playing shortstop when he's not pitching, maybe go there. So.
Yeah, and we were saying when you were at second base, you're really playing right field too because there's nobody behind you. And I think with your range, that looked good for you guys. If you
I mean, we came into this league when in the first season we had the best defense. Like we were known for our defense, and then all the other teams got a lot better, and now we're back to being offense. Like we struggled early on, and like I mean I think everybody. I'm not sure if Murph hit a home run, but everybody but myself I think hit a home run today, and. I mean, we're having fun. You saw we were playing snapper ball. We were hitting the ball, and we made some fun outs today. And I will give it up to Logan Christie, though. He made some one-handed catches with his hot cocoa in his hand.
Right.
So, I mean, today was just a dream, and I'm just so happy to be here and get to play in this game. And, I mean, this, next week's our last week of the season, and we'll see what happens after the playoffs. So last week, and we're going to be off for a bit. So
so
we got to make it count.
Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Great pitching performance.
Thanks, buddy.
And congratulations on being in the playoffs. And good luck against the Sand Vipers on Monday, man.
All right, man. I hope we can commentate sometime.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Absolutely love that. That's my next profession.
Nice. Right on.
So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. This has been a dream. So
right on. That's Jesse Capps, your Game 3 winner with the complete game shutout. And tomorrow night, we got Sand Vipers, Warbirds, 6 p.m. right here at Hideaway Field. We'll be live on Twitch. Dodo's getting back into the booth here. It's going to be you tomorrow, big guy.
Yeah, we'll be back at it. I think the Birds are gonna come to play a little bit. We're gonna try to take a game off these guys.
Make it interesting.
I'm looking forward to playing kind of our last series of the season, so we want to go out with a bang, and had a great time up here with you tonight, Cody.
Did too, man. Thank you
I think
so
our
much.
fans got to know you a little better. That was pretty cool stuff. The great story you shared, and the wiffle ball tonight was intense. And then that first game, it just kind of dropped off.
Yeah, I had fun with you, man.
Yeah,
I think
we had a really
chat
good time.
Fun. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me get up here with you, and you're one of my favorite guys. The way you just carry yourself on the field, the way you play and stuff. So it was an absolute pleasure being up here.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you to our fans for joining us again. And looking forward to the playoffs here. Join us tomorrow, and of course for the playoff week ahead, and it's going to be quite the ride.
Yep.
For Cody Reynolds, Mr. Jim Adodos here signing off. We'll catch you tomorrow.
See ya.